not be Blob. Now that I think about it, but I know what the movie's about.
There is no movie named Blob. Is there a movie named Blob?
I think it's
There is a movie named Blob, I think, but I don't know if it has.
I thought it was a scary movie. Is it a scary movie?
Yeah.
Then most definitely I have not watched it.
You don't like
I'm a
scary
big fan of the happy part of the 80s, like the cocaine and the denim jackets. Like, that's it. Those are fun. Anyway, welcome to the Faction After Hours podcast. We're here to bring you another episode. Back to our regular scheduled programming. As you know, we had our little... What do we call that?
What?
Drift budget?
Oh, the last episode?
We had a little game, but faction
Drifting
area.
on a budget.
Oh, story of my
Factionary.
life.
That's why I think it's easy. Like, I'm like, this is my everyday.
People love when we do this stupid game we made called Drifting on Budget. I give them a budget.
Faction
and then-
area.
It's called Drifting on a Budget. And then and then like I have him and Chris like you use the budget for a season of drifting.
Okay.
And then you have to buy a car,
Right.
do whatever you have to do to it, drift 5 events, and not go over the budget.
And then Frankie just throws curveball at it.
Well, what's
curveballs
the
at it.
budget?
Well, it's last week it was $15,000,
Dude,
which
and-
is ridiculously low, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
that
very
low,
low.
though? Anyway, wait. First of all, to our listeners, we have Ricky Hoffman. We have Ricky Hoffman in the building.
I thought you did that already.
We didn't even do that. We just started talking.
Jesus Christ.
I'm a no one.
No, that is Cap.
That is cap.
I've known Ricky for a long time. I've known of Ricky for a long time, but we've never met. So I'm pretty happy we get to meet right now. Because everyone who we talked about Ricky to, they're like, "Oh, Ricky's
Yeah.
such a nice guy, man."
I'm pretty sure you were on my list for a long time. I had a list since we started. Well, I made one list when we started.
You got a list, huh?
Did you lose
Yeah.
it?
I didn't lose it. I still have it, and it's like the same 8 people that are on there, and like you were one of them, Reese Marin, like a bunch of Mapheady's still on there, but
Ooh.
yeah,
You think he'll come on?
I think he will.
Really?
But I'm scared to ask
I
him.
think you'll have to do it at the track.
Yeah, I mean we might have to make some kind of.
That'd be cool.
The thing is, Petty's
Yeah.
almost stopped by here a couple times, so I don't think he minds coming here. But I don't know. I think he's gonna come. I want him and Tim to come on at the same time. I think that would be great.
I think if you did that with them at the track, because they could take you through so many memories there and just point
Yeah.
at different spots of the track. too.
Yeah, I don't mind doing it there either. I think it would be.
Frankie, we've literally hauled the fucking equipment
Yeah,
all over the country.
yeah, we could do it there.
We can bring it an hour from here.
Yeah,
It's okay.
but it would
But
also
I-
be nice having him here too.
It would be cool to do it at the track.
It would be cool. We should just do a video of the track with them. That would be cool.
That would be dope.
Yeah,
Just film
and-
the whole thing.
Yeah, and then
You're asking a lot of Malcolm right now, because this is
well, he fucking works here, so I hope he can handle it.
Paid
Malcolm
by the hour, right?
Malcolm Cam.
You know what I was thinking of when you were introducing
There he is.
when you were introducing Ricky, I was thinking, didn't you get ran over by a Supra?
I did, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was one of the first
Yeah.
things I ever knew about Ricky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that
That was Pro Bro Down 2017.
I was watching, man. I
Yeah.
didn't
I was
know a lot
spectating
about.
that event too, or
freaking
something.
packed.
I didn't
too.
know a lot about drifting, and I saw that happen, and I was like, he's done, right?
I remember just standing behind the bleachers or something, and then you just hear a crazy noise, and everyone's like screaming, and we're like, "What the hell is going on?"
Yeah,
And then
so,
I look
like-
over, and you're like already getting toppled.
Can you explain
Yeah.
to
so,
those
all
of
right,
you
so
who are
me and
listening?
Perez
yeah.
used to do demos all across the country. We drove together all the time. Like, it was no big deal, literally at all, and everything was, we just destroy each other's cars on a daily basis. Like, it was
This
no
is
big
Mike
deal.
Perez
Mike Perez,
with
yeah.
the Supra.
With the
Okay.
Supra. So it's Pro Bro Down. I'm like getting done with a lap. I have no tire left in the car. So you go to the far right lane. I literally do the X out the window, like to pull in, and Mike Perez stops me, and he's like, "Yo, I got Cameron Moore behind me, but like I don't want to lead. I want to follow someone, so you go." And I'm like, "Dude, I have no tire left. Like I'm done." He's like, "No, you'll be fine. Just go." And I'm like, "All right, whatever." So I lead, get to the hairpin, tire just cords itself out. Car like tries to over rotate. I try to stop it, and Perez, instead of following me, took the new turn.
Yeah.
So he was coming into the hairpin way hotter than I was because I did a regular layout, and he just hit me. It was wheel to wheel, and he came up my front wheel, came up over my top like upper frame rail. My intake manifold had a mark on it from his frame rail, and he came down, and he never lifted. His tire destroyed a brand new body kit I just put on for that event. Completely ripped at the
God.
shreds. It was like raining.
Did you ask him why he
fiberglass.
didn't let off?
He said that he didn't want Cameron Moore to hit us because Cameron just finished building that pro car for him. So he didn't want to, which I
Let's
can
just run
understand.
over Ricky then.
Well, it was, so normally in
fuck,
demos,
fuck that. Fuck everyone else.
we would drive, and he had like a crazy angle kit in his car, and I had cut knuckles.
Mm-hmm.
So if I like something was going to happen, he would bump me, and we would just progress through. So that's what he wanted to do. But instead of hitting my door, he hit my front wheel with his front wheel and just drove up.
I feel like I remember not seeing a bumper on his car and I feel like that aided it because now the tire is gonna make full contact.
Oh yeah.
and just
Oh,
get
it
up.
just went bloop. And I remember drive. So I had Justin. I don't know if it was Justin Francisco's cousin or one of his friends were in the car with me. First ever ride along. We did 2 laps, ran out of tire, getting ready to go back in. I go out there and I'll never forget when he hits me. I just look over like this, drive shaft, and I'm just like, what the hell is going on right now? And then just over my car, and I'm like, damn, what the hell? I'm like sitting there for a minute, and I'm like, put the car in first gear, and just drive away and drift the bank turn. Like drifted a little bit backtrack. I'm like, oh, car feels fine. I look behind me and Prez is right there. Just we both just drove away like nothing ever happened. We pulled into the pits. Everyone came running up to us. The cars were perfectly fine, other than looking like shit after that. And we were just like, all right, let's change tires and go back out.
That's what I'm talking about. I saw that happen, and as somebody new to drifting, kind of watching it, I didn't think that was possible. I was like, that shit fucking ran over another car clean.
Well, it makes more sense now that you explain what was going on with him, because he probably didn't even know you were spinning.
I'm not sure what was going on in his mind. All that he knew was
Because it sounded like he was going to just, business as usual. He's going to try to push you.
Bump me up, push me a little bit, and we're good. But it just wheel to wheel. And because he was still giving the car throttle, had forward momentum, and it just drove up.
I feel like maybe your tire also, like since it was spinning that way, maybe launched him up. I don't know. We didn't even get to the fact that it started the greatest series of memes I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That was also the time when that stupid fucking song was.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It comes up every year. Mike Prez texts me every year, and he goes, our social media is going to blow up again for 2 days and all this different stuff. And, of course, like it's just going throughout Facebook. And I don't know how many views it has on it now, but I remember when it happened, that video was like over 1 million views in like 2 days.
That's
and I was
crazy.
like, what the hell is going on?
That's cool though. Now
Yeah.
you're part of Club Loose's history.
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah,
That's
and
one of the
And
weirdest
the
things.
hairpin,
that's
I
happened.
got ran over.
Yeah.
You guys got a car to jump over
Yeah.
another
Oh, yeah.
car without a jump.
Without a jump.
Yeah.
And both cars were fine.
And you guys drifted after.
We finished the lap.
That's even
We
crazier.
finished
I
the
don't
lap.
remember
he
that.
He came over top of me on throttle, spun the car out. Neither car was turned off. We just continued in the bank, and both of us chucked it into the bank. Like, that's how we checked to see if the cars were okay.
That's cool.
That's fucking crazy, right?
But that's back then, that's what we did all the time.
Yeah.
That's just what we were doing. Like, we were like,
You were part of the group that really, drove fucking hard.
oh, yeah, the Flipsco crew. We were all the cars were white.
Yeah, who else was in there?
It was me, Sal DePompo, Chris Allen, Mikey Walsh,
Chris
Robbie
Allen,
Anderson. Yeah.
Mikey Walsh. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you guys were always driving hard. Like every event, you guys were driving hard.
So we all went white, the same color, because they made that color in a spray can. In between sessions, we would literally put the body kits back on, spray paint all the shit that was wrong with it, and we'd just go back out like the cars were new again.
Yeah.
And everyone would be like, these cars were just almost totaled an hour ago. We're like taking transits out, putting clutches in between and stuff like that. We were going hard for absolutely no reason.
Yeah.
Other than literally we were having
it
the
looks
time.
cool.
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
How long have you been drifting now, Ricky?
Probably 11 years or so. Maybe a little longer than that.
11 years.
13 or 14, I think I got into it.
Okay.
Mikey was into it first. He got a S14 with an SR when we were 17 years old. And we're 17 years old kids. I had a Mustang GT 97, and we're just beating the hell out of these things. Absolutely everywhere and anywhere that we can.
Is the 97, is that the SN? Is that what that is?
I don't know. Malcolm's a
97?
pro at Mustangs.
Malcolm, what Mustang did Ricky
Yeah,
just say?
you're a pro.
I am not a pro.
Yeah,
I like one of them. That's it.
Yeah,
What
is
do
that
you like?
the one you like?
What do you like?
I like the. I don't know. I think it's the year 2000s. That's about it. That's all I know.
No, it's a newer body style than I had.
He had
Those were like the
the
square headlights.
The one after the Fox body. Is the one
Yeah,
you had.
it was like 94, 95 to 98.
That's definitely the S. It's in the name, SN95, baby.
I don't know the name.
It doesn't go by the year though. That's just a
I don't
chassis
know.
code.
I have no idea. I know the look that you're talking. I got one
Right.
I got one outside of my house actually.
yeah. It was a sick
like
car.
actually.
Like for me being like 17, I bought it off my dad, 17 years old. That thing just saw nothing but hell. Nothing but pure hell. Me and my friends street raced on every road, single lane roads, 2 lane roads, highways.
Is it a V8?
Yeah, it was a V8.
So not the V6 one.
GT, baby.
GT, dude.
That's the
come
one. That's the
Yeah.
one in my street.
Yep.
My buddy left it there.
Yeah, if you didn't have a GT Mustang, That
Yeah.
was bad.
If it was a 6-cylinder,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have bought it.
It sounds
Yeah.
the
I'd rather
V8.
walk.
The V8 sounds
rather
good in
walk.
that
Yeah,
car.
they were sick.
It sounds sick.
Yeah.
My buddy's one. I'm telling you, not a great example. It is.
I think those engines sound way better than LS's.
It sounds good as
Oh
fuck.
I
yeah.
feel like the Mustangs always sound better.
If you're looking for a Mustang, let me know. I have one.
Now, what are the engines like in that? Do you know anything about them? Like, do they have
in the newer ones or the one I had?
I guess that one first.
So that was a 4.6 GT motor.
Is
So,
it a like how many cams are in it?
overhead
4?
cam, single overhead cam? I think.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it was
Oh,
a single.
single
I
overhead.
think there were single overhead cams. I'm not 100% sure on that
Okay.
though.
It's
there
not
was
a
different.
5.0.
No, they were 4.6s.
Did one come with a 5.0?
Yeah,
that's
so
why I changed
older
them
came
after that.
5.0, then they went to the 4.6.
Hell yeah, vanilla
And then
ice
they went
had
back to the 5.0 again.
Yeah. Oh, it went back. Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. I didn't know that they
Yeah.
went back and forth.
Yeah.
Weird.
I mean, they just probably realized like, ooh, this motor is not that good. Like, shit, we messed up. I mean,
But a
listen, we beat the hell out of them.
That's
don't
what I
get
was
me
about to
wrong.
say,
They were
yeah.
they didn't really make that much power. I mean, the thing probably made like 320 horsepower, 350 foot-pounds of torque.
But wouldn't you say that that's a perfect first car? Like you could
Oh,
diddle
yeah. I
around
mean, I
with it
learned
just
a-
a little bit.
You learn a lot in it because it's like I drove it in the snow, in the rain, whatever.
Ooh,
As said,
yeah.
like that was my car. That
that
was
thing
the car.
would see
I
the
had no
ketchup in the
choice.
snow, dude. I would just
Oh,
fucking.
man. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wait, that was like a Z. That was like a Z
that
sound.
was a C. Yeah.
I don't know how to do. I haven't.
You got to practice. Try it. Try it.
Nah. I gotta work.
It's not a
on it.
V6. You keep sounding like a V6.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You're
I
like a vacuum cleaner.
fuck. I got a V8. I got a
Yeah.
V8 myself.
Carl, if someone gave you a newer Mustang and they were like, do whatever you want with this, you think you would turn it to a drift car?
What, like Scott's? Like Scott Hastings one? Like a new one? He's got a four-cylinder.
Let's say
one.
like not the current generation, but maybe the one right before it.
What would I do to that Mustang?
S550s.
Because I think I like the current one.
So there's 550s and there's 450s and there's 650s.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it
Like,
this
it just,
way.
they just keep going up. Yeah, yeah.
Let's do it this way.
whoa,
Which
whoa.
one did Vaughn get in like the first?
The very
The
first one?
first I'm sponsored by Ford type.
That
shit.
was like a 2005 to
Okay.
2012 body style.
not that one.
So the one after that.
Yeah.
So like, yeah. I
A
know
little
what
more
you're talking
round, a
about.
little more sleek,
Yeah.
trimmed up.
You know
version of
why?
it.
Because that car, like thinking back on it, I'm like, oh, that's cool because that was like the first Mustang that we saw drifting.
Right.
It's cool on the outs. Like you could probably make the outside cool, maybe, but dude, the inside was so fucking bad.
Well, now they
Like,
got
those
that KBB
interiors
body
were
kit for
so
the
bad.
Mustang.
Yeah. I mean, it's an American car.
Yeah,
like, you
man,
can only
like-
get the inside so cool.
But
like,
the newer ones are fucking nice.
the newer ones are super nice, but you're also spending like back then those cars would be like 25 grand. Now they're like
Yeah.
45, 50.
True.
So like, yeah, it's nicer, but it's also $20,000 more for a chassis that has a V8, which is
What-
cool.
Yeah.
But those Coyote motors are badass. They make power. Like you put a turbo or supercharger on that thing, dude, 600-700 horsepower, no
I
problem.
don't even
stock,
want that. I want NA.
just goes.
Should I just take the motor out of the one that's by my house?
Wait,
Yeah, but you said you have a older one, right? Like a 90s. It's a
Yeah.
4.6.
Fuck. Getting the 5.0.
What, they
Dude,
gotta
I would
give-
call the IS the
Yeah.
5.0 all the time.
would they
Fuck
give you?
out of
Would
here.
they give you the car?
What? It's my buddy's, dude. He just had to put it there because his driveway was getting worked on. That was a month
tell
ago.
him it's time to drift that thing.
Yeah.
He's not a
Guys drift those all the time.
he's not a drifting guy.
Anybody can be a drifter.
He's a build a good looking patio and basement kind of guy.
Oh, so
Okay.
he has money.
No, he's like he's got his life in order.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
what I want to say. He
Drifting will ruin
can't.
him.
He can't do that.
Yeah, he'll be selling the 2x4s to afford dollars.
So how did you get into drifting with the Mustang then? Well, where was the transition at? Was that after
so
that?
After the Mustang. So I was 17 years old, and I'll never forget. I was racing a Supra on Route 70, like an older body style one.
I was about to
yeah,
ask, yeah.
MK3, I think they are.
Yeah.
The
The
7M.
big, like the flat.
Yeah,
joint.
misshifted the shit out of this thing. Oh man,
Money shift.
hard mishift. Oh yeah,
Boom.
yeah.
Fucking, ooh.
Oh, was not happy at all. Developed like a little tick in the engine. And I was like, ooh, this thing's not gonna last
Get
that
the
much
Lucas.
longer. Put some Lucas in it. Sold the car. And then I took that money and I bought a 97 Eagle Talon off of my friend Rob.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
we're talking.
Whoa,
yeah.
curveball,
Big
curveball.
DSM guy.
Ricky,
Yeah.
no.
Oh,
I did
yeah.
not know this ad.
What? That's
Oh,
sick.
dude. Yeah. So it was a 97 Eagle Talon.
Which
Had a-
one?
What do you mean?
TSI.
TSI all-wheel drive.
Oh, the good
Yeah,
one.
had a
You
built trans and transfer case in it. It had a built motor, 20G turbo,
Oh,
made
yeah.
480 wheel horsepower. I'm
God
17 years old with an all-wheel
What?
drive car that
Now
makes
you can really win some street
480
races.
wheel horsepower.
You got it that soon? You
Yeah.
like got out of the
Instantly.
Stang right
oh,
away?
yeah. I didn't have the
That's-
Mustang for a year.
Dude, that is the best street racing
Oh,
car.
the thing was just
You watched the documentary, didn't you?
animalistic, and it had like
Wait, he
cool.
did have that, right? Sorry.
The,
Wait,
the,
who?
the Eagle Talent in that documentary on MTV.
What
No.
documentary?
There was an Eagle Talent
But he had a
documentary.
Honda, didn't he?
There was one where there was a
The
a
True
guy
Life.
with-
I'm a street racer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That
there was one
Hondas.
guy with one guy with a Talon, and he was getting a ticket.
No, dude, that was my life. That was I didn't own the car, but my friends, like, that was the car. Like, and that's the first car I wrenched on was a 4G63 like Eclipse.
Oh,
I
best
always
cars.
just know him as like they
That's the street racing.
They
car.
are badass.
How many days were you able to drive this thing?
The Talon.
Yeah.
It did break a bunch, but like I said, so my friend Rob that. So have you guys ever heard of dog box tuning for Evos? They're in Howell. They used to do like the crazy drag cars. He had the world record for a couple years. He had the Airshift Evo drag car. It was
I
awesome.
don't know.
awesome.
His
but I
name was
believe it.
Alex. Thing was an animal. He guided my friend Rob through building this car, but Rob did it himself. Some things were a little janky. Not gonna lie.
That's how it goes.
We were young.
Well,
we were
trial
young.
and error, trial and error.
He's only a little older than me. So
Yeah.
like, you know, but it was a great car. I blew a turbo up a couple times.
Okay.
What kind of turbos were you running on there?
That was a 20G on that
Oh,
car.
Frankie's ears just got so
That's the
horny.
turbo you run
It's
on
right
that
there.
car.
There's
Yeah.
a 20G back there.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the turbo that you put on there.
That
Yeah,
shit
everything.
probably sounded so.
Yeah, it
like,
was ran on 93 meth injected, tuned on DSM link, old school shit.
yeah.
meth injection
Yeah.
too is pretty old school.
Meth
stuff.
injection is
Yeah.
pretty. I guess I'm old. I was like, that's pretty fancy.
Frankie's into a different kind of meth
It was
injection.
a snow performance meth kit.
For
too.
back then, I feel like that's pretty fancy.
Yeah. I mean, even now, people still run it all the time. It works
Yeah.
fantastic. It is. We used to put it on Subarus at Precision all the time for guys that didn't want to run ethanol.
E85.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
And it
buddy
works
of
so
mine,
good.
or well, Malcolm, buddy, ran meth in his car, and he would have to go get these jugs just to drive the fucking car.
Well, I mean, it depends on how the tune is for it. And
Is
stuff like
is there
that.
tunes where you can not do that?
So-
where you can just be
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
okay, but
so
when I
back
don't put the
then-
meth in, I can drive it.
Yeah, but listen to me. I was 17 years old. If that thing wasn't full tilt, I didn't want it.
It's, no. I'm asking because I just need to know because my
In newer
this-
cars, yeah, the computers will like adjust for it.
Right, they
But
would,
then back
okay.
then, I don't think they would have.
I knew that they could change. it.
Yeah, I feel like back then, like if I didn't
I
have
don't
that,
know. Yeah, I feel like the snow perform. I think that something happens where like it's by a certain amount of throttle, right? It starts
yeah,
spraying.
mine was by boost. So at 15 pounds of boost, it would hit.
Okay.
That sounds fucking.
Yeah, you probably just couldn't boost if you. If you didn't
15
have it.
Yeah.
pounds, hit a meth.
Yeah, and it, dude, I remember driving that thing and like, it's like Evos. They don't have torque down low, so you just be flooring that thing and, and things rattling because it's like janky
Yeah.
as shit. And then all of a sudden it'd be like the boost would start creeping in. It'd be
Yep.
like 5, 10, 12, 15, 30.
Shit just slaps you
Yeah,
in the
right
face,
to 30. Yeah,
dude.
you're like, whoa! Like when the first time I drove that car and I floored it, I was like, holy shit!
Dude, I need to buy the clips, man.
Dude,
Those
I
cars
want
are so
one. If
fun.
I could, I follow this guy. His name is Rob Fig. I think he's in Pennsylvania. He buys and sells them, but he builds them, restores them, and everything.
That's
and he
cool.
sells them for cheap.
Yeah.
Cheap. And I'm like, dude, if I ever like once FD and drifting is done, I'm getting one. Street car, 100%.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Build a
When
nice
they shift,
street
it makes
car.
it sick. The sickest Evos and DSMs they
Gre-
have.
Oh,
you
yeah.
need to have the Gretty Type S, right? Type S blow off valve. I think so. That was from Fast and Furious.
It
So
needs
I
to
ran,
sound like
I
a
ran the
rally
original
car.
tile on mine
Okay.
when they were first coming out.
Just the
Yeah. Yep.
literally just
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah. Had the HKS carbon tie exhaust on it or whatever it was back then. With the 4-bolt
okay.
flange.
Yeah.
Oh man, that thing.
carbon TI.
How
exhaust.
are you-
Yep.
How are you finding out about where to get the parts from? You're just getting guidance from this one person?
So I got the
'Cause you're
car
17 now,
basically
right, at this point?
built as it was.
Oh, okay.
And like a lot of my friends were in this, and I was friends with a lot of older guys that were in the cars. Like my friend Scotty had a bunch of Skylines, so like I kind of took his lead, like following him in these cars. Like he had Evos at the time. He did badass Evos. Like when AMS came out with their first big kit,
Mm-hmm.
he had it on his car. So like I would follow him, and like some stuff was right, some stuff wasn't. It is what it is.
I think I saw his Skyline at a car event in like South Jersey when I was like, it had to be 2012.
Was it down at Stockton College for the
Yeah.
Street Wars thing?
Yeah, Street
Yeah.
Wars.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
silver one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was down. That
Dude,
thing was badass.
I have photos of that in a phone somewhere.
That car was so sick for its time too. That
Yeah.
was like 2012.
Oh, yeah, it was
R34
crazy.
built R34 GTR silver cruising around the streets. Thing
Oh,
made like 500 wheel.
I was like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? Someone owns this?
Yeah, I went with him to drop that car off at Ivy Tuning to get tuned because Scotty and Ivy were super close, so he would get tuned there. And I remember we hopped into 34, drove it to Nissan. This was in 2009 or 10 or whatever. He wanted to buy a new one, R35 GTR. So we drove it there, And Scotty's asking the salesman, like, what car is that? Like the R34. And they're like, we have no idea. I don't know what that thing is. They had no idea what it was.
Some Nissan dealers, you go, that's when you have to drive back around to the shop, and then everyone freaks out.
All the techs were walking out like side-eyeing it. They're like, what the heck is going on here?
Yeah,
They probably trying to buy it.
He
for
should
the
have
low.
drove in and been like, how much? I'm going to trade this
I
in.
want to trade this. And they'd be like, oh, $3,000.
Yeah, that's a Maxima, right?
Yeah, give you $500.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, I remember seeing that car. Street Wars. Dude.
Yeah,
that was
sick back in the day. Everyone, dude, that car show was huge.
Yep.
Huge.
Street
What
Wars
kind
was
of car
like
was the car?
An R34 GTR.
Yeah.
It wasn't
That
a GT.
little blue car right there.
No.
It was not a GT. It was a GTR with a built motor in it.
Fuck, that's sick.
Yeah.
Do you know who Scotty Kramer is?
I was gonna bring it up because I used to watch his videos all the time, and I
Okay.
think I
Yeah.
saw Ricky in there.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't actually know who he is, but I know of him.
I
because
loved
of
his videos,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, that was some of the funnest times of my life. Were filming those videos.
What a
with that
great
crew.
dude, man.
Oh man, it
Fuck.
was so much fun.
Was it like it was BMX stuff,
Yeah,
right?
it was all BMX stuff, some car stuff and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was not a very avid. I watched it literally just because I liked watching it because of Scotty.
Yeah.
Like I watched it for mad long. Damn, I'm gonna go check on the channel.
And then he had an accident.
He had an
Yeah.
accident.
Yeah. He got paralyzed. Yeah.
a BMX.
But he's
BMX
riding a bike,
accident.
though.
He is riding a bike. He
Crazy.
literally
Yeah,
defeated
that's
the odds,
crazy.
man. He
Like,
is
what?
that dude. Like, he's like superhuman. Like, if he puts his mind to something, like that's it. Like, I remember when he'd be training for the X Games. Like, I used to work at his skate park, so like we would stay late, ride together. He'd be training for X Games, and he would be like asking like, how does this look when I do it like this, whatever. We'd be talking, foam pit sessions, the whole nine, and he'd be like, I want to try this real quick. I've never tried it before. First try, boom, done. Does it
Such
one
a
more,
calculated
does it, yeah,
dude.
does it one more time in the foam pit. He's like, all right, we're going to the box jump. Gonna send it off the box. And I'm like, dude, what? Like, you haven't even.
Again, I don't know anything about bikes, but when I would watch him like ride in the videos,
Oh, he was.
it's
hands
like a
down.
completely different
Yeah.
level of what other people were
Oh
doing.
yeah,
and
well
I
he was like
what
the
fuck?
first rider that like really manhandled a bike to do what he wanted to do. Like, he had the flow and he had the style, but if he wanted to just get sick out of nowhere, it wasn't an issue at all.
Yeah.
Like, he could boost a quarter pipe to the moon, and then he can come back and flare whip it less than a foot over the coping, just because he
Insane.
wanted to. Yeah.
Was that that's the Scotty that had the 34 that we're talking
Yeah.
about?
Yep.
He had a 34 because in the videos he had a
Yeah.
32. I
So
remember that. I was like,
I remember
oh,
that
he's
car.
into cars.
Yeah. So this was before the videos. He probably had, I'm thinking, at least 15 Evos. He probably had, at one time, he had a 32, a 33, a 34, and I think he just got the 35.
I think
And he had all at the same
I
time.
think he had a white 35.
Yeah, he did have
I was
white.
going to
That was
ask
the
you
first one he got.
if you know who this is.
This is
Yeah,
blowing my
I
mind
did
because
know.
again, like
Yeah.
I just saw that I'm putting like two and two together right now because I'm like I'm pretty sure in his videos he had a Skyline.
Yeah. But like
So he
even
was, like-
before the videos came out, like he was always in the cars. That was like a thing.
Yeah, that's
So-
sick.
You want to
My-
know a funny story, actually?
Oh
when
yeah.
when I was in middle school, I think it was. I grew up in Howell, and his bike shop was like on Route 9 somewhere down the road,
Yeah.
like a few miles away. I think he lived nearby.
Dude, he
But
had a bike shop. How old was he at this time?
I was
He
at,
was young. I mean, he won X Games, I think, at 16 or 17.
Holy shit.
I was at the local skate park in my town. It was called. It's like a Parkside. That was a development, Parkside. It's at a purple park, and then he pulls up in his white 35, gets out with his friends, takes his bike off the roof, and then just comes in, does a flare right in. Like, I'm standing on the quarter pipe. He just does a flare right in front of my face, and then he just rides away and just goes back in the car and drives away.
And that's when he quit.
I guess he was just like, I was like, okay.
That's when you were
And I
just
was
like,
like,
I'm
who
done.
was that? They're like, oh, that's Scotty Kramer. I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
oh shit.
Dude, he was like literally the best in the world. It was insane how good he was.
Dude, it sounds like he was the first Adam LZ with the videos and everything.
So actually,
definitely was.
LZ did videos before Scotty. He actually was like super anti social media and the YouTube stuff.
Scotty
And all. Yeah,
was?
he hated it. He just didn't want to add more stuff onto his plate with everything that he was doing, like the bike shop, the skate park, training, traveling, dude tour, like everything that was going on. If he started earlier, his old house in Jackson, when he bought like the bigger house that he had and somewhere over like in Bridgewater near Jackson Liberty High School, like we would go there. There was a trampoline that had tramp bike. He had a whole backyard set up at one point in time we would ride on. He had these little kickers that we'd ride on all the time. The basement was a paintball arena at one point in
That's
time.
crazy.
We took the handrails down on like there was a catwalk that led to his room. There was a 20-foot fire pole in there that went from his room to the living room.
What the fuck?
Dude, it was
This
like
is what happens when you win the X Games.
that's
at
what it
16.
was,
Fire,
man. He just
fire,
like he
dude.
just liked having a good time, and he liked his friends having a good time with him at the same time. So like it was just like we'd go to the house, hang out. Like, I remember when he broke his foot and he was out for like a while. He had like a couple surgeries that got messed up. He got like super into Call of Duty. I think he got into like the top 5% of Call of Duty. He's just one of those people. He's just good.
Tries
Yeah.
really hard at everything he does.
Everything and anything. Yeah.
Dude, oh God, man. Yeah, man,
cool, man.
I'm just really just remembering how often I used to watch that channel, and now I'm like, oh my God, I used to
Yeah.
watch it a lot.
He sounds
Yeah,
like
well,
the,
we
the
did
golden
videos
child.
that we were going hard.
I
We
know
were doing 7 days a week.
There's a video I know
Videos.
where he gapped a mini ramp from a quarter up like over here and over the
Yeah,
mini
he tail
ramp,
whipped it.
and then he tail whipped it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like to me, that's fucking
Yeah.
nuts.
Oh yeah.
Are you
and it was a
kidding
big
me?
mini ramp.
It was
I've
a
ridden that park
big-ass
with him
ramp.
before. Yeah. Oh yeah. Huge.
That's crazy to me, dude. Damn. What's he doing now? Do you know? Is he doing
Yeah,
all
he's,
right?
he's down in Florida. He's doing better
Okay.
and stuff like that.
Is he doing announcing?
He still does announcing and stuff
Okay.
like that. He still has the channel. He's got a little bit of a new crew of like Florida kids that are down there with him and stuff like that. Because we got older and like we got we got
lives,
jobs,
different
like,
stuff.
Yeah, it is what
Yeah.
it is. Like, like me, Vinny, Dom, Matt, like all of us, just like we're all super good friends still. Like Scotty called me a couple weeks ago. He bought another R34, and he was
Hell
like,
yeah.
he was
So
just
he's
talking
still
to me about
into
it.
like
Yeah.
cars and stuff.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys know this. R34 GTT, so it's an RB25 turbo, automatic transmission,
So he can drive it.
so you can drive it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Fire.
So he was just like, there was an Instagram page, and they posted the car on there, and Scotty was just scrolling through, saw it was an automatic, called them, went there, bought the car. He almost had an Evo 7 he was trying to import that was an automatic.
That's
He did get back on a bike, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
and he
Early,
rides it
dude.
around, like
Early.
rides on ramps.
Yeah.
I saw that and I was like, okay, this guy can pretty much accomplish.
Yeah, nothing
anything.
can really
anything.
stop him.
Yeah.
Like,
anything you want.
Actually,
Yeah.
though, that's insane, man. You gotta respect the work.
Surprised he
ethic.
didn't get into drifting.
So he wasn't a drifting.
Okay.
My S13 I bought from him.
Oh wow.
Wait, what?
Oh, yeah. So the Talon that I bought was his cousin's.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I bought his cousin's Talon, and then eventually the motor blew up. Parted the car out, took the money from the part out. Scotty had an S13 with a S13 SR in it that he would just drive around. He'd like hit parking lots with it here and there, whatever. He was like a little donut assassin in parking lots. He did 1 or 2 clubhouse
Donut
events with it.
assassin.
Then he started training really hard again for, I'm not sure if it was due to our X Games, and wanted to sell the car. And I was like, I'll buy it. So, and it was like the cleanest S13 ever. And
This
I
is the one-
destroyed that thing.
Fuck! I was about to ask.
It was so freaking clean.
That's
man.
not the. Is that the one?
That's the white car, yeah.
Oh my
Wait,
God.
what happened to the car?
No, because I remember
That's the car
Ricky's
that got ran over.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember.
as-
I know
right.
that car.
It's just I remember it being a white car that
was
has
blue.
been spray painted a few times.
Yeah, I
be white.
totaled that thing really bad at I think the first ever E-Town Gambler. So the track was made, and there was like some pretty heavy drop-offs going around turn 2, and they had those plastic barriers all around the outside. They were like yellow and blue or whatever. I dipped a tire, and like my front wheels came off the ground. The car rotated, landed on the barriers, so I had no brakes or steering, and just head onto the concrete wall at like, I don't know, 40.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm glad you're here, Ricky.
Yeah. So that was in practice. We fixed the car, went out, won a battle, and then lost in the top 16. And the car was clapped. Clapped. There was a video somewhere. We have 3 Ford Super Duty trucks pulling the frame rails in the pits. I welded like some random metal and stuff on it. Drift HQ was there. We used their welder. And just like, it was a mess, man. It was a mess. But everyone was like throwing parts at me. Like the Knaps were there, Chris Knapp, Mike Knapp. And they have their drift garage. And they were like, whatever you need, no problem. Whatever you need, just take it and we'll figure it out later. So we're just putting a fresh rat in it. We're zip tying fans to it and stuff like that. Because there's a JZ, like the thing gets hot. Went out there, made like 4 laps. And then I remember I put it on the lift. I'm looking at it after. And I'm like, I should not have driven this car. Like the nut certs for the trans mount ripped out of the
Yeah.
chassis.
So how'd you keep the trans up?
It didn't.
Oh.
It was just bouncing. Solid mounts. It was just held on by the motor, and the cylinder head was resting on the firewall.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That was the figure 8
Yeah.
track.
Yep.
Yeah. How do you feel about that track?
I love it.
Yeah.
I
mean,
enjoy.
You've driven it a lot.
I've driven it a lot. I was there before when Chris and Mike were laying it out. They were asking me questions of what I thought. I was there the very first test day. I've done every FD round that's been there. I love that track. It's an extremely aggressive track, and when you drive it the way they want you to drive it, it is very sketchy with the walls.
That's
There's
how I
no
feel.
run-
It is.
Runoff.
There's no runoff anywhere, But like as long as you, people are afraid of it. But if you want to go there and just drive it, the track is so wide. You can be 5 foot to 10 foot off every wall, and you're going to be mid track.
Yeah.
It is so
Frankie.
wide.
I'm scared of that track.
Nah, you'll be good.
It's fine.
You'll be good.
I think we would be fine.
It is such a fun track, and the more aggressive you get, like the better the track gets for you.
Yeah.
If you drive that track like a bitch, it's not fun at all. Like you need to just be hammered down the whole entire time. Yeah. But I do like that track a lot. I love the road course. Don't get me wrong, but the figure 8 track for like aggressive tandem driving for me like really does it.
The car track is fun too for
Car track's
slow
fun.
tandem.
Car track's
driving.
badass. Yeah.
It's fun. You could just stack up.
You know,
Yeah.
for me, it's like, I mean, I'll drive it, but like, I'm not driving it more than once.
The car track?
No, the figure 8.
Oh, the figure 8.
Because like,
That's cap. You haven't had a car in 20 years. You're gonna fucking want to drive it all
I
the
wouldn't,
time.
I wouldn't, because I'd be like, I know what's gonna happen.
You don't want to write it off.
Exactly.
Right
Like, I
away.
know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna try to get closer and closer, and then I'm gonna fuck up, and then the car's fucked.
Trust
And
your
it's not
skill.
worth it at
Little
all.
Yeah.
instinct.
I would not trust my skill ever. First of all, ever. So
You got no confidence in yourself?
to not crash on that track, if I was to just drive it over and over, no,
Really?
I will crash that car on that.
So you
track.
have confidence in that?
I will, yeah, because
I
I,
said the
know
same thing,
I
and I
know
have.
I'm gonna keep pushing it.
Yeah. Oh, that's.
I'm
the
sure
thing.
I'll get some really sick laps.
Well, you find the point of where you're like,
yeah,
this is it. Like,
but you know, it takes
Whoa.
one little thing.
oh, one mistake.
and then it's
Done.
there's no
Write off.
It's not forgivable.
No, it's right off.
Yeah.
You write the car off. You're done.
So to me, not worth it.
Well,
But for comp driving, it's pretty wild.
that's what I was
So
about
people
to say.
think that track is boring and easy. From a driver's standpoint, to drive that track
Maybe
as
if
you
you're
need
rich.
to and follow a car the way you need to in that track, the commitment level is
Yeah.
almost more than most other FD
Yeah, I've
tracks.
seen it all the time where someone will be following, and then the guy just fucked up, like the lead guy
Yeah.
fucked up or something, and he set the guy up behind him for fucking
failure.
disaster.
Absolute failure.
Yeah.
I almost did that in the last Gambler I did there. I was following a Canadian going into turn 2, and he like kind of did like a weird thing, and I kind of got in behind him a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm in his smoke, and I'm like, the wall is there. It's somewhere there.
And it's
I
not
would try
moving.
not
Yeah.
to think about.
Like,
I would just
luckily-
try to.
Luckily for me, like the back of my car has a big crush zone because I was in it. No, for sure.
So what kind of crush zone are we talking about? Like, I remember. Do you remember when? I want to say it was. Fuck, I can't think of his name right now, but I remember someone put like a fucking dampener system on his fucking.
Chelsea
dashboard.
DeNova did it.
It was
Chelsea
him?
DeNova put BC coilovers on it on his E36.
That shit
back in
was
the day for
crazy.
FD. And he's
That's
pinging off
cool
the
as
walls, and he
hell.
broke it, and a spring went flying across the
Yo.
track.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And then they were like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
no
maybe
more, no
don't
more
do
of
that. Don't do
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Good-
I mean that's
good
how the rules
idea,
are made, though. You know.
but- Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
But-
that what pushed you over into the competition aspect of driving now? Because you are a pro-spec driver.
Technically, I'm a licensed pro-spec driver. I
Okay.
did not drive last year. I took a year off, and I'm
You're
on
fired.
the entry list to go back in again for this year. But I actually never wanted to drive comp. And, like I did the demos of Perez. I'm like, this is sick. Why would I drive comp? I don't need to do this ever. So actually, 1 week after Perez ran me over at Pro Brodown, Rich Whiteman blew his motor up, and he had a spot at US Drift the weekend after. So he called me, and he's like, do you want to drive it? Like, I think you'll do good. I'm like, dude, no way. Like, I don't have any safety gear that's, like, in date. My car will not pass tech. Like, this is not. He's like, don't worry about it. We'll, like, whatever. He's like, I have everything you need. I have a suit. I got a helmet. I have your gloves, like shoes, socks. He's like, I have it all for you. I'm like, Rich, you're 7 feet tall.
I was about to. I wasn't
And
gonna
you're
say
literally
it.
you're a pencil.
I also wasn't gonna say it.
I'm like, that suit is not. He's like, just try. He's like, it's a big suit. I was like, all right. So I literally like fixed the car, kind of, because it just got ran over. Thing looked
Okay.
like hell. I
And then you just zip
trailer.
that thing up.
Oh yeah, I trailer from my house to Rich Whiteman's house to get all the safety gear on the way to Virginia, Summit Point for the US
So it
Drift.
worked. You put it.
Oh no,
Oh, you haven't tried.
For,
it.
Rich never tried the suit on either. He just bought it. There is not a chance in hell this would have fit him because from like nutsack area to shoulders, I could not put it on, and he's taller than me. So like, there was no way it was gonna fit. So I would like sit in the car and like kind of have the thing like up, and I just wore a black T-shirt, and I'd like stick my arms in like the sleeves and like drive the car.
Oh my
but like it did
God.
not. It was not good.
You must have been fucking freaking out for that event.
It just like I never expected to be there.
Yeah.
So I go there, I qualify like 12th or something like that, and then I won the whole event.
Holy shit!
Yeah, never drove that track before. So actually, I drove there once, regular track, but we drove it reverse there. Never planned on doing good. I was like, oh, Rich gave me the spot. I have tires. Like, it'll be fun, whatever. Went there, won the event.
Which part of Summit was it? Do you remember?
It was bridge course reverse.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that big sweeper was turn 1. They gave us like an 1/8 mile run up to this thing. And like in practice, there's Z's going off track. Kid broke his leg. Like just drove straight off because that's not the way the track was supposed to be driven.
Was
like
it
designed.
US Drift?
Yeah.
Was Justin there?
Maybe
What year was it?
2017.
That's a trophy right there.
I
no?
think it was. I mean, it could be. No, but he.
That's 2016. I think it says on there. Yeah, it says 2016.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's the year after.
Because I remember that track layout.
track was sick.
Yeah.
It was a badass.
I want to
layout.
drive that track so badly.
That
I
track
was
was sick.
trying to drive it for DOD,
Yeah.
but the car and the money.
So
Yeah.
so you win this event.
Won the event. And I was like, oh, and it's a series. So I'm like, oh, now I have to go to the next one.
oh shit.
Show up to the next one. It wasn't a full field. So they had a top 16 instead of a top 32. Qualified 17th.
Okay, is that bad?
That's
I
out of the
didn't
bracket.
qualify.
Oh shit.
I was sitting there and like,
Oh, I thought that was a joke. I was like,
no,
oh,
yeah.
well.
Yeah, didn't qualify for the second round. Won first round, didn't even qualify for the second round. I was like, I'm done. I'm not doing this shit anymore. This is
That would be
stupid.
what I did.
Because I
too.
was like, there's cars that made it that shouldn't have made. Like they weren't even really drifting the bank. It was Shenandoah.
Oh,
they-
okay. I've been there too for US Drift.
Yeah, so they weren't really like.
Shenandoah had US Drift there?
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
yeah.
terrible.
The Shenandoah
Yeah.
Speedway now.
Yeah, it was like kind of banked. Not
You
really,
know,
though.
I've been there, but for a private day, and it was probably the most fun I've had this
Yeah.
entire
The
year.
track is a blast. I
It's
do like
beautiful.
that track.
In the,
yeah.
when it's sunny out,
Yeah.
there's fucking just mountains everywhere.
I heard some bad things about the owners recently.
Yeah,
so,
that's
like,
why we didn't go anymore.
Right.
Um,
But yeah, back then that track was sick and like qualified 17th and like should have qualified. Didn't have the best run, but in
Okay.
comparison to other drivers that made it, I should have made it. And I was like, F this, I'm done. I don't care. I'm not doing this shit anymore. This is freaking stupid, whatever. But I had the competition itch then. Like I won. I got in the podium. I was like, oh, I have to do this again. So the next year, me and Steve Misko, he's my roommate, we went out and did East 10 Drift, and we showed up down there, and I had my white car, which is, you know, never looked the part that it ever should have, but it made a bunch of horsepower, so I was like, sick, I'm bringing it down there. Steve's car was a built LS S14, also didn't look the part that it should have. We show up to East 10 Drift, and guys are looking at us like, we're like, we shouldn't be there. They have dog boxes. They have quick changes. They got liveries.
Hell
They're
yeah,
like
Rich.
super nice and all
Nah,
this
you're
different
there to
stuff.
fight.
And
You're
me
there.
and Steve are like, we're playing beer pong at night. We're not working on our cars. People are like checking tire pressures the night before.
That's how I felt when I went to Shenandoah
Yeah.
for that US Drift event. I was like, I mean, you remember Justin's car.
Yeah.
And that when he went to Shenandoah, it was an SR.
Right.
So it literally was an SR. The shit was low.
Yeah.
And we were just like,
Huh.
looking at everyone else, and it was like full race teams.
Yeah.
And then no one there. No one in the stands.
Yeah.
I'm like, why is everyone spending all this money again?
Yeah.
That
Nothing.
was my vibe when I
Right.
went. And that was
I mean, that's what a
16
lot of US
probably.
drifts were. But like you
Yeah.
were doing that to try to make it to
FD,
that
I
was,
guess.
that was the whole thing.
But it's like,
yeah.
don't you think someone should be there, like watching?
Yeah,
Like, I
mean,
don't know.
It's pro-am stuff, man. Like the people that are there are the people that are there with
Just
a
doing it.
driver.
That's so
Yeah.
crazy to me.
I feel like now it's probably a little bit more exposure too. Hopefully.
Yeah, a little bit. But now there's so many events that like people can't fill a grid. You can't fill a whole competition field.
Really?
Not yeah, like so it used to be like US Drift, Midwest Drift Union, East 10 Drift came after. There was a couple West Coast series, and that was really it.
I've never heard of any of these.
yeah, what's
Right.
East? What's the East?
East 10.
Yeah, what is that?
It was a drift series that started in like the Nashville, Tennessee area.
Okay.
And they would do like Bristol Speedway, Nashville Super Speedway, a couple other tracks, stuff like that. It was
That's
like
the one
four
you
events.
went to?
That's the one that me and Steve went down to. And it's funny, like I remember there's a guy down there, I'm not gonna say his name, but he was literally like talking shit to us in the garage. Like, dude, these cars shouldn't even be here. Do these things pass tech? Da da da. And me and Steve were like, oh, they definitely don't pass tech. But like we're here anyway, and like we paid, so we're gonna drive. And we went down there and they're talking all this smack. And like there was a couple of us partying at night. And it was me, Steve Misko, and Austin Matta. That was the podium. First, second, third. Steve Misko, Austin Matta, me.
Fuck.
Fire! Smoked everyone down there.
Eat
Steve
your
won the whole
heart out.
championship that series.
That's great.
Yeah, so the next round I went to, I think Steve got on the podium again. I got fourth, and I broke 5 axles in one day.
That
Yeah.
that
sucked.
sounds like
you had
some-
5 axles.
Oh,
That's the
no.
most
So
surprising.
I had 2, and then other people like
Okay.
give me but so the people that were helping me work on the car was my friend Eric Hutler and Matt Moore, and they don't know, they're great wrenches, but they don't know 240s. They didn't know there was 2 different size axles. So they were putting the short one on the long side, and I'd literally get a half a lap axle.
That's crazy.
Go do a
Okay.
lap, another lap, axle. And I'm
What
like,
did you
dude,
when you
what
put that
the
in? When you
hell?
put that in though, that shit is.
No, you could mix it up.
You can mix it up. It
People
will
have
work.
done that.
Yeah, oh yeah, it happened. I've done it.
Yeah.
5 times. It
I've
sounds
done
like.
it a lot of times. And so I got 4th in that event, and then we're like, me and Steve were like, dude, we have like a serious running to go win this championship, like both of us. Then there was the U.S. Drift Shootout at Dominion. I went there, got 2nd place, got my license for FD, pulled
That's
out of East
sick.
10 Drift, which helped Steve because now I'm not robbing points from him. He went and won the whole championship, and now we're 2 roommates. We both just won FD licenses. We built brand new cars and went to FD.
What year was this? 17?
That was
Damn.
17. Or no, that was 18. So the 19 we went into FD.
Tap
Wow,
in.
man.
Yeah.
You must have been like, what the fuck is going on?
It was just such a fast transition, and like
Yeah.
the amount of money spent to do this over like
Yeah.
a couple years was like
I was about to
insane.
ask what the time frame was looking like here because you mentioned a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it was quick.
Sounds like it was a year.
Yeah,
It
but this is back when
sounds-
tires were cheap. That was the thing.
Why'd you get mad, Carl?
Because there's a meme right now. There's a meme right now of that guy crying where it's this guy. I don't even know what TV show it's from, but this guy's just like,
Oh, yeah. I love that.
and it's a screenshot
Yeah.
of Kenda Tire.
Yeah.
235 40 18
He's like,
$80 free shipping on like Simple Tire. And
Yeah.
it's just been cracking me up lately because I'm like, $80 a tire would be so sick.
We used to run on Federal 595s back before they would delam every lap and a half.
Yeah, why
Yeah.
did
We were getting them for $44 a tire,
Oh hell yeah.
and we were like,
Dude.
we're the fucking shit doing this. Like we are the best. We have a good tire under us. We're great." Valino came out.
Uh-oh.
Valino was like, "Let me drop this bomb real quick on you guys." Boom, that tire and shit. And like the Federals were never good, but we
Yeah.
made them work because that's what we had.
Yeah.
That's all we had. So when I won or I got 2nd place at the shootout to get my license, it was double elimination bracket, which was the craziest shit to follow in the whole freaking world. And it was so much driving. And like you'd go down to a loser's bracket, you could win back into the winner's bracket and the whole entire thing. And if you lost twice, you were officially out. So you lost, you were still in. And like you couldn't really follow the bracket very well. But like you would win, and then if you lost, like you'd have to drive again like instantly.
Who's teaching you like
It was so Brian Eggert from US Drift
Oh,
came
okay.
up with this, and like the judges would keep track of actually what's going. There was a bracket. If you could sit there and follow the bracket, you were good. But if you had to go drive and come back and look at the bracket, you're like, I got no idea what's going on here. So you just wait for your name to get called and you go back out.
that's what I would do.
Yeah, that was all you did.
Fuck.
And I went out to the final battle against Brian Wadman. This is when Wadman won, and I got 2nd. I had a Valino on one side and a chunked 595 on the other because I had no tires left. I showed up thinking it was a regular competition, brought tires for that, didn't know it was double elimination. Ran out of tires in like the top 8.
Oh, my God.
And now you're traveling around the country now supporting yourself doing this.
Yeah.
And this is after you have your license for FD?
No, that was to
is
win I was winning my license that event. Yeah.
So now are we up to speed? Like are we at the point now where you're like, oh yeah, I'm coming back in now?
Like current day?
Yeah.
So, I did FD for 3 years. Did pro-spec.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause that
For
was
3 years.
that was 18. So then
Dude,
you
No,
guys
so
had it for
19, 20,
19.
21, and like or it was 20, 21, 22.
Yeah.
And then I took a year off, took 23 off. I crewed for a team just to like keep myself in it, spotted, and like saw so many things. I'm like, oh, I'm changing my driving style for next year completely. Like watching all my competitors drive all year long, I'm like, oh, I'm changing a lot.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Yeah. Like it did help a lot. But yeah, it was like the time period of what happened. Like we built the cars. My first year was COVID in FD, which was a crazy thing in general.
Just trying to calculate
Yeah.
that. I'm like, did you just start during COVID?
Started
because
in COVID, yeah.
again, you're overnight race car driver.
Yeah.
Literally.
Like
Yeah.
it sounds like it happened so quickly, and
It
now
did, yeah.
you are literally out there doing professional driving.
Yeah, which is pretty sick.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah,
That's
and
a-
like me and Steve built these cars at the same time too, which is
Yeah.
like funny. So we built like our plan was we were gonna have 2 of the exact same cars, same motors, everything. Like so we had like one set of spares because we could use them for whatever. That obviously did not work. He went V8, I went 2J, but the chassis, suspension, all that stuff was the exact same. We traveled around with Mike Power for the first year. He trailered our cars everywhere, which made our lives like completely easy. Just
That's
like
sick. So you
flying
guys
into
just
the rounds
chip in
and
for like a spot or something?
Yeah, I mean, we all like split gas and we split like some other like random expenses for the trailer and stuff like that, which made life like beyond. Without that, we there's no shot. There was no shot.
That sounds like
doing
it worked out
Yeah,
type
it
of
just
situation.
worked out. Like
Yeah.
Mike needed help doing it, money and stuff like that, and like him not paying that fuel bill to go around the country himself made it affordable to him, while us not paying it made it affordable to us.
Win-win.
Yeah, it just worked out.
You know what they call that, Frankie?
A win-win.
Collaboration.
Okay, all right.
It was sick. It was a major learning experience year one. It was crazy.
I would be freaking out.
Oh yeah.
What was that like?
So I showed up to round 1 in St. Louis. And my car wasn't done. I had no power steering when I got there. We put it on the pits. Didn't
Panic.
work. Didn't
Mega
work
panic.
at all in the event. Just did not work. And we didn't put the livery on it. We put the sponsor logos on it there. They were just stickers because the car was not done in time. And like, it was insane. I think there was no qualifying that year. They just had 32 drivers because the COVID year was like the less time they could do stuff, the better. I went out there. I won my top 32 battle, got knocked out in top 16. Round 2, so it went to St. Louis,
And
Texas.
Mike's doing what right now? Pro or
Mike's in Pro 1.
Okay.
Yeah. But this is back when we were all together in the same thing.
Yeah.
So then round 2 was Texas Motor Speedway, another track never ever been to.
Sorry to cut you off again. Back then, he was in Pro 2 as well.
Yeah,
Pro,
with
okay.
me, yeah.
All right, so you guys are all competing against each
All
other.
competing against each other.
Okay.
So then we go to Texas Motor Speedway and do really well. I'm feeling good. Everyone's like, dude, like you're killing it. Like you look like you have some of the fastest times. You're in your zones. Everything's going great. I'm like, all right, sick. Go out there against my boy Derek Madison in top 32. Do a good lead run. Go into the chase. Power steering seal blows out of the top of my rack. In the chase, I went probably 150 foot off track.
Oh my God.
If there was a wall there, it was at the fastest part of the track. The car would have been a complete write-off.
This is where? Texas?
Texas Motor Speedway.
So what? Right at the entry or something?
No, so it was like the entry there was actually super quick. It was a quick S turn, long extension to a big sweeper. So it was as I transitioned to the big sweeper, power steering just game over instantly. Go way off track, got knocked out top 32. I'm like, damn, this sucks. Like, maybe like, maybe this isn't like really kind of what I want to do. Like, I'm spending all this money. I got like no points on the board. The car is not working the way we want it to. Car comes back, we fix it again, fix more stuff on it, whatever. Go to Seattle, Washington. That track is massive. The live stream does not do justice for how big that bank turn is. It is huge. So we practice in the dry, and me and Blake Olson were the first two to get up and run the wall. So we're like, cool, we got some confidence under our belt. Like, we're good to go, doing good, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Competition day comes, pouring rain.
Nah, I was about to guess.
Pouring rain. And this is when I learned something completely new that I never thought of. Defrosters.
Oh, because it was foggy?
I could not see anything. I won my top 32 battle
my
against
God.
Mike Power, actually, in like the light rain. Went up against Austin Matta in the top 16, and it was raining so hard, my windshield completely fogged up. There's a picture somewhere online of like the front of my car, and you can't see me in the car.
You guys probably have no heater cores.
No,
in
we have
there?
nothing in there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, like
That's
so
the
I'm sitting on
reason why I
line.
always keep my heater core.
So I'm sitting on the line, like I do my
frosters.
I do my warm ups, like warm the tires up. I'm sitting on the line. It's pouring rain. I'm looking at Austin. He's looking at me. We both can't see anything, and we're going into this turn one at like 75 miles an hour on this massive bank. I went first, second, third, wiped my windshield, grabbed fourth, and just entered. And I'm just looking out the window trying to like see where I am.
That's badass.
It
What
was
the hell?
Not smart at all. Like, it was so
Cool,
stupid.
though.
But I was in the zone. Like, I'm like, we're doing this. Like, we have to do this.
Again, it's good you're here,
He
Ricky.
just barely beat me. He just like I went 3 tires off. I think he went like 2.5 tires off, and they gave him the win. And I was like, damn.
What's the... There's got to be a fix for that. We got to make...
So-
maybe we make something.
What, for the-
little
Oh, there
little
already is.
heater?
E30 convertible defrosters is an electric heater motor with an electric
it!
fan on it, and you can just put it on-off switch, blows on your windshield, done. You're good.
That
So
was
then-
literally something that I
So
was
now
thinking
I'm
of.
3 rounds into pro-spec, my rookie year, and I went into that shit confident. I was like, this car is going to be an animal. I'm going to kill it. I'm like confident as hell. And now it's like 3 rounds in. I did 2 top 16s and a top 32, and I'm like, I suck. I'm like, damn, this is terrible.
Now the question's coming back. Is this
is
really
terrible.
it?
Yeah.
Is this
Now,
for me?
now, are you bringing people with you and paying them, or is this like kind of just like?
So back then, like my first year was like a lot of just friends helping kind of thing. Like I didn't really like Chris Knapp was my spotter, didn't pay him.
okay.
Gary Lewis was like my main tech. He's one of my best friends. Grew up with him. Helped me work on the car. That's where I built
just
my
met
car.
him the
his
other day.
shop.
He's an awesome
really?
guy.
Oh, he's the man.
Nicest guy ever.
Just like basically paid for his food, hotels, and flights. Like he didn't have to pay for anything, but he didn't get paid.
Yeah.
And then there was my friend Gio, who would just help wrench in a car, who I've known forever as well. Same thing. He didn't have to pay for anything, but did not get paid. So we show up to Irwindale. Car is now, it's got a full season of abuse on it. Thing's starting to fall apart. We don't know how to maintain this thing. Like, I've never, before that, never had a Winners, never had a dog box, never had a built 2J like that. Like, never
And you
had,
guys built the whole car?
yeah, we built the car.
Okay.
FDF Fab did a lot of the chassis work up in Canada. But other than that, we did the whole entire car ourselves.
Okay.
Frankie's favorite brand.
FDF.
It's great.
He does not like the adjustments.
I don't like anything.
Why?
Every time we get a car here that has FDF, it just ruins the whole day. I don't know why. I mean, last time I can explain it, they packaged something wrong. So we literally had the whole car apart, and it wasn't the right shit. And I was like, all right, awesome. Put it all back together, charge the customer, because I didn't order any of the shit, and tell him, let me know when he finds the right stuff.
Yeah.
It's just
So
like,
I love it. It's been great on my cars I've had. I got the rear grip kit and the front Mandis kit, and it's been perfect on my car for 4
The
years.
names piss me off too, but yeah, I'm glad it works out for everyone. I mean, you and Chris Knapp love it, so
Yeah, Steve.
it's got to work.
It does work.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie. When I first put it on the car, well, I went from having cut knuckles, stock rear stuff,
See, that's
to
what I
that
like.
crazy
to this crazy
setup.
car. I went
Yeah.
from having a 1J powered 500 horsepower, very stock chassis car, to this car that was an absolute animal.
Like
Yeah.
grip.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a
crazy.
quick change diff.
Yeah, and like
that.
learning to drive that in the series was not. I should have taken a year off, learn the car. Should have taken, like, that's 100% what I should have done. Now, by the end of the first year, I did learn the car. We learned a lot of stuff about the car very fast. Went to Irwindale, got on the podium, got third place, and I was like, oh,
That's good.
I can do this. Cool.
What's the
Like,
specs
whatever.
on the car? It's a 2JZ
Yeah.
S14.
Yep. GT.
All that, it's got like how the back is like hollowed out. It's
Oh,
got
yeah.
rear
Oh, yeah.
rad and
Rear rad. The back is basically completely hollow. Like, you can take my rear fender and like push it all the way to my fuel cell, basically. Like, it'll stop on the dash bar when it gets there. It's got to have like a foot of crumple zone in the rear.
is that like a specification that they ask?
No, it's just one of the things where like
Trial
a
and
lot of
error,
the cars
you
are
know.
like, well, you want the car to be as light as possible.
Yeah.
So you know, within rules, of course. So you cut all the metal out that you absolutely can, and also like it gives you that 1 foot of like, oh, I'm 2 mile an hour too fast going to this wall right now, kind of thing. Yeah,
Like
So
an extra bit of
yeah.
wiggle room.
So that year, my car made like 750 horsepower, and the thing was an animal. And then like as like we put a better turbo on it, and I'm working with a better engine builder. Rad Dan builds my engines, and like we're doing a bunch of stuff. The car this year made 900.
Sounds
It's a
fast.
spaceship.
Thing is, I only used that tune once because like it just didn't matter. It just blew the tires off the car. Otherwise, because I didn't have like the greatest of tire on the car this year.
You literally went from like a normal kind of,
Yeah,
I feel like a normal person's build. Not
Right.
that, you know, we're all extraordinary, but like a normal build
right.
to literally a race car.
Yeah.
There was no in between
Oh,
there.
yeah.
You didn't crank the 1J up.
Well, the 1J
1J
made good
Master
power. I
Race
mean, the
though?
1J made at like its highest point was like 600 plus horsepower.
Oh,
Hell
that's
yeah.
pretty fast.
Like it was
Fast
pretty
as
quick, but
fuck.
like the chassis could not put that power down. That
Yeah.
chassis was like a floppy loose bag of nuts and bolts by the end of its life.
so
like,
what tire size were you running on the Pro?
so we have to run a 255, 35,
You
18.
all have to,
we all run the same tire.
no matter what weight or anything.
Well, all of us, so the cars have to be 2,900 pounds with us in it, and we all run the same tire, and we all now run the same ECU.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
You want every car to be the same weight,
Minimum weight.
minimum weight.
Right.
Wait,
Okay.
30? 255?
Yeah.
35?
Yeah.
And Josh is running a 265 with an SR20?
That guy's on drugs.
Yeah, but like we make the tire work. Like the cars are fast. Like we're only maybe a second and a half to 2 seconds slower than the Pro 1 cars.
Okay.
Like the cars are very fast now. Like now that we got used to them, and like everyone can we can start dialing because like everyone we all learn together. Now like pro-spec's getting it's nutty. It's not like a go there and like anybody can win on any day kind of thing.
Like the
They're-
competition is
Yeah,
tough.
the competition's tough. The drivers are good. All
That's
the drivers that
exciting.
are in it have been in it for quite a bit of time now. Whether they're just getting in, they have had a good pro-am under their belt, whether they're coming in with the same car, where I came in with a completely new car. And that shit was just like, hey, you think you're good? Pff, doubt it. Like, it was
Where
crazy.
did the S14 come from?
I bought it.
You just got
Yeah,
it.
I was like, oh, I'm going to FDM building a new car. Like, this white car is done. Like, there was zero things about that car that passed proper tech.
You can you can tell me to fuck off whenever you want. So you're going to build this car.
Right.
How do you plan on paying for this? Were you going to get sponsors to do this?
You
Yeah.
can tell him to fuck off. I
No.
was like, what did you just?
Yeah.
tell
Because
him?
this is crazy.
Oh yeah. So we did get some sponsors that helped out. And if you go to a company and you're like, "Hey, I'm going to compete in FD. Can I have,
First of all,
I need help."
you only have 1 or 2 years of
Pro-Am.
Pro-Am.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's
with,
it.
with no sponsors, by
Yeah.
the way, of Pro-Am.
Yeah.
And so you go to them for help, and a lot of companies are willing to give you parts for a big logo on the car.
Yeah.
And that's like, at first you're like, yeah, because I need the part, give me it. But then as soon as you get in your second year, you have the part, and you're like, I'm poor. Like, I need some money. And they're just like, yeah, we don't care.
Yep.
I'm like,
Now you have to keep running the logo.
no,
Well,
take it off. It's
yeah.
1 year contract.
Okay.
You keep the
1
part,
year.
but the logo comes off.
Okay.
So a couple, like I know a lot of Pro 1 guys, like, obviously like Chris Forsberg, Dylan Hughes, like Ryan Turek, like English Town Boys kind of
Yeah.
thing. So I like reached out to a lot of them for help a lot. I became really good friends with Rad Dan through all this because he's like the 2J guy.
That
in
guy
FD.
sounds like he would be a fun time to
Oh,
meet, man.
he's awesome. He's
Hell
the coolest dude ever. Him and his wife Renee are just amazing people.
He built like a cool. I watch his videos too, as well as look at some of his products. Frankie, maybe we should sell some of those.
You guys should.
I don't even
They
know.
will sell.
GE intake plenum adapter, shifters,
Okay.
hydros.
Yeah, billet parts, like
Jay-Z
billet
stuff.
neck,
What is the
power
name of the
steering.
company?
Rad Industries.
Okay.
For-
yeah, I heard that.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they don't sell it here because it's Jay Z stuff.
Yeah, I get it.
Jay-Z's are cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, they've been putting more stuff, more Jay Z stuff on the
Yeah?
Faction website. Go check it out. They got a lot of
Yeah.
JZX parts.
Ooh.
Yeah, we've been putting a lot of JDM fanboy shit on there, but
Oh, yeah.
but, like D-Max stuff and
Right.
all that.
Talking
but-
about your own inventory.
I mean,
the
that's
fuck
the
is
shit
wrong
I
with
like.
you?
So
Little plug here, little plug there.
little shameless plug there. Go check
Yeah.
out the website. So that Frankie could take us somewhere on a trip. I don't know. But speaking of trip, I'm just amazed again. Yeah, because that's a lot of traveling.
Yeah.
yeah, so let's go back to the car.
Oh.
So you got a couple sponsors.
We got a couple sponsors that
So
helped
you
out.
so you got a control arm,
yeah.
and then you're like,
Well,
all right, I
so
still
actually-
need a diff.
So at US Drift, the one that I got second place in and got my license, Josiah was there. And the owner of FDF, Josiah Felice.
Okay.
So he was there competing. And I didn't directly beat him, but I beat him overall in the competition.
So
So I kind of like walked
he
up
was
to
like,
him.
oh, you're sponsored.
No, well, I walked up to him because some of his crew members watched the Scotty channel, which Dad was heavily a part of at the time.
Yeah.
And we got chatting or whatever, and we came up with. He gave me an extremely good price to tube front and rear of the car, roll cage the car, and a front angle kit with spares, full spares, and a rear grip kit with full spares. He gave me an insane price that I was like, holy shit, yeah. And then I looked into it further, and it was a Canadian price, so it was actually with 30%
Oh,
off
yeah.
still. And I was like,
Stonks,
hell
stonks,
yeah,
stonks.
let's go. Oh, I was pumped. Like, he
Yeah.
hooked it up to the moon.
So what? You sent your car over there?
Yeah,
or-
me and Steve we trailered the cars there, and we were, not making that great of money at the time. So we were like, we're going to put both of these shells into one trailer. So we literally put Steve's car in and drive their shells. Yeah, so,
No. You did not.
oh yeah. So we put Steve's car in,
Yeah.
and then we jacked it up. I think it was like almost 30 inches.
That's what. No, this is
We
going.
cut the front end off of my S14, shoved the front frame rails under it, lowered his car down on the wood blocks, ratchet strapped them together, and then did the front and rear and took them to Canada like that.
That's how
And
you
they
get it
stopped
done.
us at the border and they're like, "What's in there?" We're like, 2 cars. And they're like, "What? That's not a big trailer." We're like, "Yeah, there's 2 cars in there." They went, opened the doors, and
So
they were
it's-
like,
I'm surprised
It's
they even
like
let
this?
You get the,
Yeah.
They don't
Like
bother
this.
"Yeah,
you?
over top of each
Like-
other." Oh yeah.
that.
They don't bother you for shit like that.
No, I didn't really care. They were like, "Dude, these things are pieces of junk. Like, we don't, whatever."
What do you think?
They
Do you think they're gonna
they
look
got
at
VIN
Ricky and be
numbers,
like,
though.
"Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of drugs in there."
They
lot
did
of
stop
drugs.
us. They did look through the trailer. For
They
sure.
would have- they have
Yeah.
to.
And it was our first time ever crossing the border into Canada. So like that instantly raised like red flags, I guess. So we were there for like a
Yeah.
half hour or so, but they let us through.
Yeah.
And then we've gone to and from there a couple times now doing other stuff, and like it's like they're like, all right, you're good, go ahead.
Yeah.
All right, you're good, go ahead. Like it's almost a joke.
It's also, if I'm going through the border with knowing that I'm not doing anything wrong, I'm like,
It's cake work.
Yeah.
It's cake work. So
it'd
we
be
were
different if
we
I
were
knew I was
nervous
smuggling.
because like we've never
the
crossed the
yayo.
border before. So we got like the titles in place. We got like the registration for the trailer good.
Oh,
made
you're
sure
prepared.
the truck. We were prepared. They were just like, they asked us questions, and that was it. They didn't ask to look at a single piece of paper except for our passport.
Now, what about this? Is the real question? What about coming back?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
So coming back, So when you go there, you're dealing with the Canadian police.
Yes.
When you're coming back, you're dealing with the American police. They're like,
Yes.
American? Go ahead. Give you a little pat in the back, send you through, no big deal. They didn't even care.
They didn't question like where are
What?
these cars
Nothing.
from in the trailer.
Nope, nothing. Didn't question a single
Well, the
thing.
way back, the car was probably more complete, so I don't even know how you got it back.
Oh, we did 2 trailers on the way back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you only had one truck.
No, we did not do that. That would be cool though. But we took 2 trucks there. 2 trailers,
Okay.
brought them
Yeah,
back.
I'm like, no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
no, no, no.
That would be cool. That would be sick.
Now you
Was
got 'em
would I
thinking.
have been
But yeah.
surprised? No, because I was honestly waiting for you to be like, well, what you could do.
No.
so
We've
you-
done some sketchy things before.
So now you get your car, you got a tube
Right.
front, you got arms on there, and
Yep,
everything.
yeah.
Overnight
Suspension's
race
pretty
car.
much set up.
Yeah. So now we have to, buy the motor, buy a trans, buy an
my
adapt plate,
God.
buy a clutch, buy a diff, buy the axles.
You bought a whole new engine? I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
you were going to use your old one.
No, I used a whole new engine because I wanted my white car to stay
Oh.
together for a practice car. I didn't want to
You
stop
still
driving
have
that
it?
car. It's destroyed. It's sitting. I have a garage at my parents' house, like one that I put like a pole barn I put up, and the thing is just sitting. I have a new shell. I'm putting together another mess around car right now.
It's destroyed.
It's absolutely destroyed. Like the frame rails, they're like I'm not even joking. They're like this from that wreck. Like the last time I drove it was at the Gambler. I wrecked it, and that's been it. Yeah.
All right. Well,
But yeah, so bought a motor, did all that stuff. So basically, I actually got extremely lucky. So the COVID year, I'm a union welder. I built a White Claw plant in Hillside, New Jersey, and we did
A what plant?
White Claw,
The drink?
the drink,
God bless.
during COVID.
You contributed to
Oh
me.
yeah,
White Claw
Chicken
sponsored
house.
you.
no, well, kind of. Their money did. We did 7 days a week, 10 to 12 hour shifts for like 4.5, 5 months straight. Every single dollar from that job went into the car.
Okay.
Every
There's where it came
single
from.
dollar
Yeah.
went into the car. Then plus my credit cards and this, and like
Yeah.
everything I had went into that car.
But you made it happen.
Made it happen. Yeah,
And you had how many sponsors when you went into that season?
not many. If you go on my Instagram and look back, the car was
Bear.
pretty bare for sponsors. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, did not have a lot going on.
I'm just
Pretty sick, though.
well, no. Now I'm thinking like, what the fuck? What kind of fucking
Money?
sales tactic was that?
Oh,
Like,
this is when White Claw was like popping off,
yeah,
and they were like, "We don't care. This
and-
needs to get done."
And yeah, well, because COVID was going to happen, and probably somebody in that marketing department was like, "Yeah, people are going to get bored, and they're just going to
Well,
want to
this
drink."
was during COVID. This
was already
this
during
was during
COVID.
the shutdown. I remember driving to work, not a single car on the road. Driving
was
home
sick.
from work, not. It was amazing.
It was awesome, dude.
It was amazing.
The speed limits haven't changed. I feel like they're still up there.
I mean,
I-
there's just a lot more cars on the road, though.
I go 80 miles an hour on Route
Oh,
17 now,
yeah.
and no one cares.
yeah.
no
Nope,
one.
it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
So
when I took the Sequoia to 105,
that
I
sounds
took the
dangerous.
Sequoia to 105 because I was just feeling ballsy because I was like, Frankie fucking cruises at this speed. I could do this. First of all, I'd like to see a Chevy go over 100.
It won't because it got a speed limiter at like 96.
Yeah. Yep.
Not in
Mine-
the Sequoia, baby. Not in the
Oh,
Sequoia.
yeah.
Because and here's the shocking part is I was going 105 and I was passing like a car. Everyone else is going like
Everyone's
85,
cruising.
90.
Yeah, it's
85,
great.
90.
I love it.
Yeah.
It makes
Yeah.
it hard for me.
Yeah, I have like a 45-minute drive to work every day, and I literally give myself like 35 minutes.
Where do you work?
I'm at Merck and Rahway right now.
Rahway. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Union guy.
And then
Yeah.
where are you from?
Down in
South-
Jackson.
Yeah, okay.
Right by the track.
Like Six Flags area.
Yeah. My
Holy
parents.
shit.
So if there was not a road in between my parents' woods, it would back up to the safari.
Yeah.
There's one road that splits it. Yeah.
You ever?
Holy
you ever
crap,
Sneak
wait.
in there.
Wait.
No, but there is a dirt road that goes
I've
behind
heard
the
that
safari.
it's-
Reed Road.
I
Yeah.
literally
That's a
took
big
you
off.
there.
It's a big off-road
That's where we
spot.
went.
I took Frankie there.
We were that close.
How
to,
do
like-
you not remember any? Do you remember that?
Yeah, we were there, Frankie.
Did we see a giraffe?
No,
was-
it was off season.
It was off season.
Yeah, but they're
I-
still there. They don't take the animals.
I
like,
showed
it's
you-
off-season.
Oh, they
where
don't go on
we were.
vacation.
We could have got a
Yeah,
zebra.
the animals are vacation.
We're not gonna get a zebra. One, we wouldn't steal a zebra.
I would steal a zebra.
I would want a better animal.
Oh,
What's
yeah,
better
a
than a
rhino.
zebra?
I'm not
rhino's
what
just
a fucking lion. I'm not bringing that home.
Kangaroo, dude.
I feel like I could.
A zebra is
Ooh, yeah,
basically
yeah, yeah.
isn't a zebra basically a fucking horse?
You're
I
telling
mean,
me we would
essentially,
bust in.
It's similar to. It's like a horse with a mohawk.
Malcolm, can you find out if a zebra is considered?
I feel like a
horse?
zebra
It's not. I
is
don't think
more
it's considered a horse.
Well,
I
let
feel
me
like
know if
it's-
I can
I think it'd
ride
be
it,
more
please.
donkey.
donkey.
Yeah, I think it'd
it's
be more
of a
donkey.
donkey.
Yeah.
You're
Con-
bugging if you think you're gonna
Confirm
go
this.
in there and
let me
steal
know
a
if I can
horse.
ride it too.
Is
I'm
a
sure you
zebra
could.
a
They're pretty
horse?
big.
Let's see.
They're
Zebras
literally
are not
not
horses, but they are both in the Equidae family of animals.
That means jackass. The jackass family.
The donkeys.
I can't believe you don't even remember.
I don't remember the Six
Bro,
Flags part.
Okay.
You can't see from Reed Road. You can't see Six Flags.
Yeah.
But when you're driving down Reed Road, it is only 30 feet off in the distance. You could see it.
Yeah. The fence.
There's like a double
Did we
fence
look
line.
at the
Yeah.
fence?
Yes.
You can walk up
Bro,
to it if you really
Ricky.
wanted to. It's like you could get in trouble, but like they don't really care.
Let's go.
too much.
Ricky,
Let's go.
I brought Frankie here. I planned this whole day.
I mean, I remember the day.
I watched many off-road videos to find this road.
Oh, yeah.
Cross-referencing with Google Maps.
Yeah.
And this guy
You
doesn't
had
even
road-
remember.
the
You
road is a
acted
legal
like you
road.
just knew where it was. When we...
Because I had to look it up.
The Reed Road is a legal road. There is off-road trails off of Reed Road that are not legal that everybody uses, but people live on that road.
There's
wild.
a lot of roads like that in New Jersey.
Oh
I
yeah,
did not
yeah,
know
down
that.
the Pine Barrens
It's
and stuff
awesome.
like that. Yeah.
Malcolm, did
didn't-
someone just donate money for a zebra?
Yes, they said Fata Eli FK7 says, "Here's $20, money towards Frankie's new zebra."
We wouldn't steal a zebra.
Well, now we can buy one.
Did
Yeah.
you know? Did you know in Six Flags? Sorry, the phone is ringing. Sorry.
Dude, sell some parts, dude.
No.
Did you know? Did you know that in Six Flags before? And how old are you, Ricky?
I'm 32.
Okay, so you and Frankie are the same age.
Yeah, we're about the same age.
Yeah, we're old as hell.
The
You know. Yeah, people get older than us, trust me.
Oh, I know.
they do.
Yeah.
And I'm really scared because I'm gonna blink my eyes, and I am gonna be.
We haven't had any in here really though. Well, we've had a couple older
In-
guys.
Brian was
Any
older.
in
Brian
here?
Hop.
Brian Hop is older.
He's older.
than
I think
us.
he's 36.
Yeah, he feels like one of
Man,
us.
no
though.
Oh
way.
yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He's 100% one of us.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was so funny.
Oh, he's the man. He's one of my
I
good,
hope I-
He's one of my really good friends.
I hope
Oh,
I
yeah.
aged
Yeah.
that way. I hope we all age that way and turn
Like
into Brian
mentally,
Hop. Maybe
physically, that dude is hurting.
really.
Oh yeah, he got ran over by a tractor.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, he had
Yeah.
that crazy accident.
Oh yeah.
Mulch Daddy.
Yeah,
Mulch
mulch
daddy.
daddy.
Almost literally got mulched. Fuck.
Hey man,
Glad you're here, Brian.
he's got that mulch money though.
He
so-
also smile. I'll fuck it. He's got the greatest fucking smile. When you yo Brian, you know what I mean.
It's a smile. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, he
fucking-
smiles.
First, I was on the Six Flags thing mainly because my parents used to tell me this all the time because I would want to go to the safari, and they're like, "We can't go there. The monkeys jump on the car and
Oh yeah, they used to.
And they used to.
Yeah, I grew up in Jackson.
Let
I
'em-
lived
Yeah.
in Jackson from 1 year old till I think like maybe like 22, 23.
so they would
How
come
many
up to the car.
cars? How many cars got destroyed?
Oh,
How many
oh,
did you
dude,
see?
windshield wipers ripped off.
So it's real.
antennas. Oh yeah, they would go hard.
me,
they used
my
to be
mom would bring us
external.
there.
Yeah,
and they destroyed the car.
yeah. Oh yeah,
ripped the antennas off.
yeah.
Am I
Everything.
the only one that baby doesn't remember? Do you remember?
You're
this?
probably
Malcolm?
you probably
Me and
aren't old
Malcolm
enough
have-
by like
well, at
4
one
years.
point, so now
I've
you can't drive
experienced it.
through. You have to go into Six Flags and you do a safari tour on their vehicles.
Nah,
and the
what?
monkeys are caged up.
Wait, since when?
Wait, I
Oh,
thought
it's
you
probably
drive
been,
through.
It's got to be at
'Cause-
least 7 years like that.
No,
Yeah, I'm
I
telling you.
went like 4 years ago
No,
in my car.
In the Chev?
No
Yes.
way. I feel
No
like it's
way.
been a long time.
No,
It's
I
been a long
swear to
time.
God.
Look it up.
I
It's got to
swear
be
to
a
God.
fun fact online
But
somewhere.
maybe it was because of COVID that they let this happen.
No.
When I went, because I know when
Maybe.
I went, it was peak
Yeah.
COVID.
Right. Oh, then maybe, but it's been longer than that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, they let you drive through
Yeah,
when
it
I
was
went.
sick.
It was
I-
so
I
weird.
Dude,
drove
a
through.
rhino could just come
So-
up and hammer your car. if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Not the
Yeah.
rhino.
When we were driving, I remembered like halfway through. I was like, oh fuck, the monkeys.
Yeah, they're gonna tear this shit up.
I was like, oh my god.
Yep.
We
But then-
fucked
Dude,
up
Were they
so
caged?
bad.
They were caged at that point.
Yeah, and then you
Well,
go through it.
yeah.
and
Malcolm just looked up the
ages.
Yeah, you
stat.
just look
And
at
I'm
'em.
like, oh,
Yep.
okay.
Dude, it
I
was,
was
2012 that they stopped. It's
Frankie.
been a while, Frank.
Shut the hell up, Frankie.
I'm just telling you, I drove through there in our car
I feel like they
2 years ago.
I feel like they
During
may have
COVID.
opened up during COVID because the park itself was shut down.
Yeah.
And they were like, we need money. Like, let's
Yeah.
send people to the
Maybe
safari.
I do-
can see
Like,
that.
I do
think they
remember
did do that.
the trucks you're talking about though, the safari truck. I
Yeah,
never
they-
went on
yeah.
it, but I seen them.
Yeah, they're like big, like 4x4 lifted, like military vehicles.
I'm trying to think.
So I'm going through and I'm like, oh my god, the fucking monkeys! I forgot. And then we get there and they caged them. I was
caged
like,
up.
oh, okay, we're
Yeah.
good.
That's how I remember it.
That's how
Caged up
'cause that's-
monkeys, dude. Back in the day,
Scary as
It was
fuck.
aggressive.
I would be scared as shit.
Yeah.
Now,
And then they would jump on your car and they'd like split their ass and you just put their ass right in
Yeah.
your mouth, like on your windshield. And you're like, what
Yeah.
the fuck is this?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
so my dad, it was funny as hell. We used to go through. My dad would throw peanuts like on the
That's
thing. Not for the
psycho.
monkeys though. Like the giraffes would come up and like
Oh,
eat them and
okay.
like shit like that. The monkeys would come like that big. Don't touch the windows. Like
People would get out and start trying to fight them.
it was
I'm
it was
just
a weird. I couldn't believe that they let stuff like that happen.
It's amazing.
I'm
I
just
wonder how long it
remembering.
went on. How long
Probably for. I mean,
they had to have gotten sued into oblivion.
I can't.
You signed a waiver.
No, yeah. When you go in, you got to sign a waiver. Like if you buy that thing, the
Someone's
receipt
bringing
has-
them to court.
Yeah, I mean, that
over
doesn't
and
mean they're
over
gonna, doesn't
and
mean they're
over.
gonna win.
Here's a,
Yeah, they probably lost. but-
here's another crazy thing that why are we talking about Six Flags so much? But I ran a 5K through that safari
Oh my god!
With
Through
the animals?
lion's
with the
den?
animals. It was one of the fastest times I've ever ran. I pissed myself.
No way you did that. No way.
Swear to God.
Nah,
I ran.
the
I
lions,
ran,
the
that was
lions
a
aren't-
fever dream, dude.
I
lions
ran
aren't
a
out.
great time too, like sub 18-minute 5K.
I'm
like,
sure you did when they
this-
said passing the lion's cage.
This right here.
Here goes Carl. He's
We-
racing the cheetah.
We opened the doors.
I swear to God. And I remember it clear as day too.
Here
You're
comes
not
Carl around
running-
the outside bend.
You're not running fully in the safari. For most of it, you're in like the woods of the safari. There's a little trail in there.
Okay.
But then for for like the back straight, yeah, you're running through like the safari.
There's no. There is no way they're letting you do this.
Look it up. You looked up everything else. Look this up.
And then the last straight, I only have one more straight. It's only, and they say it's only a quarter mile. You run right through the lion cage. They have no protection.
I'm telling you, I ran the best 5K of my life. I remember it to this day. It was the hardest I've ever ran where I actually had to piss. I pissed myself when I crossed the line. It was
Oh,
crazy.
you actually pissed yourself.
Dude, it was like I had no control over anything. I ran everything out. But I have run a 5K in there. It exists. Look.
What's it
The,
called?
the Safari Invitational. So that was a final bout of 5Ks. What are you talking about?
Yeah, the final fucking
Dude,
battle.
no,
You
there's
gotta
a
fight a
5K
lion.
running.
Fighting Donkey Kong.
Yeah. Everyone's
Hold
Malcolm,
on.
read it.
The course is about 0.7 miles.
What?
5K.
What kind of five?
I ran a 5K in there, dude. I swear to God.
0.7 miles.
Carl, that was a dream.
Dude, it's right there.
That was
There's
a
all the
fucking-
schools
Did
that
you
ran
like
it.
run next to the ostriches? Like, did you race them?
No, but I have played with ostriches before.
Fuck that. I'd
Those
rather
things
play
are
with a lion.
aggressive.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck.
I just
Can
feel
we
like that
tangent?
thing's gonna peck your
We're
eye
gonna
out.
tangent.
Can we tangent? We've been on one for 30 minutes.
I've played with a lot of exotic animals, and this is how my aunt on my mom's side was a chef, like a professional chef.
She cooked ostriches.
No,
That
this isn't
sounds
going
good.
where you think. That although I heard ostrich meat is edible though.
I
Malcolm,
mean, I'm sure it's meat. You
It
know,
is.
Why not?
I mean, they eat ostrich eggs, don't they? Oh, that was
Yeah.
Fear Factor. Is that real?
No, that's gotta be real.
But
They
anyway,
cook
she
those
worked for
big-ass
this.
eggs.
She worked for this very, very, very wealthy guy. Michael Steinhardt is his name. He's an investor or something. I
Sounds
forgot his
rich.
story.
Yeah, sounds very rich.
But regardless, he had this crazy property. My aunt lived on the property, like with her husband. Like the guy like she cooks for him, and she can live on this property. They had crazy
the slave
animals.
quarters.
Not really.
No? Not the same?
I would
Okay.
not call that.
Okay, all right.
That's a bit aggressive.
I didn't know. I didn't know what year it was. Okay.
I thought it was an old colonial home. Sorry.
Yeah.
It was actually this crazy house. It was.
That's
he's
what
a-
it seemed
He's
like.
very into like nature, so the house isn't crazy extravagant. It was
People
like a big log
retrofit
cabin.
old
It
buildings.
was a log cabin, but like the money that he made would go into like the conservation of these animals. He would have like these endangered animals and then re-release them. It was a sanctuary. Fuck, that's the word. And like he
Sanctuary.
had ostriches and shit, and you could get really close to him, and like kind of,
Fuck
in
outta
my
here,
opinion,
dude.
unsafely close. Because I'm like, shouldn't somebody be here to
Are you
like
sure
monitor?
that you weren't running through like the path at this guy's house?
No. This guy's house. I will pull,
sleepwalking in the
I will
middle
pull up
of the
photos of this shit because like I've played with like huge tortoises. I accidentally.
What?
Dude, I rode a
What did
tortoise.
you kill?
No, I didn't kill anything. At least I don't think I did. The
What endangered animal did you murder?
No, so they had this greenhouse, and this is all alleged.
Uh,
But they had this greenhouse, and they had these little monkeys in there, really small. They were adorable.
Did you let the monkeys out?
I happened to leave a window open,
Why were
And-
you
Carl, why
touching
do we not
windows?
know
and then we're.
Yo, Malcolm, why do we not know this?
I don't know, but
Why were you touching windows in this
if my cousin ever taps into this, he will comment because he was there and we didn't know what to
You're
do.
the one that lost the monkey.
We were leaving the greenhouse and we turn around and the motherfucker, one of them, runs out.
Oh
And-
my god.
and we-
Did you chase him?
No, What? We're kids.
You let him run away?
We don't know where that monkey went, bro.
He went to
Bro.
freedom. That's where he went.
Yeah.
There's no other properties near there. That thing had to have died.
Snake probably killed him, honestly.
Yeah,
Freedom.
a bird, a hawk. Poor thing.
Monkeys are smart.
And it was a
You're
gotta be
about
a
to get
fancy
sued
monkey.
at the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I don't know
If
what.
any
to,
like those animal.
Imagine Carl just disrupted like the entire ecosystem.
That's
down
what I'm
there for a
scared
good
of.
10 years.
I had to have
that was
been,
the
I
last
had to have
one.
been like
Planet of the
12 or
Apes.
13,
Yeah.
12 or 13 years old, dude. So like, the fact that I remember this still, my conscience bears heavy because
Dude,
of
that
this.
was the last monkey in existence.
Of that
like,
kind?
Of that species.
He
Like,
killed a
weird,
whole
yeah.
species.
I don't know. I might have. I don't know.
That's insane.
But like,
You didn't even chase him.
Did you say anything to anybody? You just let him go?
I didn't say anything.
You just watched him leave.
Just
I coulda
watch
got
him run
grounded.
away?
I could have got grounded.
And your cousin didn't think maybe we should grab him?
We just.
You guys both just bounced?
To
That's it?
say, we just didn't
Not
know
my
what
monkey,
to
not my
say.
problem. I'm out of here.
I don't know. We didn't know what
Did you
to
go
say.
close the window?
Jesus.
We left.
Oh my God. You
and
only saw
we-
one monkey leave. You
They
probably let
all
them
got out,
No,
100%.
No. And I didn't hear about it after that. So
Your parents were just like, "What are you guys doing back there?"
Yeah.
they had
just
cool
monkeying
things.
around.
Like they had cool. He had like a lot of like little
What
areas built for like like not monkeys, but he had chimpanzees and like lemurs and like flamingos and shit.
Jesus.
I don't
That's
want
cool.
to be anywhere near a chimpanzee. Fuck
Those
that.
things are.
And they're not even like they're not really like caged. Those like chimpanzees.
Yeah, you
it's
were
like
basically at Michael
it's like a
Jackson's
natural
house.
environment for like a monkey to be
Yeah.
in, but like
You were basically
Yeah, you
at
went to Neverland Ranch.
Neverland. Neverland
Yeah.
Ranch. That's
Yeah,
where
you
you
stayed
were.
the night.
it was honestly it was honestly sick. It was honestly a sick place. I got the best photos of all my S13s there, dude.
Wait, what?
I would drive. It was a big ass compound, so it had its own road system in there.
So you're still going there?
No, dude, that was my aunt stopped working for him in like
When
2017
did
or
Michael
18.
Jackson?
2017 or 18.
Okay.
She stopped working for him, so that was right around when the 240 started disappearing.
So how many? What was your favorite animal?
That you
Uh,
accidentally killed.
No, there was like a cheetah in there,
Whoa! What?
but those are more caged up. It's a
I would hope
dangerous
so.
animal.
You can't just open the window and let him
dangerous
out.
animal. Dangerous animal. He had a
Who's
crazy.
letting these?
This guy has to be a billionaire.
Who's
He
letting
is.
these people have
He
these
was.
animals in their
Cheetahs.
backyard?
I got a
And
cheetah
they're
in my
not his to
backyard.
like keep. Like he
But they're on his
releases
property.
them.
What do they
back.
like rehabilitate them there and then they
Yeah,
send them back
it's
out?
like endangered things that are endangered. He
Yeah.
like
His
tries
wife
to
could
repop.
piss him off one night, and that's it.
He's got like a
cheetah.
crazy
Yeah.
aviary
That's like, what
too.
was that? The Tiger Show.
Exactly.
Honestly,
Tiger King or whatever.
Yeah.
honestly, with a guy with that crazy amount of wealth, he was like the nicest guy to talk to. That's all. That's as much as I know for sure. Like he
They
was
said
never.
Michael Jackson was nice too.
You would
Yeah,
think
I
that
did
he would
hear
have a
that.
crazy car. He just has a Jaguar, but he has like 10 flamingos. So like, who the fuck is
Bro.
really winning?
Jesus.
Oh, by the way, yes, you can eat ostrich meat. You would just prepare it as you would beef. So
Oh
That's it.
wow.
you could eat medium rare. You could eat it raw like tartare.
I know where to get one.
Tartar.
I know where to get one.
You want to steal ostrich?
He had like rams too, and like albino kangaroos. That one was crazy.
Albino
sounds
They were
scary.
so
kangaroo?
small.
What?
They were so small, and I was like, "What the fuck, dude?"
This is right. Where is this near?
It's in upstate New York. I'm not gonna like
Oh.
name where
You're
it
not
is in
gonna ping
case, in case somebody like says something. But like, no, that guy,
He's
I
got a
gotta say
cheetah.
that was definitely like one of them, a unique experience that I feel like not a lot of people got to have.
like
And
when
you got one less monkey.
when
Maybe multiple.
Yeah, multiple.
Fucked, absolutely fucked.
When people say like, "Oh,
I've been remembering that
You
for
can
so
see
long.
like the depression in your face when you were talking about it.
yeah.
Well, because I didn't know what to do. I was a kid. I was at a crazy moral dilemma. I'm
did you
still
learn
a
anything from that event?"
Did I
Just shut
learn
the
anything?
window.
Don't fuck around anywhere you're not supposed to. Fucking. Also, loose lips sink ships. I didn't get in trouble.
Ain't gonna see me ratting.
Yeah.
Wow.
So thinking about people with like lions and whatnot, I feel like if someone told me like, "Hey, dude, I got 17 AK-47s in my basement," I'd be like, "Oh, that's kind of cool." If someone said, "I have one cheetah in my backyard," I'd be like, "I don't fucking trust you.
Yeah,
and you should
get
be arrested."
away from me.
Yeah,
well,
literally.
I feel like
Does anyone else feel that way, or is it just me?
I feel like
I mean,
if it was like a
I
sketchy.
think it depends where it is.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the state. Florida, do whatever you want.
yeah, I guess.
No one cares. So I actually
Yeah.
have a friend that lives in there, Kennan. He's got a reptile sanctuary. It's called Camp Kennan, and we went there. I actually rode a tortoise there. The thing was
You
huge.
rode it?
Oh yeah, I sat on top of it, cruised around.
Yeah, pretty
I was like,
slow.
this is sick as
I
hell.
played. He has some
But,
tortoises as well.
Yeah, tortoises
They're
are sick.
so
But he
slow,
had
you can't-
he was
they can't get hurt.
rehabilitating an anaconda there. It was like a 12
Fuck
to
outta
15
here.
footer. Yo.
You go to
Dude.
check on the tank one day,
Yo,
not
listen
there.
to this.
Fuck.
So
Yeah,
listen,
fuck.
Carl.
What if it was an
Clear out.
anaconda? What if it was an anaconda?
It wasn't though.
But what if it was?
It wasn't.
Would you do anything different?
Probably.
You
probably
would
not.
have
You wouldn't have
felt
said anything.
Probably. A little monkey isn't gonna hurt anybody.
So you would have. Now, what if it was the cheetah cage?
Ooh.
He wouldn't. Mike, the
would've been in.
Steinhardt would
Say
not
it was.
have let.
Yeah.
Hypothetically, you let the cheetah out.
First of all, don't you
I'm
think?
running for my life.
First of all,
the first thing I could find to house me that the cheetah cannot break into.
Unless you're hitting
is-
68 miles an hour, you ain't getting away from that
Dude,
bitch.
For real.
Ricky might
Dude,
with a cheetah chasing
I'm
him?
hiding, dude. I'm hiding.
Okay, so hypothetically, the cheetah jumps out of the window. You guys are walking away. You see it.
You see it just look around real quick and pop in the woods.
I'm doing the.
Don't. Tell
I'm
me.
doing the. I don't know. I'm doing the right thing at that point. That sounds like danger, and I would
yes,
tell.
it's fucking danger. Let the cheetah out.
I would have to tell,
How many kids
I would
that
get
thing would
grounded,
grab
fuck.
before they caught it?
dude. He has like an aviary too. Like, do you know
What's
what an
that?
aviary
What?
is?
The
An
hell's that?
aviary is a bird sanctuary.
Fuck that. It reminds me of Jurassic Park.
All
Oh,
of these
yeah, dude.
awesome,
The big
crazy
cage.
cat, yeah.
Bro, all of these awesome, crazy birds just in this larger cage that you can go in.
How big
Does
is
it
this
have windows?
property?
The cage was huge, dude. It's got to be like the cage has got to be like 10 times the size of this shop. It was huge. It was just for birds though, and that way they can
Bird
habitate in there and bird around, and then like not worry about getting hit by like another bird. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like an eagle is gonna come and fuck a fucking talon and then make a e-talon.
And each
Eagle talon.
Eagle
making,
talon.
making eclipse.
Whoa, making TSIs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, it's crazy. It's crazy.
It does. It's crazy that sanctuaries like that over here exist and you can go there. Because like when we went down to Kennan's, this was shortly after Scotty got paralyzed. He had tortoises. So we brought them down there to give to him so he could take care of them. They were friends. So we go down there and he's got this 12 to 15 foot anaconda that is rehabilitating with a bad neck. So he's like,
Whoa.
oh,
How
slow
down.
down.
A snake
Neck?
have a bad
I don't know.
neck?
I don't know. I got ran over. You
That's
know.
a long neck.
That's a long neck.
They got it.
Yeah.
When does the neck end?
At his ass.
So he's got this thing there. So it's me, Scotty. I want to say it was probably Maddie and Alex, big boy, and we're down there. And Kenan is like pumped. He's like, oh, I'm so glad you guys are here. I can pull this anaconda out, and if he gets me, you guys can help get him off.
How about not?
Without any other words, he pulls this thing out,
So you got-
and this thing is pissed the fuck off.
It's got a sore neck.
Dude, it's not happy to be out. It's not happy to see people. So he grabs this thing and he's like tailing it around. He's like, look, this is what you do. Ba, 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 ba.
How big is it?
It was like 12 to 15 feet. It was
Fuck
huge.
that.
He gets close to me and he's like, look, it's not bad. Ricky, you take it. I didn't think about it. I took the tail of this thing. And I'm like, now I have the tail. Without thinking about it, everyone's like, Ricky, what the fuck are you doing? Scotty's like, dude, you get bit on this channel. Like our
can't
medical
put
doesn't cover this. You know, like
we can't put this
so,
video out.
So I got this anaconda and I'm like kind of doing the thing or whatever, and it turned quick and went to bite me, and
Oh.
I just threw the tail. I was like, fuck this, I'm out of here. It's on Scotty's channel somewhere. The whole
my
video of this.
God.
And I'm like, dude. And I watched that now and I'm like, what the hell was I thinking? I'm not Steve Irwin. I'm not Jeff Corwin.
He saw.
You know, like-
Ricky saw the camera. He's like, "Oh, it's gonna be perfect."
Dude, he just got super close to me and he's like, here, you try it. And I just like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Why am I doing this?
I'm not
Snap
Steve
back.
Irwin.
It was
Snap
not
back real quick.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa.
Yeah. So I did it for like 2 seconds, and then it just turned around, went to bite me, and I just flung that thing. He had to get it and like put it back in the box. But then like,
Box?
We're thinking about it later on. We're like, dude, if that thing got someone, like, how we get like,
I don't know how you're getting that thing off. I don't know.
like I guess I mean, people do it all the time, you know. But like,
I mean, people.
someone's getting bit. So like
And it ain't gonna be me.
guy that he gets is getting bit, and then the people taking him off are probably gonna get
I'd be
bit
more
up too.
worried about that thing snapping my arm in half just because it felt like it.
Do you see the guy that
Like-
tried to get eaten by one?
What do you
tried
mean?
He
to.
put on an armor suit that was like made to get constricted,
my
and he like
God.
wanted to get constricted by one. So
I wish he
did
did.
it. No, he did it. He got constricted, didn't die. He got to a point where they were like, the snake started to like bend the armor, and they called it off. They had to go send people in there to get him off.
Dude, I got another
no.
one. Me and Malcolm were listening. You listen to that podcast, right, Malcolm? What's his face? Someone on Rogan who like just loves to go in the Amazon and almost get killed every week.
Yeah, I remember that
So
one.
he's there. This guy just likes to fucking wrestle snakes, anacondas.
What?
I don't know why.
Eh, what?
So stupid.
Not cool.
I
Cool.
mean, is he dead?
we drift.
I guess they like go out there and they catch him. It's like their idea of fun. I don't know why. I don't think there's a point to it. I don't think they eat them. I don't.
They just want to learn about the species. You ever watch
Yeah, I think that's
Pokemon?
it.
So
He does it for some
Gotta
reason.
catch them
There's
all.
got to catch him.
So he's out there with like a group, but he's not like too familiar with the area. But he does this sometimes. So he jumps on one.
On one?
Yes, they jump on. They're big, like big. The biggest one's
A human
around
jumped on the snake.
on a snake to try to like grab it.
Okay.
The fucking thing turns on him. He said he knew he fucked up. He said all I remember is he's like I knew I fucked up. I felt it go around my. He's like I felt it go around my waist.
Yeah.
You're done,
and he was like, I was like,
You're done.
he was like kind of
You're
like
done.
I'm probably gonna die.
yeah.
from-
he
from
said his shoulders
constriction.
were almost touching.
His shoulders were almost touching by the time they were able to get the snake off of
Oh
him.
my.
That's how much he
God.
was being constricted by this thing. I'm like, what is wrong with you people? Like they live in the jungle for a reason.
Yeah,
No
not
one's
near
there.
people.
Yeah,
They
Like-
don't like us.
dude. I was like, what? Yeah, when I heard that, I was just like imagining it. I'm like, oh my god. He
Probably
said
get a
his
good
rib.
crack in.
Yeah,
you.
I was
he
about
said
to
his
say,
ribs
wouldn't
were
it
about
feel
to snap.
nice as
Dude,
hell
good
for like a
crack.
second though?
I think you go from fear to pain instantly.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Fear, dude. The fear
You don't
must
think-
be crazy.
Like the
trying to
this
think
is
if I
like.
could,
Have you
like-
guys ever been in a situation where you're like,
Not like that.
I just fucked up and like this might be it for me.
I was about to ask,
Like
you ever
ever?
have anything like that in your life?
I mean, I feel like
You rode
definitely-
bikes, so
Yeah,
I
I rode
feel like you
BMX.
might.
Like, there's definitely a bunch of
Yeah.
like in the air moments where you're like,
Yeah.
this isn't good. This is not good. And so I'm like, I've done some pretty sketchy stuff at work, like walking on top of pipes that are like pretty high up, and like you almost slip, and you're like,
Yeah.
there was nothing to catch me. Like that's 40 feet down. That would be game over.
So I know the feeling you're talking about, so it's definitely happened before, but I can't think of anything. I thought about this the other week when we were talking about.
Trying to think of when there was. It was just the motorcycle thing. That anytime you mentioned the story where you pick up a fucking anaconda and now you can look back and go,
I'm an
that
idiot.
was bad.
Yeah.
Yet I've been having a lot of those lately where I'm thinking back and I'm like, that was probably not the smartest thing. But they're not like, it's not a snake. Okay, the monkey was one thing. But like the other thing.
But you didn't play with the monkey. You just
Yeah, but you
let him
didn't-
feel
it
No,
wasn't
I
him
gonna
was
out.
so
hurt you.
scared.
Right.
I was like,
I mean,
fear.
I'd be scared.
well, because we watched this movie in school. I don't know if you guys watched about how AIDS started, the Outbreak movie.
No.
I was like, oh my God, here we go.
You may have started.
Oh, you saw Outbreak, that movie?
Yeah, in health class.
Bro.
In health
I
I
class.
try
see
to
that.
tell everyone to see that movie.
I've never
dude.
seen it. I never even
So
heard of it.
Outbreak is like the original. Contagion was the name
Yeah,
of the new
it
movie,
was.
Oh,
It
I've
was.
seen that.
Wasn't it AIDS?
which is a really good movie,
Right.
right?
Yeah, good movie.
So Outbreak is the original version of that, pretty much.
It was. It was an epidemic. with like
90s
a
movie, I want to say.
monkey and like AIDS.
Yeah. So this monkey gets out of the zoo, I guess, or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And one of the opening
Or
scenes
HIV.
is like
Sorry.
a little girl playing in her backyard, and then she sees a monkey, and she's like, "Oh," and like in California somewhere, and she goes and like the monkey comes over and she's playing with the monkey, and then it just scratches her or something.
And that's how it starts.
That's it. Fucking end of the world from that moment on.
Dude.
Patient zero.
Carl might have started another one.
He might have started the
Yeah.
start of COVID.
You
Yeah.
literally started the movie Outbreak. Congratulations.
I was told you I was 12 or 13. That's
Oh my
around when
God,
you
so
watched
you were
that
thinking
movie.
about that too?
Yes.
How did you live with yourself? You,
Yeah,
you
did
didn't
you
want to
sleep
say
that night?
anything?
That was a really weird ride home.
You're probably sitting there like monkey.
Yeah, I'm
Weird.
trying to think like where he's going.
Like, where is he hanging out?
Yeah, what's he doing? What's he gonna eat? He probably getting cold at night.
Thank
Like,
God
I was
he-
concerned.
Yeah.
Realistically, thank God a hawk probably got him.
Well, how
Yeah.
big of a monkey was he?
Small.
Like how small? Ooh.
Dude, there's probably a little kid laying in bed. And he's like, "Mommy, there's a monkey on the window."
And
Shut
mom's
up.
probably like,
there's
"Yeah,
no
all right."
monkey. Shut
Yeah,
up.
all right, you little idiot.
And just gets
Yeah.
swooped by a hawk.
Yeah. Damn, Carl. Well, I didn't realize we unlocked that memory.
I know it was kind of sad. I think, but at the same time,
It
yeah,
sounds like
hopefully
pretty
a
low.
hawk got him.
Was that the-
Honestly, that monkey probably just went back to the cage.
Yeah, he probably was like, dude, I miss my friends. I'm going
Yeah.
back hanging out with the homies.
Yeah. Monkeys are pretty smart.
Well, that's the thing. Once they wanted food, he probably just, went back home.
Chris Snap just texted.
I know, he just texted me
his
too.
picture. Go
What
check
is-
your phone.
what
I
is
hope
it?
he sent it to you too.
I didn't get it. He did say
I'm
he was
gonna
going to ask
steal
a
a
million
zebra.
questions. Dude, he
gonna steal a
is
zebra.
the man.
Chris Knapp
Knapp.
is funny.
He's the man.
Yeah.
What did Chris ever
Nicest man ever.
ride bikes too?
A little bit. He did. He had a ramp in front of his yard at one point in time.
In the front?
Yeah, in front of his house. Yeah.
That's fucking sick, man.
Yeah.
My parents would never, man.
Yep.
Like what?
Yeah, he rode BMX for a little while.
And they have the ramp at Club Loose.
Yeah, that thing is dilapidated.
Yeah, that was
thing
a
is
Front Street
done.
project
Yeah.
that didn't
I actually
survive
just
that long.
drove past it like 2 days ago, and I was like looking at it. I'm like, that thing is in rough
You got to like really
shape.
take care of those ramps.
Well, yeah, especially when they're outdoors.
Yeah, it's like
And
Front
that's
Street,
not gonna
remodel
happen.
that, remodel it.
Dude, Front Street can't even keep an SR together. Dude, come on.
God.
Sorry, Tom. Sorry, Tom.
They've been doing pretty good though
Tom hates me.
with engines.
What do you mean? Didn't Josh just pop a motor and he borrowed one, and he popped that one?
Yeah, but I don't really count Josh. It's really just Tom. If Tom is doing okay, then they're doing okay.
Dude, I fixed.
I don't know if that was the nicest thing you've ever said about Tom. Maybe
Tom?
if Tom
Oh,
is doing
Tom's-
all right,
because
we're all
he
doing
blows
all
Yeah.
right.
shit up every event.
Fuck.
So if he's not doing
Dude,
that, that's pretty good. They're
I
doing pretty
remember.
good.
I don't remember what event it was, but I walked over. I just fixed my friend Christian Nelson's drive shaft with like this little janky stick welder because they had it and I could stick weld, so I fixed it for him at the track. And then I go 2 pits down, and Tom like runs up to me and he's like, "Dude, you think you could weld my exhaust manifold with that thing? It's broken." I'm like, "Probably."
I was here. I was there for that.
Yeah. So I stick welded his exhaust manifold back together in the pits with like some janky 7018 rod that was there, like just got it going real quick. And he went back on the track and he's like, "Yeah, it's fine. It held." I think
I'm
the motor.
surprised
Blew,
he
I think the
I was
motor
there
probably
for
blew up that
that.
weekend. Yo,
I-
so you guys might be able to answer this. Why did his SR sound so bad?
Bad.
It sounded horrible.
When? Forever?
2 years ago?
2 years.
When
Two,
it was
3 years
really
ago?
loud.
Was that?
Oh yeah, it was dumb loud. It sounded
the fourth
terrible.
version, the fifth version, the sixth version.
Yeah.
Which one? I don't know.
It was
Well,
miserable.
what manifold did he
remember
have?
what it
That usually
I
is
have
the thing
no
that
idea.
changes the noise.
Yeah. Oh,
If it-
definitely. Yeah, it
If
had
it's
to be
a
that.
stock man. No, it was. No, it wasn't a stock manifold because you welded it.
I welded it.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
some kinda-
welded it.
I think I remember him saying something about it's not sounding good.
It sounded horrible.
Yeah,
I would have rather had 15 VQs rolling around the track
that's craziness.
than have that thing
No.
sitting there screaming next to me.
I don't agree
Why
with
do I
that.
It
feel like-
was miserable.
I remember Ricky was one of the first people. I think I might have said something like, "Oh yeah, I keep cracking turbo manifolds or whatever because it's on the bottom."
Yeah,
But I remember Ricky might have been the first person to be like, "Oh, that's why I go top mount."
Yeah, top mount, dude. When I
100%.
yeah,
Now
yeah.
I know it was
Yeah, yeah.
definitely
I had
Ricky.
3 SRs. I had a stock one, I had a semi-built one, and then I had a built one. And the built one had a top mount peak boost manifold on it with a 2-bolt tile wastegate that was just dumped to the ground, and that was the best sounding SR in the history of SR.
Tubular manifold. On
That's crazy
SR.
to say, too.
Yes.
Yeah, if you go, I think I have the video on Instagram somewhere, like way back when. It sounded so good. It was actually Brian Hopp's old turbo setup from his yellow mustard car with the SR22 in it that he
Damn.
left water in it and it froze and it cracked the motor. And that was
Damn,
his old
dude.
turbo. Okay, he sold it to Mikey. Mikey sold it to me.
I'm trying to.
That's cool.
And that thing sounded
And then he put a VQ in
insane.
that car, right?
I
Did
don't
that
know if
car
that
get a VQ?
car got a VQ or not. I think it had another
did.
SR. I think it just got an
Imagine
SR.
taking out- Oh,
Okay.
wait, right. Crack the block. Cracked it.
Yeah.
I was like, imagine taking out an SR22 and putting in a VQ.
That's
like,
Well,
Ah,
yeah, I mean,
that's
dude,
bad.
he's left water in it, and like, dude, oh man, that sucks.
That's when you know you should. Yeah.
Stop SRing.
I can't believe you
if
said
you
that
if you
would.
take an SR out and you put a VQ in it.
I think he had an
that's the end
SR.
of
I think that car got an SR, and then I think his next car was the VQ car, the gray car.
I'm trying to remember what manifold Tom had. I'm not remembering anything. I don't know what it had, but
It was some bottom mount thing, and it was cracked.
Was it
and I
bottom
fixed
mount?
It was bottom mount. It was. That's why I fixed it.
was it the Silk Road one?
I don't know.
I don't think it would be. That,
Dude,
I don't think those
was
sound bad.
miserable sounding.
Well, maybe it was the stick welds. I don't know, maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think that's the best thing on that motor. The whole motor,
Nah, it was the Pepsi Power FC running it.
dude.
No, you know what's funny
Don't
is years
get us
ago it
started.
Don't
probably
even get
was
me.
running a Power FC a couple years ago.
Who? Tom?
Tom.
He still is.
I think he's
No,
yeah.
he's on a link.
Oh, he's on
now.
a link now.
Yeah,
but he
maybe
was-
like as
he
of
was
last
Power
week or
FC,
something.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
funny because Tom has the link little display where the Power FC.
He went Link and then went back to Power FC and then went
What?
back to Link. Yeah.
Well, I know he's good friends with Jimmy, and Jimmy's a big Link.
That's why he
dealer.
keeps going back to
Right.
Link. Yeah. No, I remember I was having dinner with Jimmy, Josh, and Tom, and they were talking about it when they went back to the Power FC, and they were roasting Jimmy
God.
because of the Link fucking rev limiter thing.
Oh my god.
What's the rev limiter
I
thing?
remember that. So
That was the only reason they didn't want the Link.
Link, so FD cut a deal with Link. I'm sponsored by Haltech. I love Haltech. That shit is so good. User friendly, everything's fine. FD cut a deal with Link. Everyone in pro-spec had to switch to a Link ECU.
Yeah.
So we put the links in the car.
Do you think that's kind of crazy?
It was, dude. It's like
'Cause
if
I
you
do.
have the money, if a company goes to FD with money, I want to sponsor the series. FD's gonna be like, this is the figure that it needs. If you can meet that figure, you can be a sponsor.
How much do you think it was?
Oh, it had to be a good chunk. But Link is massive overseas. They're getting big over here, but they're huge overseas. So they had the money. And I remember when we put that ECU in the car, put it on the dyno, made like, I don't know, like 750, 800 horsepower or so. And I went to the track and I did one lap and I came back and my tuner was there. And I was like, if we don't change this rev limiter, I'm going to wreck this car.
Yeah.
What's the rev limiter
Dude,
issue?
it was
here?
like, it had a soft cut and then it went to a hard cut. And it was like,
Yeah, like it wouldn't let you follow through.
yeah, it wouldn't let you follow through. So if you're on a wall and you need your horsepower, and then all of a sudden you're like, rah, and when it cut, it would cut
kills
you for
power.
probably like, it felt like 3 seconds, but realistically it was probably
it's enough
like
for
a half
you
a
to
second.
go down.
Oh
and-
yeah,
That's what my
And I was
car
like,
would do
dude,
when I had a
no
crazy boost
shot.
leak.
Yeah,
It literally would be the same thing.
Yeah.
It felt like it was just cutting
yeah.
power out like a rev
So
limit.
but they fixed this.
I mean, it's a setting in a computer. The
Okay.
factory rev limiter from Link. I don't know if they change it now, but then was not good for drift cars. It was not good. But luckily, they were like super. They helped us out a lot. Like you could call any of the Link guys anytime. Like Forrest, he's one of the main tuners and workers for Link. Awesome dude. We got a hold of him. Instantly, he sat down. We sent him our file. He adjusted it. He sent it right back to us. Put it in the car, and it's been good since. Haven't changed
Forrest
it.
Wang?
No,
Oh, I was like,
No.
what? What's
No,
Jesus
no, no.
tuning?
He works for
hell?
Link.
he works for Link. He's
So
just
lost.
he's a tuner and a worker for Link.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely the customer support's pretty good. I mean,
That's what I was
we've
going to say. The
experienced
customer
it.
support
Yeah.
sounds awesome.
Yeah, we just call them up,
Yeah.
and then someone's always there, and they try to walk you through it.
Yeah.
So, and it is very user friendly. I definitely don't hate the program.
Yeah. I
think
mean,
it's
listen,
pretty-
it's not a Hall Tech, but you know, it's good.
Haltech is good too.
Oh yeah,
Um,
big Hall Tech guy.
I think I prefer Link's
yeah.
interface though. Maybe I don't know. I don't fuck with it enough to know. but
Yeah.
I was going to say,
Neither
is
do
it,
I.
is it
My
just because you
tuner-
haven't tried
My
it?
tuner takes.
I
care
tried
of it.
both, and something about Link feels user friendly to me. But I don't know.
What's that? So everyone, so I can say this for sure. Like Link, AEM, Hall Tech, like the very normal, basic, standalone ECU companies, they will do almost the same thing. There's gonna be labeled differently, and finding the tables is different.
Yeah.
So once you get used to one, all of a sudden it becomes easy. And then if you never mess with another one, you go into it, you're probably like,
Yeah. What the fuck is
this
this?
is like Chinese. I can't find anything in here.
Yeah.
They're like something that might be labeled like boost target in one would be labeled like boot piece peak hit or like something just completely different.
Oh,
So
the
like you go into the
verbiage,
search,
everything.
yeah, you go into the search bar to try to find it. And it's not. Can I not do this?
Yeah.
And then like you've got to find it or whatever. But like luckily my tuner Clio, like he's done almost every ECU under the sun, and it just makes my life extremely easy.
Why does that name sound familiar?
Clio? He tunes.
Everything?
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh yeah.
I think that's probably
I bet
why.
he doesn't tune Power FC.
He does, and he hates it.
See,
He will
all-
do
they
it.
all hate
He
it,
will
Why
do
did I
it,
buy
but
this,
he
Frankie?
hates it.
Why did I buy this?
they hate us because they ain't us, kid.
I just
Alright?
wanted a fucking little controller, Ricky.
For what? What do you want to look at Game Boy while you're driving?
I
That's what it
do.
is.
I
It's not
do.
even a Game Boy Color. It's got little bricks.
Look,
dude. The thing's
Ricky's
peace.
he doesn't street
I just
drive.
need to-
He-
I just-
okay.
I used to be that guy. And
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
building
yeah.
another
We
car right
know.
now that's going to be a street car.
Are you
and a fun-
really?
yeah.
Okay, good.
so
I
you're
like
gonna
when-
want that Game Boy,
Yeah.
man.
No, I'm
No.
not. I can assure you, I will not.
The reason why I like it is just because I just when I picture that, I'm like, I'm in a fucking 2000s
Yes.
drift car right now. Like, I
Yes.
see it, the wire goes
Yeah,
somewhere.
but it's a standalone that does not do standalone things.
I just
It's
needed
a
to give me more
standalone.
fuel.
It's
More
not a
fuel.
standalone. It's-
If it was
literally-
2001 right now, it'd be a standalone.
Well, back in 2001, you had this SAFCs. So people ran those.
That
in
yeah,
for
wasn't
how
a
long?
Power
standalone.
FC was pretty amazing compared to that.
That's not a
And
standalone.
In its time, they were great.
there you go.
It's not 1998 anymore.
You can't say that in
It
the
is
shop.
2023. We have technology to do things the right way.
He's right.
It's the power of C.
Power FC 6.
I just always pictured it. Also, I gotta go for a good deal. Thank you, Nick.
Oh, you can never.
But how good of a deal is it when you're like 4 motors in?
Ask Tom. I don't know.
He's way more than 4.
Way more than 4.
Way more than 4.
Dude.
That dude single-handedly drove the cost of SR20s through the roof.
I want
Do
to
you
say.
think so? Realistically, in
Realistically,
the
what?
tri-state area, you think Tom pumped up the numbers
I don't
of
know.
SRs?
I don't know.
I think in total, Tom, I probably disassembled and destroyed close to 10 SRs between fixing them, buying them to fix ones.
I need to hear this from Tom because I don't know. 10's
No, he'll
kinda
he'll
high.
never agree with anything.
10's
never know.
high.
He's
Well,
gonna
'cause
tell you he
you'd
blew up
break
one motor.
Yeah, well, he blew the same motor up 15
Yeah.
times with 4 different blocks, 7 different
Yeah.
heads, 3 different head gaskets.
That's the only one that the pistons melted.
Yeah.
Like the other ones were all head problems.
Yeah, right, Tom. So they broke, and you gotta fix them again.
I don't know, man. We always be chirping Tom, and
Oh,
Tom hates
I love
me.
Tom.
Tom hates you. Yeah,
I've heard that actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, from Tom.
from Tom.
that's
Literally.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said some crazy.
We're gonna
shit.
have him on the pod, and we're gonna fight.
Oh,
one day.
he's the man. I met him even before drifting through BMX.
So how do you know Frankie? I always ask, how do you know
Club
Frankie? How do you
Blues.
know
Yeah, Club Blues.
Tom? All Club Blues?
Tom is before that. Tom was BMX days.
Oh, right.
But yeah, I met a lot of people. It's fun. Like, there's people I know that I don't remember meeting.
Yeah.
But you're just doing the same thing over and over again.
That's us.
People become familiar. Like, I don't remember the first time I met Frankie.
Probably through Justin Francisco.
Yeah, I'm sure it's probably
Yeah.
something like that. But like, you just going to the track with everybody.
cousin.
But realistically, we probably met before
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, just
because
never-
Justin, I don't know when he got into drifting, but it was
It was
after
a little late.
we did.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
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 So
Justin was the person that I saw where I was like, oh, he's Filipino and he be doing this shit too.
that's literally your brother.
And Chris
Yeah.
was like, yeah, we could do this. We could do this. Yeah, Justin Francisco is a cool guy.
That's
Oh,
your
he's the man.
doppelganger, dude.
Me and Justin have had
I'd
some
be
great
ever so
memories
lucky, man.
together.
Justin's a handsome guy, man.
Justin is a handsome
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, he's out in Florida.
We'd go to
now.
H2O together. We did so much shit together.
That
Yeah,
car. What did he
yeah.
have first that I saw? It was
The S13 with the JZ.
with
I
no, it
helped
was
put that
no, it
together.
was a S13 with a 15 front, and it was
Oh,
red.
the red
Yeah,
one. That thing
yeah.
was pretty clean too.
I
Red.
remember
that
I
and
saw
SR.
that and I was like, what the
Yeah.
fuck is this?
He actually, he had that. He wanted to be his sister's car when she got older. He ended
Yeah.
up selling it, and one of his friends actually bought it. One of his friends actually popped the motor in it and wanted me to rebuild it at one point in time. And I don't know where that car is.
Wait,
now.
was that his same car that he drifted? The
No.
black one?
No, that's a different car.
But it was the same S15.
He did an S15 front on the black car
Okay.
too, with a JZ in it.
Yeah.
Justin, why the
JDS
S15
Motoring
front?
built that
We,
car.
me and him had arguments about it.
Oh,
Look,
I don't like it.
S15 front though on a hatch with the little wing, GT wing on the back.
Yeah, it's donkey
Good.
styled up. Yeah, it
yeah.
might look
I
cool.
mean, I can't really say much. I have an S14 with an S15 rear end, so
Oh, you got one of those
yeah.
things.
Yeah, I got the 2F rear.
Yeah,
rear setup. Yeah,
God.
but so me and Steve Misko
Transformers.
did this at the same time, and there's a reason behind it. We were going to do S14s all around because we're like, this is what we want. Well, an S15 taillight is probably a quarter the cost of a S14 taillight.
What?
And we knew, well, the eBay ones,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
real
yeah.
ones. And we knew we were going to be taking these things out left and right. So we used to get a set of S15 taillights from Thailand. They'd be here within a week for like $130.
Sounds right.
It was great.
It's probably
Still is
not
great.
that anymore, is it?
They're like around 200 or so now.
Okay, still-
yeah,
still-
still cheaper than an S14 taillight. Trying to get S14 taillights over here is
And
like
an
freaking
S14
impossible.
tail is like
Yeah, and then you need the center garnish too when you smack that thing out of it. We did it. We did it strictly
Sustainability.
for, now, I like it now because like it's my car. I'm used to it. Whatever. I do like it though. But yeah,
So you have so it's an S14
kooky front
with an S15.
with an
rear.
S15 rear.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean that
fuck.
I
I
can
would
think,
do-
I can
I
think
need-
of way worse looking
Yeah.
setups. So
and it's a S13 coupe with a 14 front.
literally that
That's what I had.
combination might be the only one that is acceptable.
Mine.
Yeah.
Have you seen my car?
or
lately?
the reverse.
Have
an
you seen the way the
S15
car looks right now in its current?
Yeah,
We
well, you
watched
showed me it.
I
Yeah,
showed you the
yeah.
new one, which is pretty sick.
Yeah.
I like the
saw it.
shiny livery
I
that
like-
you had. That one
yeah.
was
Yeah.
sick too,
I like the
dude.
color. Like it looked pretty cool.
Fuck.
I mean,
No,
do you
but
like the car as like a whole? Like you're the style guy, so I got to ask you.
No, you don't want my
Like
honest
look it
opinion.
up real quick. Look it up and let me know.
oh god.
And just remember, it is it's an FD car. It's not gonna be slammed on the ground.
Ricky's like roast my car.
Yeah, roast it. What do you got?
Oh god. Don't do this
Like as a
because
whole.
Frankie doesn't like the moment it's a little high off the ground.
Well,
I,
I
know,
know.
that's
I,
the
I
told him the
that's
other
why
day
I
I
said
was-
remember it's an FD car. Like
I-
they need clearance.
I literally but Mike
Well,
Power did a
everything
good
I'm looking
job.
at
He's
right
got a
now, you
good
got no
looking car.
bumpers on.
He's got a
Well,
good-
keep looking.
All right.
Well, no rear
well,
bumper.
keep
I haven't
looking.
ran a rear bumper almost all year this year because I couldn't.
There's
get
a big problem right there.
One. Well, yeah, you get that.
you get that. Oh, here's a good photo of it. And the front bumper's not painted, but let's pretend it is.
But do you like it?
I mean, the car doesn't look bad.
That's crazy because it's got a KBD bumper and side skirts on it.
Whoa, I didn't say the
He
bumper.
baited you.
You
He baited
like
you. He baited
KBD.
you.
I didn't say the bumper.
baited
You said
you.
it's not painted, but it looks good as a whole.
I said it doesn't look bad.
You said it doesn't look bad as a whole. So you just admitted to liking a car that's got KBD
And then
stuff
I
on it.
zoomed in.
So you like it? So do you like it?
You like it, right?
So you
Okay,
like it?
you
It's
like it.
weird.
Ah,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
like
yeah,
Krabby
you like
Patties,
it.
don't you, Squidward? Fucking got
It's
you.
weird. You never have a rear bumper. I thought they were made out of Play-Doh.
No, so the S15 rear bumper is fiberglass because they don't make one. So when that thing goes off, it gets destroyed every time.
Okay. Fair
The
enough.
word destroyed has been used in this pod.
All right, let me
so
go to a
much.
photo where it's actually painted.
Yeah, keep looking back through a couple photos.
So
the
the
reveal was sick.
so that's KBD what 2F fucking knockoff shit? Because that's what it is.
Yeah, basically.
Can't he just make his own shit?
God damn it, Frankie.
I mean, he does make his own shit because it usually never looks like the actual thing he's repping, but this actually does look like 2F. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't look too floppy right there. You know,
Yeah.
Dude, don't look at me, dude. What the fuck?
the side skirts look like they're together. I think the livery is cool. And you said you had someone in Europe design it, right?
Yeah, he's from Europe. Now he lives in Canada. Joker, this design is on Instagram. He kills it for designing stuff. He is sick.
Dude, car looks good. I like when the pro cars look good, because then it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah, which is basically never.
So the red is sick. I liked when it was blue the best. When the car was blue.
I like the red a lot
Yeah,
because
if
the
you
red
go back,
popped.
the blue is on there. The red is sick. Don't get me wrong, but for whatever
I like
reason,
the red more.
really,
Yeah,
I like the blue. I just thought the blue was dope.
I like that the red transitions to black in the back. I think it looks.
Well,
So does the blue.
Yeah.
well, you know why Ricky did that?
Ooh.
Because
You
it's
know.
a smart thing to do.
Yeah, because when I blow apart a rear panel, I just give it to Taylor, and she wraps it black again for me and gives it back and tells me I'm an idiot, and I just go on my way,
Sick.
happy.
Can you? How do you vinyl wrap the KBD bumper?
Apparently, it's a lot more of a pain in the ass, but it does work. I haven't done it because I don't wrap cars, but Taylor has done it, and it looks good.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would be concerned with it like getting wrinkly.
No,
Shit.
good, pretty good.
Well,
Dude,
what,
I feel like I can't find this car in blue.
It's back there. It was 2 years ago.
Okay.
what are you gonna do next?
So
So
I
you're gonna
have it.
compete now.
Oh yeah. I'm planning on
It's
going back
go
in
ti-
FD.
it's go
I'm like
time.
waiting. I'm in like a waiting list, kind of a limbo thing
Okay.
for FD, which kind of sucks. But I'm gearing up like I'm going back to FD. If I don't get an FD, I have plenty of stuff planned I can do anyway. The grid lights, fuel fest, like local E-Town gamblers. Like I have a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
it
gonna
sounds
do.
like you
no
could-
matter what, I
Yeah.
have stuff I'm doing this year for drifting.
I think that's cool that you're still putting time towards normal.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
well, quote-unquote
Grid light
normal
is
drifting.
sick.
It looks fucking
It
nutty.
is. Lime Rock. Oh my god, that shit is.
Well, now you have a car too that's
badass.
just gonna be fucking.
I found it in
fucking-
blue.
You like it?
It looks good. I don't like the neon in the vinyl. The yellow.
okay.
If that wasn't there, I
So
feel
that
like that
so
should-
the blue, all the vinyl was reflective.
Oh, okay. So that's all reflective.
Yeah.
Yeah, the blue looks pretty cool too. KBD gotta go though.
So when it was blue, it wasn't KBD.
Okay, that makes more sense
Why you like it less, right?
because it looks a little bit better.
Oh, you said you like it. You're like the KBD's kind of no, when it was actually 2F.
Got your ass.
Now,
Malcolm,
now I
did
think
we
you
get
need a
questions?
wing though.
You can't
I've
have a
thought
wing,
about it.
remember?
No, you can have a wing. You could do like a little trunk wing or whatever. You could do a wing too. It just can't be on a bank track. Then you make you take it off.
Because
the
it could
whole
come off.
wing
yeah.
has to come off.
The
or-
end plates and I think the actual wing itself.
So when they started doing that rule, that's when Formula D became the dumbest shit I ever heard of my
Well,
entire life.
I don't know
Just for the
exactly.
record.
I'm sure that there was probably something that happened where it hit
Yeah.
a catch fence and
Yeah,
did
they
some
probably
weird
caught
shit.
a fence and someone had to pay money,
Yeah.
and then they're like, "Oh, okay,
Yo, so
now
speaking
let's
of
make
catch
these cars
fences,
uglier."
I watched Derek Madison almost die a couple years ago in FD in Seattle.
From a wing.
No. So the way they held that track holds the banners to the wall is the banners go down, they put screws to it, and there's like 2x4s on the back side of the fence.
Oh no!
So somehow that 2x4 came under the fence, went into his car through his window at speed, hit his full containment seat, bounced off, shattered the rear glass and the quarter glass, and went out the back of the car in competition. And he lost because of it.
Damn it!
How did it come off?
Piece
It's just
of wood.
so that track, there's so many banners on the fence
Yeah.
that when you go past, your cars are pushing so much air, the fence like rocks. Like you can see it visibly while it's happening,
And it just popped off.
and it just popped off. Came in his car, freak thing.
God, imagine some
Yeah.
crazy shit.
That was the battle before me and Mike in top 32.
I'd be shitting myself if in your if
Oh,
you
well,
if
we're-
I was next.
So we're sitting there. We could see it, but we can't see what's going on.
Yeah.
And then people are coming over the radios and telling us, and they're like, "Oh well, something flew into Derek's car, broke his window. They got to repair. They got to pick glass up or whatever. So like, okay, but you go back and watch it. You're like, dude, like if he didn't have a full containment seat, it would have hit him square in the face.
Well, we got tech. We got tech.
Yeah.
But we also asked. We opened up a bunch of questions, so just be aware that these could be anything.
Hit me with them.
Okay.
I'm ready. Chris Knapp said he was going to fire a bunch in there.
Oh God.
And I know Chris Knapp can ask some
He
questions.
does have a few in here. Ooh. Oh, I can't wait to get to one of Chris's. Fuck. Okay. Well, I'm going to read the names because Frankie doesn't like reading the names.
It's too
This
much.
one's from the real JDM Will. What's up, Will? I know he's
Oh,
an
it's
easy-
Willie.
Name. That's the easiest
Yeah.
That's
name.
Willie Ortega.
Yeah, of
He's
course.
the man.
Yeah, he is the man.
Big chef.
Big chef.
Oh,
Big
man.
chef. Big chef. What's up? What's up, Will? He's in the chat. He's always in the chat. Ricky single-handedly. Okay, I don't know if this is a question. Sorry. Ricky single-handedly depleted all 240 aftermarket fenders in the East Coast in less than a year. True story. Why?
Metal ones? Metal
No,
foam?
no. Fiberglass ones. It was
Okay.
when I was running the S13 a bunch, and we had like little aluminum, just flat stock that we would use for the bottom fender mount.
Yeah.
And the front bumper would come off. So then the only holding the fenders on were that. And Frankie can attest to this, that when we used to drive, like when all the cars were white, the Flipsco crew,
Oh my God.
No,
I know what
why,
you're gonna
why,
say,
why,
bro.
why, what?
we
what?
would
The fender's flapping.
the fenders would flap and they would snap off and they just go over. And then that's done. You just
That's
you get
liter-
another fender, put it on.
Dude, when I was talking about them, like, yeah, you guys drove hard. That's the only image in my brain.
Yeah.
Like
of
when
us.
front fenders
the-
flapping
all
in
of
the
us.
air and
Dude,
then
it didn't
door to
matter.
door.
Yeah, it didn't matter what we did because they were fiberglass, so it didn't matter if you bolted them, self-tapper them, whatever.
They're gonna come off.
A little ding into someone's door or wheel, boom, done. Fender's coming off. Because we wouldn't stop. We would not stop till our tires were corded back.
They
then.
were just banging doors
Everywhere.
the entire time.
Yeah.
Like literally
Yeah,
banging
whole
doors,
track.
Like,
Start to
I
finish.
know what this fender looks
Yeah. So they do that when they're
like-
fiberglass
it's like a
and they
bird
just
trying to take
see you
off.
later. Yeah, gone.
ruined all the fenders.
Yep.
his car's just trying to take flight.
Yeah, but that's back when you can
Mid-drift.
get origin. You could get a
was
use of
about to
origin
say.
fenders for cheap.
You're gonna be able to get some Origin fenders soon because we just ordered way too much of it and it's coming next week. So
Hey, wait, my buddy Nick is looking for his fenders.
yeah, his are in there.
They are?
Yeah.
All right, Nick, there you go. Stop fucking texting me about them. This one's from SR20 Bobby. What's up, Bobby?
Oh, Bobby.
Do pit bikes run underwater?
Oof. Funny story.
They don't?
Oh no.
No, they don't.
So-
That's what I figured.
So Bobby bought a brand new pit bike.
I saw
KLX 110.
nice one.
Brand new.
Beautiful.
First day he had it. I don't have a pit bike.
Oh no.
Brian Hopp, bought a brand new pit bike from his friend that only had like a couple hours on it.
Okay.
We're all gonna go out and ride pit bikes. Brian's like, I'm going home, blah blah. He's Ricky, you could take my pit bike, use it. He's like, just don't fuck it up. I'm like, yeah, dude, no problem. Like, it'll be good. Dude, we take these things in the woods. We know where there's like a lake. There's a trail around this whole lake. We're out there, whatever. Me and Bobby get to this point where there's like a kind of like a it's not a river. Like we could see to the bottom. It was super clear water. We're like, oh, this is only like, maybe a foot or foot and a half deep or whatever. We're like, we're gonna ride.
Okay,
through it.
hold on. A foot is still pretty deep for a 110.
No, not really. No, 12 inches, dude.
Dude, that's not. Okay, continue.
Well,
Continue.
it was not a foot deep.
Okay, that's even worse.
I'd say
Spoiler alert.
This thing was up to the gas tank. So me and Bobby.
When did you find out?
When it was too late.
When it was too late.
So me and Bobby, we're side by side. We're on KLX 110s. Neither of us are small people. Like thinking back to this, it probably looked so ridiculous what we were doing with these pit bikes. And we're like, oh yeah, we're gonna go through it, blah blah blah. We want to get over this little sand section. We're both like, all right, 1, 2, 3. We rev these things up, dump the clutch, go through, fun. Motors locked up instantaneously. We walk them out. We're like, damn, we're like quite far from home. These motors are locked up. So the KLX 110s have like a remote start, so you don't have to kick the bike.
Yeah.
So mine doesn't work. Bobby's works. There was like these kids that were just out there. They had tools. We took the spark plug out. We're like, Bobby's cranking this thing over forever. His won't start. We get mine out. I'm like trying to kickstart this thing till I'm like dead. Won't start, whatever. We end up throwing him in the back of a pickup. Bobby actually got his started, rode his home, but like it was pissing oil out. Like it was filled, the crankcase was filled with water. I'm actually happy I didn't ride Brian's bike back and I got it picked up. And then I actually had my friend that works on motorcycles for him. He rebuilt the motor because I messed it up. So I had he got a brand new motor out of it.
That sounded all fun as fuck until disaster.
Oh, it was amazing. It's so much fun.
Because
Riding the pit bike through the woods are so much
I
fun.
fucking want that.
It is so fun,
I
dude.
need it. Fuck.
It
I'll
is
get one with
sick.
you, Carl.
But yes, Bobby, they do not run underwater.
We need them.
For sure not.
We took.
I wanted a big dirt bike.
Dude, get a KLX 110. They're badass.
That's just a mini bike.
So the KLX. There's two different versions of it. One of them is like meant for a child that doesn't have a clutch, and then there's one that has a clutch. It has like way beefier suspension. Like they know that bigger people are gonna take these things and abuse them, and that's what like everyone bought. Yeah, it was sick.
Dude,
How much are they?
$3,000.
Goodbye.
There's
What do you mean?
there's a spot.
Dude,
I'll
sell
sell my
that
budget.
thing right there. That thing's probably worth like 10 or 15 bucks. Be a down payment.
All right.
There's a spot down there that I know I can just hit one wide open and just.
Oh, everywhere. So
$3
we ride
grand
'em.
for a mini bike though? Like I want
Yeah.
I want like a
Yeah, but you could finance it, and it's like
I knew you
it's
were
like
gonna say
cheap,
that,
dude. It's gotta be like
next.
$55 a month.
Listen, winners quick change. I'm not financing this.
Oh
fucking-
yeah, no. Listen, if I go there, I'm just buying it. Like obviously, I think I'm gonna buy. So, I think I'm gonna buy one because there's like a pit bike party coming up, and I'm just gonna buy one so I can have my own.
Carl's getting
What the
FOMO.
fuck? What the fuck, Frankie? You don't get us invites to any of this shit, man. That's
Who's going to this party?
Like Bobby, Jake, Chris Knapp, the whole crew. Steve,
All right, I'll get
Dane,
one.
Brian Hop.
All right, let's get one.
I
So
fucking
we can
that
go.
would
Can
be
we go
such
to
a
the party?
dream.
Dude, Bobby, you in the chat, dude? Like, these guys want to come? Like,
Bro, I've never
it out.
experienced anything like that in my life. I would get
it
giddy
is
like
sick. So
a girl.
right down the road from Bobby's house, if you leave Bobby's house and make a left, there's a pit down there we ride at and stuff like that. And if you go to the right and go down a little
I
further,
see
there's
the
a whole way-
videos,
Oh yeah,
Ricky.
dude.
I fucking
Yeah.
get. I'm watching it. I'm like, these bastards are having
Oh,
so much
yeah.
fun.
It's
Yeah.
sick.
That would be
Bobby
cool.
is sick on a pit bike.
Why did I?
He
Why did I
kills it.
feel like he would be though?
Oh yeah,
Probably been riding him
Yeah.
for a long time.
No, literally.
he's pretty good,
But that sounds so fun.
Yep.
I need a pit. We need pit bikes.
dude. They're badass. And they're good track vehicles. Like cruise on the
That's.
track
I'm
with.
tired of walking.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
why I wanted
Yeah.
one.
That's
I'm
true.
tired of walking, and I know princesses too, Malcolm. So you should buy one too.
She'll bust ass so bad on that thing.
Princess would love that shit. Princess is Malcolm's girlfriend. Princess would love that shit.
She will hurt
Is her
herself,
real
though.
name Princess?
Her middle name
Yeah.
is Princess. Yeah.
Really?
Crazy.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah. So when we call her Princess around new people, they're always like, "Why?
Yeah.
Why is her name?"
I was thinking you were talking about a dog or something. like people name their dog Princess. Like I didn't know. Like no disrespect. It's
Yeah.
you hit me with a princess like that. I'm like, oh, like that's an animal of some sort.
Her name
Pet.
Jen.
She is an animal
Princess.
sometimes. Sometimes in the right setting, crazy. But no, I want a fucking pit bike. And we lost. We thought we were gonna lose my Ethan's Tacoma. I took them out wheeling in somewhere. I think like Lacey or something like that.
Yeah.
Big ass pit down there.
Down in Chatsworth and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
By the
And-
power lines.
Yeah.
Been there.
And then Ethan flooded his shit. But if we had pit bikes, we could have just
You could
parked.
ride out.
We could have just parked the
Yeah.
trucks.
Well, pit bikes aren't good in deep sand. Like their wheels are too small. Like they're not meant for that.
I just want to fucking just
They're
be
sick.
wheeling them.
You
dude.
buy one. Let's go.
Dude, I'm down. Fuck. We'll talk after this.
Ooh.
What's this one? Oh, Jaketh Jordan. Do you still ride BMX? Valid question. I was actually wondering.
Every
that
once in a
myself.
while, I do. Yeah. So
just pull
not
the
as
bike
much.
out?
As yeah, I have the same bike still. I actually just went and rode Woodward Park City when we were out there for Utah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
that's
so
that's sick.
Pat Laughlin, who's one of my boys. His name is Big Daddy, BMX guy.
Okay.
And he's a local pro out there, so I'll hit him up. We'll go out there. We'll ride skate parks and stuff like that. It's sick. It's a good time.
That's awesome.
Hit the dirt jumps. They have like big downhill trails and stuff.
What scared me about the bike every time is that it is quite large compared to a skateboard.
Yeah. I mean, if you fall, you have to throw it.
Ye-
That's the thing. Like bikes will bounce and go. So if you know you're going down, you need to wing that thing and then try to like spot your
Big
landing.
thing to just be like, yep, on a
Yeah.
skateboard again. It's a
Yeah, you just kind of kick it away.
Kick it,
yeah.
gone.
Yeah, but if you land on a skateboard, like you're
Unless you pogo that
yeah,
shit.
the old credit card.
God damn.
Yeah, the old credit card treatment.
Yeah, what's wrong, Malcolm?
Has Malcolm done
I
that?
felt that when you said it.
You've done it?
No, but I've
I feel
almost.
like everyone's done that.
I
What?
sat like
Thankfully, I have. Not a big skateboard
I just
guy.
Wait,
missed
wait,
it.
wait,
I like
wait.
sat on it.
I got
Yeah.
a picture I got to show Frankie
Yeah.
right now. Because
What?
the other day, I know Frankie, we always have these conversations about skateboarding and stuff. I don't know why. None of us were ever really good at it from what I'm getting.
I'm not. I would.
Okay. But look at this
not
stair set by my house.
Yo, I could hit that.
No,
Yo, so
you can't.
Stair sets like that is what we kill on the Lime scooters when we go to PRI.
Not
Did you guys see
the-
that?
Oh, I did see
You see
some
the
of
video?
that.
Us,
Yeah.
like all of us were out. Chelsea Denolfa videoed us racing down the
Yeah.
parking
I
garage.
saw you guys
Oh
mobbing
man,
it up.
mobbing
This 4 set or whatever this is, because there's a story
could
that
hit
Frankie
that.
has
I could hit
where
on a skateboard,
Yeah.
dude. No
Dude, cap.
way.
this is
I'll-
right
You're
next
gonna
to
get
my
credit
house.
carded.
I'm probably gonna hurt myself.
You're gonna do the split thing where you land
Oh,
and
you're
you're
one foot on.
Oof.
Oh man.
Bye bye groin.
That's a 3 set, right?
It's 4. And the rail doesn't even have fucking skate stoppers on it.
Four now you're pushing my limits a little.
4, I saw this. I walked out of the store, saw this stair set, and immediately thought of Frankie because he said this story on the pod of him injuring himself on like a tiny stair
My friend
set.
got me to inline rollerblade. I bought these rollerblades. I was like, all right, cool. I'll try it out.
I could see you being a rollerblader.
Right?
You look like the long flowing hair.
I thought I could be too.
Going around
So-
the skate park looking like a T-Rex where your arms out like this because
Yeah.
you're trying to balance yourself. Oh, yeah.
So I was like, wow, that's a 3 set. Or I think it was a 2 or a 3 set. And I was
Dude,
like,
a 2 set is like you could...
You just
that's-
roll off of it.
Yeah,
it's literally like
done.
rolling off
You
it.
firecracker down it.
Took me all day. But I did it. But
Dude,
I did it.
I did a 3 stair when I was younger, and that split thing happened to me. Never did a stair set ever again.
Oh, no way.
But like a normal gap at a skate park, I can do. But stairs for some reason, that shit,
No shot.
hurt. Ow, goddamn.
Lachlan asks, who can name all the planets in order first?
Not me.
Ooh,
In order? No shot.
No,
Wait,
there-
is
there was
Pluto still considered a planet?
It was in this room, yes.
Yeah, because we're
Yeah.
older.
We're
Right.
we're
you
mature.
guys had different
That's why.
textbooks,
Oh, yeah.
actually.
Pluto's just gas.
But there was a there was an acronym that
Yeah,
Did it
there
all.
was.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't remember that
shit.
thing. That thing is way out of my mind.
Yeah,
Sorry, Lachlan.
PEMDAS.
I remember
No,
that.
PEMDAS.
Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally.
Yeah, dude. Okay, that's how I learned.
Wait, come
it.
on, let's try. Let's try.
What do you mean? Name the planets? I can't fucking name more than 5 planets.
Well, let's do this.
I
Come on,
can
let's do
name.
it
I could
together.
probably name the planets, but not in order.
Yeah,
Well, let's do that
I'm
first.
with Ricky.
Let's
I'm
do
with
that
Ricky on
first.
Oh,
Bro,
so we
we're
definitely
not-
have obviously we
First
have
one.
I didn't know there
Earth-
was gonna be a
Earth.
test.
Earth, Mars, Saturn, Venus, Uranus,
Ayo.
Pluto,
Jupiter.
Jupiter.
Yeah.
How many more are there? I'm at 7. I don't know how many there
How
actually
many
is.
more
I could be
There's
maxed
7 or
out.
8,
I
I
don't know.
think.
I'm at 7. I
Earth,
gotta be missing something.
Mars, Saturn, Uranus, Pluto, Venus. Come on, Venus.
Jupiter.
Saturn, Jupiter.
That's
is
8.
That?
That's all there is.
Is there more? There's got to be more though.
No, I
you
think
know
we're
that.
maxed out right there.
You know that aliens.
Earth,
Oh,
Mars.
there's definitely more than
There's
that, for
definitely more
sure.
than that.
Uranus,
But in our
Pluto, Venus.
Our solar system.
yeah.
Any more than
Yeah.
that, Malcolm?
Mercury's
sun.
not a planet.
Mercury
The
is a
sun.
planet.
Oh, that is?
Yes.
Okay.
Isn't the sun? No, the sun is a big star.
That's a star.
That's a
Come
star,
on now.
dude.
Fuck.
I can tell you Jupiter is the largest planet.
Okay, big dog.
Yep. And I can tell you Saturn's got a shit ton of rings around it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Talk to him.
Mars
Mars
has
is
water.
red. I can tell you that Venus was an Earth-like planet at one point, but it's basically what happens after global warming.
So what we will be
Yes.
eventually.
In a couple million,
Allegedly.
few billion years.
It's
maybe.
basically
Yeah.
just gas. There's like no way to really survive on that planet, but it could have been like an Earth-like
have
planet.
been.
Yeah.
Nice.
Pluto apparently is just a bunch of gas, so it's like Malcolm.
Okay.
Mercury is blue, but I don't know a damn thing about Mercury other than it's
Is it
blue.
floating water?
I don't think you can live on Mercury. I think it's I don't know. I don't know much about Mercury. Okay, now let's think of the order, guys.
Oh,
I know
goodness.
Earth is what?
Bro.
Earth is
Way.
the third from the sun,
You're.
I believe.
I never knew this.
I know Pluto is last.
Yes, we all know that. So that's 8, right? So
I
there's
didn't even know that.
1, 2,
What the
3, 4,
fuck?
5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so Pluto is 8.
Well, technically, I mean, I know there's an order because like everything circles within each
There's
other
an
around the
orbit.
sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so at one point, one might not be in order anymore. Are we just talking like closest to furthest? Is that
No,
what
there's
we're-
a closest to furthest to the sun.
Right.
Yeah.
I had one of those little. I'm
yeah,
literally
the thing
thinking
that spins
of,
around.
Yup.
Oh yeah.
Earth is the
Yep.
second or the third. I'm not sure. I'm gonna just say third. Let's
I,
just.
I have the answer here, so I'll let you just.
Okay,
finish
yeah.
up.
Let's do
Yeah.
this. Don't look at it. Fuck you looking at?
I'm not fucking guessing. You're you're
Come
bugging
on.
out.
Come on,
The
where do you think
fuck?
Mars is? I'm thinking Mars is the 4th planet.
I just fucking dude.
It's the
go-
second or the 4th?
I mean, we
Just go
sent,
with your gut.
No, it's. I think it's pretty far. We sent because
You think
we
it's
sent
far?
satellites there, but like they're like this is the furthest we've ever sent one.
What do you say?
Said
I mean-
4. Going 4.
Okay, I'll go 4. That's fine.
Because it's got to be right.
Was that
next.
right?
well,
that right with 4?
just, don't give me the answer because
Amen.
I'll know everything then.
To give me a side eye, you know.
Venus is.
6, 6,
I'm gonna get this so fucking wrong right now.
I hope
God
so.
damn it.
I think Uranus is 6th.
I think Uranus is far out
Not
there.
Chris
yeah.
saying this is painful, guys.
far.
Chris, we didn't pay. Frankie's the only one really
Chris, you're
attempting.
the most recent
Nap?
one out of
Chris
high
Nap?
school.
Chris Knapp. Chris Knapp.
He said this is
Shut
painful,
the
guys.
Fuck up. Guy's got his phone out right now.
He knows the answer.
This is obvious. I don't know why.
You're fucking. You're.
How do
your-
they not know?
Your Chris impression hurts me sometimes because weirdly you get
it's
it
good.
in like some of the words,
But not in others.
But,
Completely
not-
far
What's the
off.
first
one? next to the sun, dude.
What the fuck? I'm
Come
telling you,
on.
I'm not the person to
Yeah,
ask.
I don't know.
Oh my
can ask
god.
Chris, he knows.
Venus too. Fuck it.
This is the stuff in grade school where instead of
It's
maybe
Mercury.
teaching
I'm gonna
us
say
this,
Mercury. Fuck it.
I wanted them to teach me how to do taxes. Like I would have rather learned that.
Four.
So I didn't want to learn that until I got out, and then I was like, damn, I don't know shit about
I don't know
this.
anything about surviving in the world. What the
Yeah.
hell? But I know PEMDAS.
I know PEMDAS.
Thank God.
All right, I got it.
No,
All
you
right, what do you
didn't.
got? Let's
It's
hear
way
it.
wrong. This is literally just off the cuff.
All right.
Fucking
What's your
Mercury. What is it?
Okay, Mercury.
Fuck you. I fucking knew it.
Damn.
Number 2, Venus. Not feeling good about it.
Actually, I'm going off somebody in the chat. Let me look
Yeah,
up.
let's not do
Yeah.
that.
We're
Yeah,
going
be
off
legit
of
here.
somebody else's answer.
Is it Chris Knapp?
No, it's somebody else. Black Kitsune.
Okay, all right. So what did you say next, Frankie?
I said Venus, but I have a feeling it's Earth.
No. Go with what you wrote down.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not. Yeah, Venus. Yeah, I got Mercury, Venus.
Yes.
Okay. Earth.
Yes.
All right. Mars.
Yes.
Uranus.
Wrong.
That's how you pronounce it
Damn.
too.
Yeah.
All right, give me one more shot on that one. Yeah. See, this is where it gets blurry for me.
Not the first four.
No,
Okay.
it's Jupiter or Saturn, but
Jupiter.
Jupiter. Okay.
Then Uranus.
Then Uranus, Saturn,
Eh.
Correct.
Uranus, Pluto.
Wait.
Neptune.
Did we forget about Neptune?
Oh,
we got a whole planet.
There are 9 planets.
Yeah,
That sounds
damn.
right.
That
yeah.
does sound right, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry
well,
to the
whatever. I got the
Neptunians.
first few. That's all that matters anyway. I'm not gonna go to any other ones. So
I don't think we're going to any
I think we're
other
going to
one.
Mars.
Nah.
We're going to Mars.
We
dude.
could
This
go to Mars.
guy, you just outed yourself. You are an alien.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm
the
not going to
fucking
any
planets
other
in
of
the
them.
solar
I'm not going to
system.
any other of them anyway.
Yeah, I'm only going to these first 2.
Dude,
I don't
this
even
guy-
know
Yeah.
the order of them.
This guy's a fucking alien. I fucking
Okay.
knew it.
All right.
Okay.
Next
Well, that was the
question.
best question. Good job, Lachlan. I love that question.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, Fata Eli gives you a shout out. Hopefully, you get your zebra for 2024. He's
Yeah,
got
thanks.
$20.
Thanks
So
for
shout
the-
out Fata for the $20.
Thanks for the $20. Maybe I'll just get a zebra burger or somewhere for that.
I don't
What?
think.
I don't know. Can you eat zebra?
I don't think you
I'm
can.
sure you could, but it's probably frowned upon.
It more than
It might
likely
be.
A bit
is.
of a taboo.
Ricky,
probably.
here's
Yeah.
my own question for you and the room.
All right.
Would you guys eat a human burger if you could eat one ethically?
You say
Nah.
a human burger?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want that taste. Might taste
Get
good.
mad cow disease. That's
No,
if you
no.
eat brain.
Be a whole
If you could
nother
eat it
movie would come
ethically and you're not going to get sick
No.
physically.
I feel like I'd
No.
probably try it.
Yes.
I'd probably try
That's
it.
what I'm talking about.
I don't think I could.
I mean, I've had like alligator and stuff. You know,
You just gotta complete the circle of mammals.
Like if there's some weird
I
ethical
mean, I had a
way-
bison fillet when I was out at Yellowstone.
I heard that's pretty gamey to eat.
Bison?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, there's a fillet part of it, so it wasn't at all.
Maybe,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
probably
But maybe the
great.
rest of it, yeah.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
elk is very gamey. Had
Malcolm, would you
elk.
eat a human being?
I'm gonna go ahead and say yeah.
You're canceled.
Like you'd try it.
I'd take a bite.
yeah, right?
If everybody's like, oh yeah, dude, it's cool. We
If we're
tried
all
it.
eating it.
Yeah. If everybody's like, dude, we get
Sorry,
it.
do you have any chicken,
Give
Tim?
it a
If it
try.
turned into a normal thing, like
Yeah.
if you were born and growing up, your parents fed you human burgers, you're gonna think it's normal.
That's different.
That's kind of similar how Malcolm grew up.
We
Almost.
just we just
Gotta eat what you got.
but we're talking about we're eating it like now.
Dude,
and-
this is going to end
and
up
with
happening
the
for the
knowledge-
record. We're going to end up eating human beings at one point.
No, we're gonna end up farming
might
such
not.
fake
We
meat
might not.
But
that
the people in the future
Oh
are
yeah,
gonna.
they're growing fake meat.
we're gonna be
Yeah.
farming so
That's
much fake meat.
They're
The
going to
other
be
day,
farming people.
the other day at the wedding we were at, okay, I accidentally
Uh-oh.
chose the vegan option.
What kind of fucking accident is that?
Yeah, like when you let the monkey out.
Did you just lose your man card?
I had the vegan option.
What was it?
It was a big portobello mushroom. I thought it said I thought that it was a mushroom with cheese on top
Of
of
what?
a piece of meat.
Not in vegan world.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that, and I ate
Just
it anyway.
everything bad.
Was it
It
good?
was pretty good. I'm saying like some of the vegan options are kind of delicious. They're good.
Good.
I mean, I like vegetables, but I also want them with like a steak.
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Right.
But here was the thing though. The vegetarian or whatever the vegetable option that I had, the vegetable option was smothered in cheese. So I was like, if I was
That's not
actually
vegan.
Oh, so it's
vegan,
not
then I
vegan.
can't eat this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vegetarian.
Vegetarian.
Vegetarian is the thing. That shit was so good. I want to fucking
Vegetarian
have some.
pisses me off more than vegan, I think.
More?
Yeah.
Really?
Why?
Because I'm like, just commit.
Oh, Carl, they called it a Portobello Wellington. That's what the name of it was.
Portobello?
Right? Just commit.
Who just?
you
who-
I guess. I
who
mean,
said
it
that?
depends.
No,
if you
I
don't wanna go all
remember.
the
Oh,
way.
okay. It
He's
is.
like,
it
you
was
really want to save the
portobello.
animals? Why don't you just commit?
Well, the cheese ain't killing nobody.
Well, they're
Well,
abusing the fuck out of those
Yeah,
animals
they
to get
are.
that cheese.
I'll eat the shit out of cheese.
I fucking love cheese. I'm lactose as hell. I love cheese.
There's no ethical way to get out of that shit, man.
No.
If you're living in the world right now, you're
Yeah.
fucking hurting animals. in
Yeah, no
some
matter
way.
what you do, somehow, some
Yeah.
way. Like if girls are like, oh, I love the animals. Yeah, but you have makeup on that comes from like animals.
that
Yeah.
they literally test on
And-
animals.
for those vegetable farms, whatever. You know how many fucking
shit.
hogs they got to kill to keep them from
Well,
eating
they're
Oh,
them?
having
yeah,
a hog
left and
problem,
right.
though. They are having a
Yeah.
hog problem
Yeah.
down in Texas.
They fuck.
Yeah, they
like
shoot those things from
jackrabbits.
helicopters, dude.
I want to go
Yeah.
so
It is
bad.
sick.
Yeah, people want me to go to that. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, it's almost not like hunting at that point.
Yeah, it's like a slaughter.
It's literally just killing.
yeah, and I'm not really
Yeah.
into that.
My concern is that, like, they're killing them. Yeah, they need to eradicate them because there's a lot of them, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Right.
Which is a thing that
Yeah.
exists.
Right.
But
Can I eat them at least?
what happens to them after? Are you just killing them just because you have all
They
these
rot,
guns?
probably.
Yeah,
They
they
probably
probably
rot
get rid
right
of
there.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's kind of bad.
You're not
There's
land-
too many
You're
to
not
eat.
landing the helicopter and picking them up.
Yeah, that's
You know what I'm saying?
exactly what
I think they're just eating them out of the other hogs. Hogs are like
The only way I'm doing this is if there's an M60. It's a Huey from Vietnam, and they're playing some old fucking rock. Perfect. Yeah. That's the only way.
yeah. What song is
Fucking. God.
Creedence?
Creedence Clearwater. Yeah,
Creedence
right.
Clearwater.
Yeah.
We listened to that song when we got into the desert. It was the first thing I did. I almost crashed us.
Dude, that's the only way I'm getting in that.
We were pulling
helicopter.
into Grange, or we were getting closer and closer to Grange, and I just put that song on. I forgot I was driving.
Forgot.
Fucking-
I think.
Yeah, it was good.
Another question?
Yeah, we got a lot.
Oh boy.
This one's Squill FPV. Can you tell a story of a time you may have been too ambitious?
Maybe getting an FD.
Yeah.
I was so confident my first year,
I
and I
would
got
be-
smacked in the face by reality.
I mean, at least you can admit it now.
Yeah, I mean, look, I did.
Would you have
like,
changed anything? Would
No,
you have
no,
changed
no,
anything?
no, no. It's been an amazing experience, and that's why I want to go back. If I didn't
Okay.
like it, I wouldn't be trying to go back.
Yeah.
Well, that was your first season, and then you had another one, right?
Yeah, then in my second, so my first season overall, I finished 10th place in the whole
Okay.
series, which isn't
Out
bad.
of what?
32.
Okay.
And then my second year, I finished, I think, 9th, or it was like 9th, somewhere right around. I think it was 9th out of like
so better than the
40,
year before.
better than the year before. And then the most previous year, I broke everything in every event,
Okay.
and I finished like 22nd.
Okay.
And that's when I was like, I need to take a step back. I'm spending money for no reason. I need to revamp the car. So I did revamp the car, drove it all year, and it's been good. So I'm like, all right, cool. We can go back into FD. I've learned more, and I'm ready to.
That
take a
sucks,
step
though, that
back
you
in.
had like a piece of equipment that you couldn't. It sounds like it broke a
Yeah,
lot.
it happens to a
So-
lot of people. It's
that-
like more common. So like your first 2 years, like the car's pretty good. The third year, you're like, the car's still good. Those parts are weak. They're tired. Things are bent. You don't know about it. Shit just starts snapping in half out of nowhere.
I got a question for you. Where do you see this taking you, if anywhere? Do you just do it for fun at this point? Like, what's...
If I could make drifting for myself to the point where I'm not making money, but I'm not spending money, it's like almost just
That seems to be the goal for
that
a
would
lot
be
of drifters.
yeah, that would be amazing.
A
Now,
sustainable
personally,
platform.
Like, that's what
Right.
Josh is trying to get to.
So for
Yeah.
me though, I see this also as I can have this car that's badass and fast as hell. I'm gonna have a seat time car. I have sponsors that help pay for a lot of the stuff as long as I produce what I have to produce. I still put money out of my pocket, but the money out of my pocket is probably similar to running a full season of Club Loose.
Okay.
So if I can spend the same money to run Club Loose all year long, or the same money to do Grid Life Lime Rock, go drift in California, go to Seattle, go to Texas, and do all these crazy tracks and have the time of my life traveling with everybody, why wouldn't I do that?
Hell yeah, dude.
So you're thinking
Easy.
it's almost...
Yeah, like, so for
similar.
me, Formula D is not the pinnacle of where I think drifting should be for people. Not some people, yes. Some people, they only want to compete and that's it. For me, it's another piece of the puzzle for doing more stuff in drifting.
Yeah. I like that.
It's like a channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just another
Yep.
thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, this is from I'm Not Seb. What's his favorite Smash Mouth song? That's so specific. I hope you know the Seb
All
person.
star.
I do.
Gotta be
Okay,
all-star.
good.
So we were at PRI and he put, you know, like you can log into a like a jukebox from your phone at a bar.
Uh-huh.
So he did that, and I think he put on Smash Mouth like 55 times. in a row.
No!
I do know one Smash
Devious.
Mouth.
Yeah.
What's that one Smash Mouth song that's not
All-Star.
All-Star? That's good. There is one.
I actually don't remember
Something-
what song it
something-
was. I just remember it was Smash Mouth.
Hey,
I
now.
heard it so
Around
many
the
times,
sun,
I'm
around
over
the
it.
sun?
No, there was my cousin did that once, but she played.
Walking.
There's
on
like
the
a
sun?
loop where it's just
You just
and the
loop
wheels
it.
stop coming and the wheels or
Yeah.
whatever that verse is.
And then she just looped that.
It's a loop on YouTube of like
Oh
10
my
hours. I was like,
God.
Walking
is
on
there
the
something
Sun
wrong?
by Smash Mouth. That's a good song.
It might have been that one.
That's a good.
But
I
yeah.
don't think I can play that, but
Yeah, he put it on so many. He's like, yeah, I had like $80 in there, and I just put all Smash Mouth. And it was on. It was on. Like you could hear it, but as more people came to the bar,
It would
like,
just get
it got drowned out. But like an hour later, we're like, it's still on. like a group of like 6
Yeah.
of us knew about it, so like we were laughing to ourselves about it.
that's something my friend Brendan would do.
Would Brendan do that?
Yes, he's definitely done that.
This is from a friend of mine, Dan the Man 95. What's Ricky's daily driver? I'm actually curious too.
Yeah,
What do
me
you drive
too.
Ooh,
regularly?
what do you think it is?
Oh,
A Chevy?
Thinking like
I think it's a Ford.
Mm-hmm.
Malcolm?
I am going to guess. Let's see.
I have a second guess.
it's a car.
Okay, let
Fuck,
me
I'm
get
already
this.
wrong.
Yeah, but you can guess again.
Okay.
It's a.
Hurry up.
I'm gonna just say Nissan Altima.
Subaru.
No, it's a fuck. It's a car.
Yeah,
Definitely not a Nissan.
It's a Honda Accord.
no,
Fuck.
it's a Volkswagen Golf TDI.
What
6-speed.
the fuck? I would have never guessed that shit.
Yeah. So I never would have viewed myself having one, but I drive a lot of miles for work, and I wanted something that was still fun. It's a 6-speed. It's tuned, deleted, stage 2. It's quick enough. It's like stock WRX fast.
And it's a nice car, I'm sure.
It's decent. Oh yeah, it's got heated seats. You know, like
It's a wagon.
yeah,
Smells like crayon.
golf. It's a
Bikes.
golf. So
Bike-
it's a 2-door wagon. Yeah,
Bike could fit.
Bike
right
can fit in the back. Yeah, like I get tuned from work in it. It's fun. It's a diesel. It rolls coal. Cool.
Does it really?
Oh yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah.
Interesting. All right. I don't know if I'm gonna ask this next one, Frankie, but maybe you can if
What is
you
it
are
about?
feeling it.
you're
But I'm
feeling
gonna
it.
skip to this one. That Blue Truck 240. Why don't you sell more FC parts? This is to you, I guess.
Oh yeah, it's got to be to you guys. I don't sell parts.
I don't know if you sell any FC
Yeah,
parts.
damn, I love FCs though. I had
Me?
two.
We
I had
sell-
quite a few of them.
You did you really?
Yeah, I had 3 of them. I had a Turbo 2, I had an NA, and I had a Roller. The Turbo 2 was badass.
Tom's brother just got his
They are
kind of going.
sick.
Beautiful car.
Don't get me wrong, it's not like practical by any means.
No.
but they're cool cars.
It's awesome. Okay, Frankie, what are you looking at?
I'm looking at the question. There is a way to word this where we could ask it, but
God.
it's like, do I want to put Ricky through this ridiculousness? Why don't I put you through it first? And then Ricky can answer it if he wants.
I'm not gonna answer. That's the thing.
I'll answer it.
After
I'll
taking
probably
note on
answer it.
the things that you say that I shouldn't say,
Yeah.
it's probably something that we shouldn't say.
Mm.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, well, yeah, can I see the question?
Yeah.
Let me review this question. Which one is it?
It's right there.
I have a way to do that.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not.
But
I mean,
Well, keep asking the more other questions.
I'll ask Malcolm a question.
no, don't.
I don't know.
I don't think it's.
So we had a conversation before this started. And I was
Yeah.
like, what is good and not good to talk about?
This is what I was-
the
And
I
one
said, the first thing I
thing.
said was,
This is it.
I say
Yeah.
some dumb shit.
Yeah, right. But
this-
then I'm like, so like, what can I say? We came up with what not to say, and this is it.
Okay, but here's the problem. This is my show, and if I was listening to this shit, I would be mad right now. So, Malcolm,
Okay.
would you rather have
Oh,
a
man.
homosexual son or a daughter that was a little more on the
Promiscuous side?
yes?
A whore.
Man.
I'm going with the free spirit son.
Free spirit son.
Yeah.
Same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same.
We've had this conversation before.
Yeah, 100%.
And we always say son, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
We've had this conversation at work. Like we do this or that's at work, but like I cannot say a single
Yeah,
word.
no,
on
I
my
that's
guarantee
fine.
you,
That's
bro, we
fine.
cannot.
No,
That's
100%.
fine.
We cannot.
I
Like,
mean,
I'll ask him after, and you guys are gonna be like,
I'm just
who thought of this? They're bad.
Just put yourself in this position, and
Yeah.
and you'd be like, oh, if my son was gay or whatever, or my
Yeah.
daughter, like if my daughter was,
Thought.
for better lack of better terms, being a slut.
Yeah.
Yes, having a gay son is awesome compared to having a daughter and dealing with that. Fuck
A gay
that.
dude could still fight. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I
would
just
love
wanted
to
to be
have a
known
gay
that
son.
I
Oh, man.
didn't say anything, and neither did Ricky.
And then my son could give
I
me
answered.
style.
Oh, you did
You have to
answer?
answer. All 3 of us answer. You have to answer.
Could
I don't.
style
Answer.
me up.
I'm not.
Pressure's
I'm not.
on.
Yeah, get me right,
Gay
little
son.
boy.
Get me right. Yeah.
Dude, I don't want to answer.
Dude, having a daughter in general, the stress.
Yeah. Even if your daughter was a saint,
That's the thing.
still
Like
stressful.
you have like all of us are like we're all guys. Like I'm sure we've all had girlfriends or have girlfriends. Like you're worried about her going to the mall.
Yeah,
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like imagine having a daughter.
Who's just out there.
Well, not even
fucking-
that. It's not even that. Just having
What's
a
she-
daughter
what's she doing,
who's
Frankie?
17 years old.
What's
Yeah.
she doing?
And she goes out,
Gallivanting.
and all of a sudden you can't reach her on the phone.
Oh,
bro.
my
know what I'm saying?
God, bro. The end of
I mean,
that's
it's just, you're gonna be worried about the guy too, but you're gonna be like, like he'll get through it. Like whatever, he'll be fine. Even if he gets beat up, he'll be fine.
yeah.
Like it is what
Like,
it is.
Yeah, like if my gay son didn't answer the phone or my daughter
Yeah,
didn't
but
answer the phone.
regardless of
I'd
if
be like,
they're
he's gonna be all
homosexual,
right.
straight, whatever. Like if I have 2 kids and I have a girl and a boy, and the guy's out and he's not answering his phone, he's 17 years old. I'm like, that kid's drunk on vodka in a field somewhere.
Yeah.
He'll wake up, he's gonna be hungover, he'll be fine. I'll yell at him tomorrow. The girl doesn't answer.
And you already know she had like 20 different dudes over the last week. And you're like, hey, I don't know. She could be anywhere.
Yeah.
Dude, fuck that. That's a lot of stress, man.
All right, Franklin, I'm gonna cut you
There
off.
you go, guys. I asked the question, okay? So I don't want to hear any bullshit. Well, you didn't ask the question. I asked it. All right? We all answered it,
We did.
Yeah.
except for Carl.
I did.
Oh, he answered.
I said case.
He low-key answered.
Hot Works Thumb.
Thumb?
I don't know. What's the best engine for a Sylvia and why is it an SR?
It's a Jay-Z.
It's definitely not a Jay-Z.
It's a Jay-Z.
All right. So now we're just lying. Okay, so
It's a Jay-Z.
why do you say it's a Jay-Z?
Because of God's motor.
Because it's reliable. That's why you say
It's
Jay-Z.
reliable.
Yeah.
You can put those motors through. If you get that thing to 270 degrees, is it ever going to run again?
No.
Hell no.
No.
Hell no.
I know a lot
came
of
off
Jay-Z's.
the Irwindale bank with a blown head gasket at 275 degrees, and I did 2 more battles after that.
And then what?
It was fine. I replaced the head gasket.
Oh, there.
He had to replace the head gasket.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I had to do, though. If that thing hit that temperature, I don't even know what would happen.
I don't think
A
it
Jay-Z
would
is a
last.
better engine,
For sure.
not in a Sylvia.
Liar.
Bro, Wannabe Evo is back in here giving money. Wannabe Evo, stop. We
Frankie
appreciate
gets
it, though.
Rod knock.
We appreciate it,
$5.
though.
We're not playing the game.
We're not playing the game anymore. We're not playing the drift budget game.
Listen, if you guys get this chat with $1,000, Frankie will not put coolant in his motor.
Yo.
Fair enough. I'll do that. I'll do that.
Oh!
That shit is stored indoors anyway.
I'll put water in it. All right. Favorite sandwich?
I don't know. Good pastrami sandwich. It's good. Like Cat's Delicatessen in New York City.
Yo, I want to go there. No one's
You
ever
never been
brought
there?
me there, man.
Dude,
what
it
the
is
fuck?
so good.
Dude,
it's the best.
Pastrami with like a little thing of like Thousand Island on the side or
I
something.
want
On
to
it.
go there.
You have to-
on
on
it?
it. Dude,
I'm a
yeah.
dipper. I gotta have a lot of it.
On it, dude.
Fuck.
Yeah.
With some slaw or whatever the fuck.
New, yeah.
Straight
is
pipe
good.
BMW E36
Wait, what are
325i.
your guys' favorite
oh,
sandwiches?
oh, sorry.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah.
I'm boring.
Sorry, I'm thinking of pastrami.
Oh,
Fuck
so
already.
good.
I just like chicken cutlet sandwiches. I'm boring.
Okay.
Chicken
They're
cutlet
good, though.
I don't.
sandwich?
It's good.
Yeah, I don't really eat cold cuts.
Yeah.
Like I'm
I'm
not
trying
really.
to think of what sandwich I like. I need a good Italian. It's gotta have that like a good Italian.
The gabagoo.
Gotta have the gabagoo on there. Capicola.
Malcolm's
bit
been
of-
thinking about this for an hour. It
What?
looks like he's
I already
in
know.
heavy thought.
No, it's a cheesesteak.
Fair enough.
Dude, I had
the
this
Cheesesteaks are
cheesesteak.
good.
I was
Philly
with my
cheesesteak?
brother.
Yeah, Del Sandro's.
No, I had
Ooh,
Angelo's
ooh.
in Philly. Also good though. The
Yeah.
bread, man. Fuck.
Yeah.
We can't.
What?
Cut. I'm hungry.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm hungry
I
now.
know.
Instantly hungry.
Damn it. All right. This one's another one
Wait,
from
wait, wait, wait.
Alan.
Straight pipe.
Yeah.
All right.
Straight pipe BMW E36 325i or straight pipe
Oh God.
Hyundai Genesis 3.6.
Not that one.
Wait, 3.6? Those motors, they're quick.
Yeah, but they don't sound good.
I don't know how they sound.
They
I
can't.
don't-
It's a V6. They
It's
can't
bi-
sound
it's
good. So-
eerily close to a 3, 5, and 7 of a VQ, so I know
no,
what it's going to
I think they're
sound
going to be sound completely different. So I actually had an ex-girlfriend that had the 3.6 Genesis with the 6-speed in it, and I drove it. That thing was fun as hell.
What?
Yeah, they're quick for what it was.
I
And this
thought,
is probably when I was like 20, 21,
oh, I think
22.
they're heavy.
When it first came out. It
That's
had like
what
the
it is.
Brembo brakes on
Yup.
it and stuff. And it was cool. That's when Reese Millen was driving the supercharged one in FD.
R-Spec or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
had,
R-Spec,
the,
yep.
had the brakes. I had a kid
Yeah.
who I went to school with. I went to school in South Jersey at Rowan, and he had one with Brembos on it. I think I looked at the curb weight, and I was like, what the fuck?
Oh,
Oh,
probably through
yeah,
the
They're
roof,
crazy
dude.
heavy.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa. Anyway, thank you, Alan. Do a little dance. Why are you quoting this song? He's saying, "Do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight." Yes, sir. On God, tap
I'll
in.
do what I can.
Speak on the S14 JZX 100 front end swap with Rich.
I did want to know about
What?
this.
So, all right. So we were at Utah 2 years ago, and I got knocked out in. It's another one. I got knocked out in top 32. I was pissed the hell off. So I go back to my trailer, but I actually smashed my helmet, broke my helmet in
Destroyed.
2 pieces. I was pissed. Dude, I just went across the country, got knocked out in top 32, spent a butt ton of money to get there. And it was the end of the season. I was like, every event, something broke. Like, just one of those things, like, it was built up, whatever. So I'm done. I'm off the track. Rich had a buy run in his top 32 because he qualified so well, blew his motor up on the buy run. So he's technically in the top 16, but he's got a blown motor and can't compete. So the original plan was I was going to give him my motor because we both ran JZs.
Right here on the spot.
On the spot. We started pulling mine out. We started pulling his out. And as we're doing it, I'm like, wait, we have 2 different cylinder heads. So, like, a lot of stuff is not going to fit. Like, intercooler piping is going to be different. Like, turbo, wiring harness differences. Like, a lot of stuff was not going to work.
Oh.
So we didn't do it. But Rich was like, well, damn, I really wish I could go out to the top 16 ceremonies. So we had both front ends off because we were getting ready to pop these motors out. So we put the JZX front end onto my S14. It fits so good. It is so close to being what it should be.
What?
With very minimal helping of setting body panels. It was cool, though, because, like, it was the rear half of my car with, like, the wheel company I was sponsored by at the time, and it was the front half of Rich's car with the, I think there were arrays that he had in his car. And, like, there's a picture of it online. Like, it fits sick.
From the front end, you probably wouldn't have even.
Dude, Larry Chen was walking past this thing for the introductions, and he, like, double taked. I was like, what the heck? And it was cool because, like, we're both sponsored by CoreWorks.
Yeah.
So, like, there was CoreWorks all over the car, front and rear, and, like, Greg loved it. Like, Greg from CoreWorks is the man. I don't know if you guys know him or not. He is.
We never met them really officially.
Oh, man.
We might have met. I might have met him
Yeah.
in passing, but I don't remember.
Oh, he's the man. He was loving it. He's out there cheering us. He was having a good time. Everyone is like, this is sick. Like,
Both cars
yeah, both cars in one.
out there.
I thought the cars looked pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool. I liked it. I tried to buy the front end off Rich. He gave me a price. I was like, take it back.
Now
This
that would be a
is-
cool thing to do.
This one's from FRS Zach. What is one thing you would tell your younger self? And also, do aliens exist? I'm going to answer the last one first. Yes.
For sure. For sure.
We talked about
aliens
that.
exist.
We got on the
100%.
same page
Yeah,
with
no
that.
shot they don't.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah.
But the
like,
first one.
Anything or like drift related?
I would say anything.
Probably anything.
I want to say anything.
If I could tell like
Don't say like winning lottery numbers or something like that.
If I could tell 17-year-old myself, I mean, it wouldn't be winning lottery numbers. Maybe like yo, invest in Amazon. Like, next thing you know, you don't have to work. You don't need sponsors. Do whatever you want. You're good.
True.
And like Tesla, invest in Tesla.
Yeah.
That's pretty much
Or like
lottery
Bitcoin.
numbers, though.
Yeah.
Bitcoin would have been so easy.
Oh man, yeah.
But I feel like I
Yeah,
would
but
have.
if there was actual advice,
Yeah, that's.
man, I don't know. Like, I don't regret really most of anything that I've done. Maybe get into drifting earlier.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
Because I got into drifting when I was, like I said, I was like 21, 22, 23-ish. If my first car was a drift car, I would have definitely got into FD earlier. Like, those 3 years that I missed, if I could have added that and made my drifting career to that point, there would have been a lot more stuff I could have done sooner, and it would have been way cheaper.
Yeah, cheaper for sure.
I think
Yeah.
I would have. It's something along the lines of that, but it wouldn't have been like directly drifting related. I would have just
Right.
told myself like, okay, if you like cars, go ahead and go start
Yeah, go do
liking
your
cars
thing.
like right away. Just get
Yeah.
into it, because then I would have made the mistakes earlier.
Right. You would have known more.
Would have learned more,
Yep.
and then the rest might still be the same. But I would have done it earlier.
Right.
I would be 26, not 28. What about you, Frankie?
What regrets?
Yeah.
What is it? Oh God! As you guys were saying
We're
that,
just
I was
listing off regrets in your head.
I was like, oh my God, there's so much shit I would tell myself that I don't even really have an answer. I feel like the first thing would be she's not worth it. That'd be the first thing, and that's for almost every fucking girl I was with.
Yeah, I think any guy can look back to any relationship and think that. But
Yeah.
like, there had to be one good thing you took away from the relationship.
There's a lot of good things I
Right.
took away from
Okay, there you
relationships.
go.
Right.
Yeah, but there's always some, I don't know, but like life advice that doesn't involve women. I don't know. I feel
do
like
that in your 20s.
I feel like we're pretty good. We do what we want to do,
Right.
and,
Yeah,
and we're
we're- yeah,
fortunate enough to be able to do that. And
Right. We've built a solid enough career that we're not stressed completely about money, but we can go out and enjoy ourselves and not be like, oh my God,
Yeah.
I spent that money last night. I can't afford a rent.
Yeah, there's really nothing crazy.
Some months, man.
Listen, when I was building the FD car, me and Steve, we were broke. It was insane how broke we were for the amount of hours that we were both working. And we both rent the same house.
So
So
you
like
see each other
we're-
hating life every day.
miserable. Absolutely miserable. And then
if you guys didn't live together, you think you would have still did that shit?
I don't know. We really pushed off of each other
Yeah.
a lot. Like we really did.
That's
And
pretty
then,
powerful, actually.
Yeah. And then it was cool because at the end of our first year, we battled at Irwindale together, which was cool.
If you break my car, we're fixing this shit at
Yeah.
home.
And I won, by the way, Steve, if you're watching this. And yeah, so it was funny because it was actually a battle for third place. So the battle was to get on the podium. And both these cars were pieces of crap at this point. Like I had no power steering and a blown head gasket. Steve already hit the wall once. He has like 2 different front knuckles on his car. And like the thing isn't steering right. His power steering doesn't work, and the thing's barely idling at this point. And we one more timed. These cars should not have made a single battle.
But they did.
The tech director came up and was like, "Dude, these cars, they're hurting." And we're like, "Yeah, we know." And at one point, Steve knocked the rear bash bar off his car, and Kevin, the tech director, came up and was like, "You got to put your spare on." Steve's like, "Spare?" He's like, "What do you mean?"
What's spare?
He's like, "You think I have a spare bash bar?" He's like, "I don't have money to get home."
It's kind of cool to hear that that still exists. You're in a pro level and that it's still like normal problems.
Oh yeah, yeah. What's funny because he picked up the bash bar. I thought Steve is not a welder. He can like tack some stuff together. Like he can play around a little bit, but he is by far not a welder. And he welded this bash bar himself, and he was proud of this thing, man. He was so it didn't look good, especially because I am a welder.
Yeah.
And like it just didn't, one tap of the wall, that thing came flying off. It just perfectly popped off. The weld just bink, just popped right off. And Kevin told him this thing in his hand, and he's looking at the weld, and he's like, "Yeah, honestly, if you had a spare, I probably wouldn't trust it either."
He's probably looking at that
about
and he's
it,
just
yeah.
thinking of the rest of the car. And
Oh
he's
yeah,
like,
100%.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Can we go back though, Malcolm? What would you tell your younger self?
Probably pay attention. No, not pay attention to school
I
more.
feel like you definitely have something.
Probably
It's gotta be something
just
good.
do better in school, honestly.
Do you think school mattered? Be honest.
Yeah. Be fucking because I also graduated. I'm going to tell you a completely different answer, I think, than you.
I don't really think school mattered that much.
No, I didn't learn anything.
I think Malcolm's only
I mean-
problem was he didn't know what he wanted to do.
Not
yeah,
an-
I
okay.
never did.
Not
Honestly,
anything, but most.
it would probably just be tell myself like, just do whatever you want to do and don't care.
Yeah.
Because that's why I have regrets now. Because I went to college even though I didn't want to go to college.
So you
Just to
didn't-
make other
you didn't-
people
yeah,
happy.
you were there because you had to be there almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not because you wanted to be. So you didn't obtain information. You didn't pick what you wanted to pick.
Yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
learned a lot, but it's like I could have been doing some other shit that I really wanted to do
Yeah.
instead of making people happy and
Yep.
doing what's.
Yeah,
You
you
know-
seem to regret your school thing.
I don't regret all the people I met and everything I did, but
I love school.
I regret wasting the time going to school.
I fucking love school.
I didn't think
I
school.
love school. I,
I
love
liked
learning.
hanging
I love.
out. That
Dude,
was
but
it.
how much stuff that you learned in school do you use now?
Only what I learned in college. Not anything from high school.
I
There's
learned
nothing-
it
Like,
in
I don't need to know what
barely
dinosaur.
anything.
What'd you study in
like,
college?
Business management.
That's what I did.
Yeah, so for
accounting.
you, that's good. For what
Yeah.
you do here, it's perfect, actually.
Yeah,
I studied business management, and when I tell you, and I
but there are things you know that you would not have known.
I needed to use my degree. Like actually, my job now, I used my degree to apply to it. And like there's some things that I totally got from it, like
But for
And-
your situation, it's more like it might have helped
formulating
you get the job,
emails
too,
and
right?
like how to act in the office, like just standard HR behavior, like
HR,
those
what's
things.
that?
Yeah, we don't have that here.
Those
I
things
don't
are
have that in my job either.
those were
I don't know.
you
Well,
could probably
yeah.
have crammed in all of those classes in a semester where I learned everything.
Yeah.
But what I
Yeah.
did learn in college was how many beers I could drink. No, it was how to survive, literally. Like what can't I do on a regular basis? What should I be doing on a regular basis but not doing them?
Well, that's really what school is.
That's what
mean,
taught
yeah.
me. Like
It's supposed to teach you how to become an adult.
literally.
Right.
Yeah,
Like
that's
how do
what
I get
college was for
home?
me.
Like a byproduct.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't go to college. I went to UTI car school.
Uh-huh.
I came right out of there, went to Mercedes-Benz, worked there for 3 years, quit there, went to a performance shop, built Subaru race cars for 3 years, and then went into the welding, into the union. And I wish that I would have been 18 and just went and
To the union.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. I should have
Yeah?
skipped everything else.
So you
Yeah.
were into automotive first.
Yeah,
that
so
was-
I can't say that completely because those 7-ish years of working on cars makes me
yeah.
I built my own race car.
Yeah, you can
know,
do
I
everything you can do.
I probably wouldn't be as well as I am now, obviously with the car, but the money side of it, like I make triple what I made at Mercedes Benz, and I was a master tech at Mercedes Benz.
Holy shit.
Considered
a master
considered
tech?
a master tech.
Wow.
Yeah, because at Mercedes you take a test. All you do, take an online test, you get bumped up, you get bumped up, you get bumped up. It doesn't go off like time.
I was going to ask you how it was there.
So I learned a lot. You learn a lot of wiring stuff very fast. Those cars have miles of wiring in them.
Ugh,
You learn CAN
yikes.
stuff, which now CAN stuff is all transferring over to
Yeah.
the world that we're in, everywhere. So I did learn a lot, which was good and definitely helps. And I learned working on cars like a lot, and it did definitely help. And going to precision tuning and then learning strictly performance side of stuff as well,
Yeah.
coming in as a technician and not a parts changer made my life extremely easy for
Yeah.
working on cars. Yeah. I'm convinced in my head that there is not a single problem on any car that I can't figure out.
That's awesome.
God, that's amazing.
That's how I feel about my technician, Chris. You
Yeah.
know Chris.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's how I feel about him. Because when he runs into a problem, he's like, "Ah, this might be the one where I don't know if I was like, yeah, whatever. And then,
And then he
he'll
figures
go
it out.
out
Yeah.
there for another
Well,
fucking
it
4
turns into a
hours
thing
and,
where you will fight yourself to figure this car out.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then he figures it out. And I'm
Yeah.
like, holy shit.
I mean, maybe
dude.
some newer stuff that's out now since I haven't been in like that Mercedes world for a while.
Yeah.
Like without Mercedes special tools, I probably wouldn't be able to. But if you give me the right tools that I can figure this out, I will figure it out.
Yeah.
100%.
That's a cool feeling. I think you took a really good path, actually, to where you are right now.
Yeah, overall, yeah, but money wise,
Yeah, but fuck the money. I mean,
yeah, hindsight 2020. Everybody could say
fuck the money.
wish
You,
it-
you know all that information about
yeah.
the automotive world, so now you can apply it to
Yeah,
what you
it
like
does
to do
help.
for fun.
Yeah, you break down the side of the road. Like, you know the right way to fix things, but you know, like, I could ghetto fix this. I can
Yeah.
get to the next town.
Yeah,
'Cause we've done
those are
some
the important.
Ghetto fixes. Like the Jeep days when all my friends used to off-road. Oh, my
Tho-
God.
those are the fixes that matter the most.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
you handle yourself in an emergency situation. Like
Yeah. Like Gary, he's like basically like my crew chief on my FD team. He's the same way. He can fix anything.
I would trust
That
after
dude-
seeing Gary's.
oh,
I would totally
that
trust.
dude could fix anything. He can ghetto fix it. He can good fix it. He can wire. He can wrench. He's like getting decently good at welding now. I've been helping him out with that. Like he's becoming like, and he's fast. That dude is fast. Just feed him. When he's hungry, get out of his way. Oh no, he's just, oh man, hangry is not the word. That and he's not a morning person. Take those two things away, dude's an animal.
That's
So
awesome.
only hit him up between the hours of 10 to 11.
Oh, he's a night guy
before
for sure.
lunch,
He is a night guy.
then after lunch.
Dude, there's a lot of weird questions in here,
A lot of them are from Chris.
and a lot of them are from Chris now.
That doesn't shock me the least bit.
This one's from Gerald Kelly before we get into the nap series. If you could only drive one car for the rest of your life, what would you pick? That's so easy for me, dude. I already know my answer.
It's 300.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not.
Sequoia.
No. It would be a 911 turbo. G-body
Dumbest
911
shit I ever
turbo.
heard. All right, Ricky.
Fat metal flares.
I don't know, man. So given I have this like past, like working at Mercedes, I've driven a bunch of cars.
You
Don't-
probably
do
drove so
not
many
give me
cool
some
Oh,
Mercedes Benz.
No.
right
I've driven all their Black Series stuff. That's badass. They're literally street legal race cars. Like they're ridiculous.
I don't know enough about them to
Yeah.
really
So just
say anything.
this
I
isn't
know
a,
a guy
this
at
isn't a
Benzel
car,
Busch.
but an SL65 AMG Black Series is a bi-turbo V12 carbon fiber street car.
Would you rather have a bi-turbo son or a bi? Okay. Anyway. Yeah, you thought
But
we were done with
if
that.
if you put that thing in like the manual mode, which is smack shifters obviously, first gear, traction control off, and just let off the brake, it would spin the rear tires.
What
It
is
was
it?
ridiculous.
What is it bi-turbo? Is it just,
Basically, it just means that the turbo systems are separate. There's separate throttle bodies for each side of the motor. They have two ECUs.
Oh, okay.
It's a complete.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, that's how the BMWs are. Like the M5s, the V8s, two computers.
I don't know if I like those anymore.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Knowing
Oh,
that,
yeah.
that sounds like
Yeah, and
two
there's one
things.
ECU per side of the motor. Oh yeah, and they talk to each other obviously, but it's yeah.
Hey, yo,
Yep.
open up.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm coming in.
Yeah.
That's you
crazy.
just blew my mind with the ECU thing. I
Oh
gotta-
yeah.
I gotta
But
watch
what
some
car
YouTube
would you
videos.
drive?
I do like Porsches like a lot. That's the thing though. Like I know that every single cool car, lame car, whatever, is going to piss me off and break down in the most inconvenient time.
Fuck.
It's all nuts and bolts.
You're already thinking of
and
the
they
bad.
all do the same shit, man. Like, I can tell you what car I want to build.
Okay.
Like, I really want. I met a guy at SEMA that builds adapter plates for STI transmissions, so you can put almost any motor into an STI. And I want to do a VR6 turboed STI because you use the all-wheel drive system.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it'll just be cool, different. That's what I want to do.
Like a
definitely-
Subaru, Volkswagen, like that 5-cylinder car with the
Volvo
rally
motor?
car. That shit sounds so
Yeah.
good.
It's just something different I want to do. Like, I love the VR6 motors. I think they're badass. And like Subaru all-wheel drive system for a driver, it's rear-wheel drive based. It's got a good 6-speed transit. It can handle all the power. The things are badass. It'd just be, I think, a really fun
That's
street
So
car.
so you still like Subarus a little bit?
Oh yeah, yeah. I think they're cool cars. Definitely.
I like.
I think the
Subarus.
motors are garbage, but everything else about them,
Yeah,
great.
I guess.
yeah. But listen, Subaru motors, job security,
Yeah, that's true.
straight up.
job security.
Straight
We got
They
two
be
of them
leaving
in here right
They be
now.
leaving RTV in the engines and they're still working there.
Dude, when I worked at Precision, we were doing a motor a week per technician.
It's just crazy that people keep buying them and they keep doing the same shit to
Dude,
them.
the STI came out over here 2004.
Same
how
engine.
Much, how much horsepower did it make?
300.
The 2020 whatever, the last version of the STI,
How much horsepower did it make?
15 more wheel horsepower.
Same
maybe
shit.
maybe 20, 25.
How many,
whatever.
how many different turbos did they have?
The
Three?
man-
Oh, the VF39, the 49, to this, to that. To
I
all
feel like
this
there was
different
like
stuff.
3 or 4
Yeah, and they only
turbos.
made a little more horsepower. Then they went to AVCS, and they went dual AVCS, and you're just like, it continues to make the same.
and they changed the internal manufacturer, and apparently that's what really fucked them up. They like whoever's building the pistons, and
Yeah, but it's crazy. The Australians don't have the piston problems.
do they have the same engines though? No,
It's-
they have the 2 O's, right?
Well, they have 2.5s too. They don't have piston problems.
Well,
They're
There
making
is-
them out of different metal over there
Right.
down under.
I don't think they're. Yeah, they probably are getting different engines. If they're getting the exact same engines and they don't have problems, then maybe something with the fuel. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting, but nothing beats the JDM 2.0. That's the engine.
Dude,
That shit sounds awesome.
my
I will
God.
say
That's the engine.
that shit sounds awesome. There's one
they
of my
just don't make
favorite.
torque. You're talking about like the 207 that has like
Yeah,
the factory
207.
ported
From the
heads.
STI
Yes,
with
yes.
the,
Like they're
with
sick.
the twin
Sounds
scroll
great.
turbo or
Oh
some
yeah, they are
shit
cool.
it
So
had.
Kevin Baldy is another tuner. He owns a shop called Gold Lab Works down in South Jersey.
Yeah.
They do all like M5s, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, stuff like now. But when he first came into tuning world, he was doing Subarus, and he had a gnarly 207.
They
that were-
OEM
bug-eye.
Redline at 8,000.
Oh yeah. So Cleo and Kevin, they have you guys ever heard the Carberry tune?
Why does that sound?
No.
familiar?
Call it Carberry ROM. It's like you can't do it on the electric throttle body Subarus. It was like the 02 to 04 WRXs basically.
Yeah.
And maybe like a couple other ones. It's like a hacked rally ROM this guy was using in the rally world, and he brought it over, and it's free. And as long as you support him and
Yeah.
help him with stuff, you can use it. And like you can take a regular driving bug-eye and you hit the defroster switch, and that thing goes full race car mode.
What the fuck?
Rolling anti-lag, like, oh man, yeah,
That's crazy.
Oh, it was sick.
That
as
cannot be
hell.
good for the fucking engine. I know that for a fact.
Hell no.
Okay, because
Well,
I'm
who
like,
cares?
because my little brother has a bug eye, and I'm like, he would have
Found that?
said something by now about this. But if
I saw not many tuners use it anymore.
he
Like
hasn't
if
said
they were in it back in the day, they know about it. A
It
lot of
was-
guys don't really use it too
he's
much
had
anymore.
it for a
yeah.
probably over
It's like
10
open
years
source
now.
tuning, and I think it's kind of becoming a thing of the past. But like that shit. So him and Cleo, they were so good at it. Like he used to go to Philly with this thing and beat people up with it, and they would get pissed, man. Because the thing would roll in, sound perfectly normal. He'd go out to race, boop, defroster switch, everything just completely went to full race car.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah,
Anti.
like
We
no,
need to go find
no
the
lift
Subaru
shift
stat.
was tuned into it. Like it just was something that's like so because it's stock computer.
Yeah.
So it has it can drive perfect. You can drive this thing across the country. Oh, I want to race one? Boop, defroster switch.
Yeah, those stock computers,
be
they,
getting
they
into
can do a lot of
Subarus.
shit with them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do a pretty cool
Be
shit.
getting into Subarus pressing the defroster switch now. Fucking yo, does this have that thing? Ah shit.
Nope. Damn
Damn
it.
it. Chris Knapp. All right.
Oh, here we
Chris,
go. Let's go.
I've been saving these because some of these are kind of funny. These are all from Chris Knapp. Shout out to Chris Knapp.
How many?
4.
Oh, it's not bad. I was expecting.
Who
more
can do the
Chris.
most push-ups out of the faction crew? I say Malcolm. That's what Chris said. Yeah, I'm gonna easily say Malcolm. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh.
Wait
I'm
a
not
minute.
gonna say easily.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a
Uh-oh.
minute.
Is this about to
'cause
go down?
It's not Chris, and I know
It
it's not
could.
me. It's
Is
not
going
me.
down?
It could.
It's
It
not me.
could.
This might be an after work after pod activity, but we will
Yeah, we'll
maybe
film
post
it.
this
We'll
series
film it. Put it on.
because I feel like.
How many can you do straight, Frank? Straight, no stop.
Straight,
Yeah.
no stop.
What's up, you little
Frank?
punk? How many you got?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't stop,
Come on, Frank.
Like an honest answer.
Yeah, nonstop.
dude. I feel like Malcolm's gonna
hard to
blow your
say.
shit out of the water, man. This guy's got 8%
How many did you do
body
that day
fat
when you?
In the hotel,
Yeah, I guess.
did 95.
in a row.
Yeah.
I think Malcolm wins.
Yeah, my cutoff is definitely 100.
I can do
If I
50.
can even do that many in a row. But I want to say it's lower than that. But I don't know. I was never in a competition.
I feel like you hit a wall and you're like, I can't do anymore.
I mean,
you
I
just gotta at some point
do,
Get angry. Just
How many push-ups do I do a day? I do 60 or 80 push-ups every morning. But the thing is, I don't
Straight
do it in
through?
one shot.
All right.
So
So you might hit that wall.
I
and
do
be like,
40,
"Fuck."
20, 20. So I could probably do that many in one shot, no problem.
you could. You could probably do.
But
yeah.
that's
80.
80.
So
So
it'd be close.
I mean,
I do think it would be close.
Nah, it would be less. You would probably do
70.
probably like 65, 70,
Yeah.
60 to 70.
I don't know.
Malcolm just weighs nothing.
Exactly. That's the
Hey
thing.
man, I put in the work.
That's
the
why
thing.
he can easily be in there. And
I-
Loading.
And what kind of 100 push-ups is Malcolm doing? Is he going?
No, he does real push-ups.
No, he's
Yeah,
seen it.
I've
Frankie's
seen
seen
it.
it.
But like in this competition, I would have you guys go down
Yeah, that's
then
gonna be
up.
that's gonna be a problem for me.
And then
Probably,
down.
if anyone, not
And then
Malcolm.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rhythmic.
no. If we're doing it like that, like going off someone else's count, then it's gonna be way less. Because you're gonna,
Yeah, you're not
You
at your
lose
pace.
momentum.
yeah, it's more tiring to go
Well-
slower.
All right, so maybe Malcolm.
I think it would be Malcolm.
Now
We'll
I'll
try
have,
one
now I'll have
day.
to get my shit up.
Now Malcolm. Now Frankie's gonna be waking up every
Now I'm
morning.
just doing 80 straight tomorrow.
Fucking
so-
80
Frankie's
straight.
gonna come in this
Malcolm
place
thinks
tomorrow
he
like,
can
my rotator cuff.
Yeah,
is
I'm
torn."
100% doing 80 straight tomorrow.
I'm
Frankie's
gonna be a
trying to
little late.
hand paperwork, just like, oh,
Yeah.
I can't fucking move my arms. Chris or Ricky, who's winning in a fight? I think Ricky would. I'm
Chris,
sorry, Chris.
our technician.
I'm
Oh.
sorry.
Chris or
but
Ricky?
I feel like Ricky's a union welder and is moving fucking pieces of metal around regularly.
Yeah, Chris. I don't know, man.
I think I got him.
Yeah, I think so
I'm
too.
confident in myself.
I'm gonna say
If Chris stopped hitting that vape, I'd probably take him. But hitting that vape.
Shit.
yikes.
Yeah,
He's a vapor.
He's a vapor.
I'm
Big
also
vapor.
He's gonna run out of stamina real quick.
Nah, it's. I think, dude, look at Ricky's hands, man. You don't think them shits would hurt?
He just goes.
I used to wrestle too.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
it's
even
over.
worse.
It's
It's
over.
over.
Yeah.
Well,
over.
middle school though. It was 2 years.
Well,
like
still
not
know-
that great.
Part
but, you
2 of the question: winner gets a smooch. Guess who won? Ricky. Ah.
Uh
know, perk up,
Chris, go cash in your check. This one's another one from Chris. If you were a dwarf, which of the 7 would you be? That's pretty good. I don't even know the dwarfs. What are the 7
Angry, sleepy, dopey.
I'm
I'd be
sleepy,
dopey
dude.
for sure.
Sleepy, dude. Nah.
sure.
Wait, bashful.
Bashful.
Blitzen. No, I'm kidding.
There's gotta be a smart dwarf, right?
Uh,
There's dopey is smart.
I don't know.
There's sneezy.
I just know dope.
Sneezy? Oh man.
Happy.
Are they all on
Oh,
drugs?
I might be happy.
Are these all drug references?
That's what they think. Yeah.
It sure
Why is
seems like
Why is the character for Grumpy that?
So what's sneezy?
Look up.
What drug do you take to be sneezy?
He's coke.
Probably
I don't know.
cocaine.
He's
It's-
fucking.
It's Doc, Grumpy, Happy, Sleepy, Bashful, Sneezy, and Dopey.
oh, you're
I'd
on
be happy.
drugs.
I'd be happy for sure.
Yeah, that's
I
a
think
that's that
yeah.
LSD.
I'm dopey.
Yo.
Cause I'm off the dope.
Yeah, that's that fucking.
Tap in, tap in.
That's that heroin.
Yeah.
Where are you, Malcolm? Dopey, I know.
I'd probably be Dopey too.
No, you're not. You're not dopey.
Yeah, you seem pretty calculated.
Okay, I like that.
Who's
Probably
Doc?
Doc.
Doc?
Who's that?
First of all, what does
Does he
Doc
take
do?
care of
I
the
feel
other
like you would
6?
be Doc.
That's the plug. Doc is
Yes,
the
sir.
plug.
Yeah, he takes
old-
care of the other 6.
He's
yeah,
the
he's
plug.
taking care.
Yeah.
He's the plug for the other
He's
six.
a dealer, yeah.
Yeah, Doc's the dealer. Fuck.
Sleepy, that would be Chris.
God damn.
He's always sleepy.
You're right. He is.
Oh man.
Grumpy?
That could be me.
That also could be you.
Yeah, it could be me.
Hate to say
That
it.
is you. All right. Well, this one's more driving related. God forbid.
Jesus is dopey.
What is your favorite FD track, and why is it St. Louis?
I fucking hate
For Ricky, but y'all should
that
answer
track.
too.
You don't want to hear my answer.
Chris knows I hate that track.
St. Louis?
Yeah, I got 4th place there once, which was cool. So like I did good there, but like you go as fast as you can in a short line, and then you go as slow as you possibly can, and then you go as fast as you can again,
Oh my
and then you go as
God.
fucking slow as you can again
That
for the
sounds
last turn.
annoying.
I don't like the track. I could drive it. I could drive it well. I just do not like it.
I
at
like
all.
watching Utah.
Utah's sick. Driving Utah is sick. You're just floored the whole time.
Yeah, I heard that it's so high up the tunes get fucked.
Yeah,
up.
they do. You have to adjust them while you're there.
Christ,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Utah's sick. Irwindale's my favorite track. Love Irwindale.
Well, we all answered wrong because our favorite track
I like
is
that.
actually Raceway Park, New Jersey,
I like Long Beach.
home of East Coast Drift School.
home of East Coast Drift School. Fill up those schedules. Tap in.
I like
what were you
Long
saying?
Beach. I feel like Long Beach is one
Long
people
Beach is
drivers
sick.
probably hate.
That's
Is
the
that a
Yeah,
fact?
because of the multiple different pavements that are there.
Yeah.
You cross like 5 or 6 different pavements, so your car just acts differently.
I just like it because
the
it's a
whole
street
time.
course.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's what I picture when I think of FD.
Yeah,
I'm like,
right.
oh, they're coming down that
Sick.
like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I don't think I put Englishtown as my favorite because it's like my home track. I drive.
Yeah,
all
you
the
just
time.
know you
Yeah, I don't
go.
even like. I almost don't think of it as an FD track to myself. Where
Right?
people whose home track is St. Louis, like Derek Madison, might say Englishtown would be like his favorite.
Isn't that
because,
crazy?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
to
I'm
us,
like a
it's-
little jaded to it.
Yeah,
Like,
we
I'm
just
I'm
know-
so close to the Naps and like I'm so like in good with them and stuff like that. Like I go there all the time.
I feel like it's just a given that if you're from this area, that's like
Yeah,
probably one of your top favorites.
right.
Hell yeah.
I know what question you're saving for last.
Which one?
Little
Do you
bit
get
of
a
something.
chance to ride your bike still? Dude was a ripper. Do you get a
Appreciate it.
chance to ride your bike still? Dude was a ripper. I think he's talking about your bicycle.
Yeah, not as much as I want to. but,
Yeah,
like,
right,
I
you
still,
just still
like
pick it
yeah, I
up.
still do here and there. Like it's
Could you
fun.
still do a flat? Could you bar spin?
I was never a bar spinner.
See, when you let go of them,
So I can put my foot in the back peg, just do a pickup bar spin, no problem, easy peasy. You want my feet on a crank spin on those things? No, it's not good. I've landed like maybe one tail whip without my feet on the pedals. I've used to do backflips. I tried one front flip, destroyed myself.
if you gotta let go of the bars, same thing with a kickflip. You gotta get off the board. Once
Yeah,
Every skate trick.
nah, cap. And Ollie, you leave both feet. You just
your feet could float in an alley for sure.
maybe momentarily.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
They're definitely in the
Right.
air.
Is this? Should I do this one as the last question? This was the last question. A little bit of something.
There you go.
What sounds the best? 1J, 2J, or 1.5J?
1 JZ non VVTI
Square front.
square front,
That's what the oldies call it.
best motor in the whole world.
Dude,
Ever.
Daryl's got one in the garage. I'll fucking put that shit in.
You should, dude. They are the beast motors, man.
Dude, I can't
They
wait
are
till he gets that.
What's
thing.
wrong with the way a 2J sounds?
They got like a different sound.
Yeah, it's just a little different.
It's a cam, the variable cam shit.
No, it's
I
the
mean, you could. There's non VVTI 2Js also.
Oh, okay.
The
it's the
Supras.
head, I think.
Yeah,
makes
just the
it
way they,
sound.
they flow different and stuff
Yeah.
like that. It's a little. I think the 1Js are a little more high pitched. Like a 1J VVTI, you could hear that thing from across like E-Town. You're like, that's a 1J VVTI.
Yeah.
Stop, got stock turbo on it and everything. Like you can just hear it and know.
Yeah, oh, so
That's
good.
what you want, Carl?
Yes, I need. That's why the car's gonna be orange too,
Huh.
so you could see without the lights on that I'm drifting.
What?
Yes, sir.
You're not painting that car orange.
I told you. I
What
told
kind
you
of
I was.
orange? Like team orange or like
Dude.
macaroni and
You ain't
cheese?
painting that
No,
car orange.
there's a Lexus color that they came out with on the RCF. It's like an orange. It's an OEM.
I think the
Toyota
ISF
colorway.
used to have a factory orange also.
There might have been, but this is like fucking. There's
There's
nothing,
nothing
going to
orange
be
in
in this
here.
office that color.
Is
Hell
that
no.
like the power intake?
Maybe that
filter?
little sticker on the top.
Why is
think-
KBD messaging me? Jesus Christ.
Because he knows you're a fan.
Merry
But-
Christmas to you too, KBD Body Kits. Thank
He
you.
knows you're a fan. You said you liked it on my car.
He's
Or
funny,
somebody's
dude.
going to clip that
He's a
shit. I
man.
hope you know.
Yeah.
But Ricky,
Irving's the
thank you so
man.
much for coming on.
Yeah, dude, no problem.
What do you have? So you said 2024 season. Look out for Ricky Hoffman first of all.
Trying to come back to FD.
Okay.
If that does not, I mean, either way, if I do FD or not, I'm doing definitely gonna try to do as many grid laps as I can because those events are so much fun.
They look awesome.
They are
We need to go to the grid
sick.
Yeah, I know.
I
it's
really
crazy.
want to do one of the drift Appalachians, at least one. I talked to the guys that run it, and they told me like, "Hey, you're good. You know,
You're a
get
professional driver.
They,
You can
they
come.
basically were like, get yourself ready though, because like you saw what can happen. Like Mike Perez flipped over,
Dude.
another person flipped over. Like it's pretty gnarly, where they do it.
Yeah, that shit.
That might
looks
be a
crazy.
white car situation.
No way.
No.
That's pro car all day. It's gotta be.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming. Taking time out of your day.
Of course.
And
Anytime.
Drove all the way up from Six Flags. That's wild.
Yeah.
Dude, we're coming down there. We're pit bike racing. I'm gonna DM
Let's go.
Bobby right now. I'm gonna be like, dude,
I
why?
gotta go steal a zebra apparently.
Yeah,
so.
you gotta steal a zebra. You got paid for it too, so.
Yeah, now you have to.
I gotta use that $20 to steal a zebra.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
close us out, Malcolm. Thank you guys so much for listening. This has been Faction After Hours. Make sure to check out East Coast Drift School. They got openings on their schedule. Follow Ricky
yeah,
on his pro season.
I'll shout it all out after.
There we go.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Good pod.
Bye.
Tap in. Tap in. Tap in. Tap in.
Yeah, we do intro outro.